Mel Kiper Jr.'s latest mock draft. We'll tell you why Justin Fields may be following in the footsteps of a recent NFL MVP. Wednesday morning on Keyshawn, J. Will, and Zubin on ESPN Radio. Keyshawn, J. Will, and Zubin starts next at 6 Eastern on ESPN Radio, ESPN News.
Hey guys, try Legends XL Male Sexual Enhancement. It's clinically shown to promote blood flow within 60 minutes. Its powerful nitric oxide booster works with the first use. It enhances your sexual performance, stamina, sex drive, and confidence.
Legends XL.
And the best part? You don't need a prescription for Legends XL. It's available at Walgreens and other fine retailers. Look, it works for me, and it'll work for you too. So just try it.
Legends XL.
Complete info at prophaselabs.com.
It's time for some straight talk. Sure, saving money feels good, but cutting your wireless bill in half, that feels really good. Like walk-off home run in the 9th inning kind of good. Okay, maybe not that good, but pretty darn good. With Straight Talk, you can get 25 gigs of high-speed data for $45 a month, up to 50% less than the other guys. Plus, no contract. All on America's best networks. Why pay a whole lot when you can pay half? Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise.
At Napa, we keep things moving. If it has wheels and an engine, we help keep it on the road. And if it's on the road, we have parts for it. And if you need a part, you can get it fast, like same-day pickup or next-day delivery fast. At Napa, when we're not thinking about cars, we're thinking about the people who drive them. Because when it comes to serving you and our community, our motor never quits. That's Napa know-how. Same-day pickup and next-day delivery available at participating stores and on in-stock items only.
Designer face masks, DIY haircuts. In a world full of things you never thought possible, here's one more. Now you can get the same high-quality insurance from Allstate, but at a new low rate. Drivers who switched and saved averaged $718. With Allstate, you can lower your rates, not your expectations. Visit Allstate.com or call an agent for a quote today.
Reported average annual savings from switching auto by new customers surveyed who saved with Allstate in 2019. In most states, prices vary based on how you buy. Not available in every state. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
If I'm not commuting anymore, where do I really want to live?
While you handle life's questions, Merrill Guided Investing helps you manage your portfolio and invest for your next move with the option to work with an advisor at a low cost and minimum. Merrill, a Bank of America company. Visit merrilledge.com/investing goals to get started today.
Investing involves risk. Merrill Lynch, Pierce, Fenner & Smith Incorporated, both a registered broker-dealer and investment advisor, member SIPC. Investment products are not FDIC insured or not bank guaranteed and may lose value.
Hey, it's me, your cousin, from Boston. I'm on the radio doing ads for Sam Adams. Now I'll be known as the Sam Adams guy instead of the dude who fell in the quarry. Sam Adams Boston Lager is crisp and refreshing, which is why I bring a six-pack wherever I go, except the movies anymore. Sam Adams, from Boston with love. Here's the legal part. Watch how fast I can read. The Boston Beer Company, Boston, Mass. Drink responsibly. Now, is that 30 seconds? Are we even close?
Lowe's Spring Fest is here. We've got $10 off gallon cans or $40 off 5-gallon pails on select interior and exterior paints, stains, and coatings. And appliance special values plus free local delivery on appliances $3.96 or more in-store and online. Lowe's, home to any budget, home to any possibility. Offers valid through 4/14. Actual paint sizes are 116 to 640 fluid ounces. Exclusions apply. See Lowe's.com/rebates for rebate terms and conditions. For appliances, restrictions and additional fees may apply. See Lowe's.com or store for details. U.S. only.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents and Doug.
Breathe out and repeat after me. Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need.
Your bird is eating my candles.
Your bird is eating my candles.
No, seriously, he's making a mess.
No, seriously, he's...
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Get a customized quote at libertymutual.com.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Good morning. Thought I'd help you wake up.
It's 6 a.m. and you're listening to The John Kincade Show on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Let the party begin!
The show starts now.
And we begin the Hump Day edition of The John Kincade Show. Here on 97.5 The Fanatic. Hopefully you have had a good night's sleep. I am in this pattern of not being able to get a good night's sleep for whatever reason. I have no idea what's the hell's going on.
Go out to Bong Boulevard, John.
Something's not working. Something is not working. Those chewy, gummy things aren't working. Nothing's working. The 6 o'clock hour is brought to you by Bradford White Water Heaters. Bradford White here for the pro. Bradford White works. Had a nice warm shower.
Well, it's got to wake you up after not sleeping, right?
My gosh, something's going on.
What's up with you?
I don't know. All of a sudden, it's just not. It's been.
Sleep's overrated.
Yeah, for somebody who's like.
It's boring. It really is.
It's not overrated.
It is.
I love sleep.
When you turn 50, all it means is that you've slept for like 17 years.
17?
Swear to God. If you do like a third of your life, if you sleep 8 hours a night, a third of your life, think of that. When you turn 100,
oh geez,
it'll be 33 years that you've
I don't
slept.
consider it wasted though, because you can't function without it.
Yeah, I don't need a ton, but
boring.
I need
things happen you don't even know about. It drives me crazy.
I need 7 in a day. I really do. I need 7.
I'm good with 5 to 6.
I'm not getting. Yeah, it's not working. It's not working at all. Sort of like the Phillies. Not working at all. Phillies had a chance to build off that impressive 6-3 start. This team was 4-0. And now they wake up this morning and they're 6-5. And where do I begin? Do I begin with, I don't know, the lack of ability to hit in the clutch? Do I begin with a manager in Joe Girardi who sits behind a microphone and tells me after the game that he's okay with the decision to try to steal third base with your best hitter at the plate and a runner in scoring position late in a game where you're down by 1 run? Joe Girardi is baffling me beyond compare. Do I forget that we don't have a major league center fielder, and once again Adam Hazley doesn't know what the hell he's doing out there defensively? Not to mention what Adam Hazley and Roman Quinn are at the plate. This is bad. And then the ace. The ace who can't be the ace. Your top starter who can't be a top starter. It's the storylines that I thought would play out, that I hoped wouldn't play out, that appear to be playing out. But again, let's try to stay optimistic. Phillies have another shot at it tonight. But after their 4-0 start, as I was saying last week when on the Anthony Gargano show, people were saying, who do you think has a better chance to win a title? The Sixers or the Phillies? And people were calling up and saying the Phillies. I was about to lose my mind. Thing was, I was perfectly in my right mind. It was way too early, and let's just hope things get turned around pretty fast. That's where we begin the 6 o'clock hour with Bob Cooney, Jamie Lynch, Pat Egan, and the coach, Eric Camille. We've got Mikey Mike, Heavy Chevy, directing the show. So if you're on YouTube right now, twitch.tv, we appreciate you getting in with us early this morning. And also, too, Connor will be the person who will answer your phone calls at 610-632-0975. I trust, Bob, that Joe Girardi is a guy who I'm supposed to trust that he knows baseball.
Yeah.
And he's a guy that has forgotten more about baseball than I know.
All of us combined.
But Joe Girardi went out and defended a decision to try to steal third base with your best hitter at the plate and a runner in scoring position when you're trying to tie a game. I have no idea what he's talking. I have no idea what he's thinking, and I don't want him to throw people under the bus, but I don't want him to defend stupid baseball, and that's stupid baseball.
It appeared to be. He wouldn't say whether it was strategy or not, whether it was called, whether Roman Quinn did it on his own. So I don't know that.
What does that tell you, though, that he wouldn't confirm that it was strategy? That Quinn did it on his own?
Probably. And what is the sense there? Look, we've been told, and I think we had a caller the other day that said, or it might have been Jamie's show on Saturday, Roman Quinn might be the fastest player in all of baseball. Okay, well then why do you have to take third with 2 outs when the 2-hole hitter's up? There's no reason to be on third. And if you were looking to do a double steal, which I was thinking, I was actually in the car when it happened, there was no talk of who was on first, Miller, going to second.
No, they said double steal on the broadcast. They say double steal on, and it wasn't double steal.
It didn't seem like it. And why
Quinn
there?
Going on his own.
You have your hottest hitter on the team up at bat. He gets a base hit. Roman Quinn scoring easily, and you have Bryce Harper coming up, and then your number 4-hole hitter coming up. It made no baseball sense whatsoever. And then for Roman Quinn to stand up and get off of the base thinking that the ball went into left field, you don't think there. You make sure there.
It's an insult, Jamie, to me that I don't want the manager coming out and saying, What an idiotic play. Stupid idiot doing that. But I can't have the manager saying, okay, you people that are watching the game today, all you Phillies fans who invest your time in our product, you don't understand the game. It was a good move. I support his move to do it. There's no reason to steal third there. Zero.
No, there's not. If there was one out, okay. I get your thinking. Yeah, sure. I don't understand.
Oh my gosh.
They're not playing intelligent baseball. They're not fielding good baseball. They're not hitting situationally right now. And Aaron
They're not
Nola
making routine plays.
Yeah,
You're an idiot and you don't know baseball.
but positive.
Come on.
Give us something.
Can't do it. Hey,
I'll come up with something eventually.
I want to know, Connor played some center field in high school, Egan, so I wanted to know if you could hit him some, let him
Shag some flies in the
out
lot.
there. See what he's like in the
Could he be
back
worse?
lot.
I'm willing to give it a
It
shot.
can't be worse.
All right.
I saved this for you.
Yeah, I figured as much. It's not good. It's not great. 2011, I brought this up the other day. They started out with Ben Francisco, and when they were in contention, they went out and they got Hunter Pence. So if it truly is this bad, because we do have to remember it's still mid-April. If it truly is this bad, getting into June, they will make a move. But man, it's not good. And John, you brought up all the issues yesterday. Can one of you guys explain to me why Joe Girardi continues to take out Rhys Hoskins?
I don't know.
It's absurd. You just said it. You opened up with the center field spot. You saved that for me. If you are going to pinch hit into a double switch, why aren't you doing double switch in center field? Why are you taking out arguably your hottest hitter?
No, the guy you said is your best hitter because you put him at 2 most of the time.
Oh, it's bad.
You said your best hitter, and we're taking him out of games. Joe Girardi is managing this team by a spreadsheet, and I am now convinced. I'm now convinced because there are no logical explanations for what he's doing. There is some computer geek handing him instructions, and Joe Girardi's carrying them out. There's no way Joe Girardi thinks that the decisions he's making are baseball sound decisions.
I'll never forget what my friends who are diehard Yankees fans told me. They said, Joey Binders, get ready to he'll irritate you.
But how can it be the gentleman, Bob, catchers know the game probably as well as anybody.
Probably better.
I mean,
And
they're
it's
supposed to be.
gut with a catcher.
No, it's not gut with him.
Yeah.
It's just freaking spreadsheet.
I don't get it. I'm not going to go overboard here and say how disappointed I am in Joe Girardi, but man, there's some head-scratching stuff that it keeps coming back into play. If this was Gabe Kapler, this city would be on fire.
No question.
And it's true, and there are some similar things. There's some similarities between the two of them, and that does bother me. The whole gut thing. I'm not saying come out. Roman Quinn, I don't know what the hell he was doing. No, but it could say we have to play smarter.
Yes, we have to make smarter decisions.
He has no problem saying something about Hazley. Yeah, he probably could have caught that ball.
Yes.
He doesn't like Hazley.
No.
He probably could have caught that ball.
Should have. He can't read a ball this year.
He cannot read a ball off the bat.
No.
And that catch, that is caught 95% of the time.
Yeah.
Is that an overstatement?
No.
That ball's minimal caught 95% of the time. This is twice in 2 weeks now. This guy cannot read a ball off the bat. He has no idea how to break on a ball.
Yeah, I don't know why he's struggling so much in the field when that was one of the strengths. And Bob, you brought up the fact that it seems like Girardi doesn't like him. It reminds me of, do you remember how Chip Kelly used to talk about Marcus Smith and how he used to talk about Josh Huff? And it became obvious that Josh Huff was his pick and Marcus Smith wasn't. And I wonder if this is the organization kind of forcing Hazley when he wants to go with Quinn.
Hey, your mortgage partner can make or break your offer on your dream team and your dream home. The Scott Valens Dream Team, they're a mortgage group that's going to get you an instant pre-approval. Use all of their tricks that won't get you the stuff you're not going to be able to get from retail banks. Get in touch with them now at scgloans.com. We have a special show contest announcement coming up today at 8:30. So you're going to be listening for that. And today in the 9 o'clock hour, you're going to have your opportunity to go see the 76ers tonight.
Ooh! That's a big ticket right there.
We will email you.
Get excited!
We're already excited. It's only 6:10, and we're already excited for the Sixers and the Nets. We will have tickets for you that we will be able to email you the link, and you'll have the tickets when you win the contest at 9:10. But would you say, Bob, bone up on Sixers knowledge?
Yeah, get your trivia hats on, because I got 20 of them, and we're going to rock and roll.
If you want to go to the game tonight, you're going to have your chance coming up at 9:10 this morning. But we got a special show announcement coming up at 8:30 that you're not going to want to miss after Adam Schefter. So the 76ers have a few measurable challenges in the next 18 games, one of them tonight against the Brooklyn Nets. Then they have a 2-game series in Milwaukee next week.
Go time, John. It's go time.
Now, between that, you have 3 games at home against the Clippers, the Warriors, and the Suns.
Yeah, it's a tough stretch.
So, but when you wake up next Sunday, I'm going to tell you it's pretty much over. Unless you count Atlanta as being a real measuring stick, and I do not. For the Sixers, it starts tonight's a huge one tonight, though. The tiebreaker game with the Nets, which when you're up by a game, it absolutely can come down to it. When you're in a tie, it can come down to it. You got to have the tiebreaker game tonight.
If you're the Sixers, I agree. I don't think the Nets are looking at it that way, and I think when we see the lineup that they put on the floor tonight, we're going to say, "Oh,
what a letdown!" You mean? They're not gonna, really?
I don't. Maybe look if they bring back Kyrie, I'd be shocked if Durant goes tonight. They played yesterday. They won by 30 or 40 against Minnesota.
Right.
Durant went off for 33. He's still working his way back. I would be.
You think they sit him tonight?
I'd be surprised if Durant goes again tonight. Does Kyrie Irving come back tonight? Do the Nets say, well, let's play a little fun here? Harden's not playing. Let's not really show anything. And the Sixers will go into the playoffs not ever seeing the threesome, a lot of times not even 2 of the 3 when they played so far this year. So I'm keeping an eye on that. I want to see who's available for the Nets. But you're right, John. No matter what, it's a big game. It could be a tiebreaker.
You want the tiebreaker.
Yeah, so Sixers can't look at it any other way except, and they're coming off the fortune of starters didn't play more than 24, 25 minutes on the other night, Monday night. What day is this? Was it Monday night?
Yes.
So I think the Sixers are in a good spot tonight.
You feeling it, James?
Yeah, I do.
I don't care who they throw out either.
Yeah, I don't care. I want that 1 seed because that 2-3 seed in the second round matchup is so. This is a big game tonight, and I think the Sixers know it. I think Doc relays the importance of this game to them. At home, tough road trip. Send a statement to the league. Be damned who they send out there. Go whoop their ass.
They have so many home games surrounding this the 2 games at Milwaukee.
9 of 11.
So many home games. You got to take care of business, and they've been so great at home. Pat, you feeling it, though? I mean, if the Nets throw out the Sunday afternoon Joe Girardi lineup or whatever, they give me to you, are you okay with it? Does it take away the enjoyment for you? I just want to see an ass whooping.
If they throw out that Sunday, as you said, the Joe Girardi lineup, I kind of want them to lose to wake them up.
You want the Sixers to lose?
Ew.
What?
I don't want to see the Sixers lose.
What the hell's wrong with you?
What are you talking about? Do you even know sports?
Okay. So one of my favorite movies is Miracle.
Yes.
Walk hard.
Oh, jeez.
He set up a game against the Soviets right before the Olympics, and they got hammered to kind of wake them up.
10-1,
to kind of
80.
Bob.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So they kind of set it up for them to get hammered, so it kind of wake them up a little bit to a reality that they need to pick their game up. So I guess I don't want them. I'm not going to be cheering against them. I just want to if they lost to a subpar team, I would take some positive in it in a weird way.
You see, they're going to remake Miracle.
No, they're not.
I saw yesterday.
I did see that.
Really? No, they're not.
Why?
They're going to hit 10 fly balls to Adam Hazley, and they're going to see if they can field the ball.
That's good. John, that was good.
They're going to see if they can do that. Respectable Roofing, for all your roofing needs. The name says it all. Respectable Roofing, where respect matters. I've got to tell you, Adam Hazley seems like a fine young man. Get him the hell off my television screen. He seems like a fine young man, clean-cut All-American boy. Get him off my TV screen. Get him off.
There's guys that when they go up to the plate, when Harper's hot, or Harper pretty much all the time, but back in the day, a Schmidt, or when they come up to bat, they just look the part. I mean, they look like they're going to rake. Something good's going to happen. Hoskins a couple years ago, must-watch TV. Adam Hazley, and he doesn't look comfortable at all at the plate right now. At all.
Neither of them do.
Well, I've totally given up on. I'm done.
The continual and Joe Girardi again afterwards. If we had a better option, they'd be here. And I'm paraphrasing. If we had a better option, they would be here. You're full of it, Joe.
They're hitting
Joe, you're lying to us. You're lying to us. There's a better option.
Combined 135. There's got to be better options.
And by the way, the gentleman did go and do the research for me that heard my discussion yesterday. Let me make sure that I get his name right. William took the time and he said, I will make the case right now that Odubel Herrera did not have worse stretches in his career as a Philadelphia Philly than they're having right now. He gave me breakdowns of his worst stretches, and he says he was still more productive. He was more productive with RBIs. He was more productive with in center field. He was absolutely more productive on the defensive side. He was better than either one of them. He said if you throw out the fact that he would give you the brain-dead base running, Odubel Herrera was still better.
Roman gives you that too.
And yeah, exactly. But Odubel, he says he wanted to make the case though that Odubel Herrera would give you the brain dead base running too though.
I'll give you the
not a smart player, but he said he was never. He gave me stretches. He gave me his worst stretches as a Philly, and he goes, he was not worse than what these guys are doing.
Tremendous, and I will give you the defense in center field, but he also wasn't hitting eighth. So the RBIs I kind of throw out the window because he wasn't hitting eighth.
Sure, but no, he's just saying being productive.
But to be fair to Williams and his stats, he was also playing on a worse offensive team, which meant less runners on base.
Philly center field, this is from Scott Lauber. Philly center fielders so far this season hitting .091.
It can only go up then.
It can't get worse, can it?
Hey, Josh in Pottstown is up early this morning with us on The Fanatic. Good morning, Josh.
John, they do have a better option, and it's Herrera.
Yes, it is.
I know he's not Mike Trout, but the guy, at least when he goes to the plate, has a chance to hit a damn home run. And the Phillies probably felt pressure from the PC police in the city.
Yep.
That it would be a bad look to play the guy. Now what you got two center fielders that can't hit a damn ball. It's a disgrace. I don't condone what Herrera did, but he was the better option from day one. You ride with him until you make a trade. And let me say one more quick thing, John. These pitchers suck. You got one ace, John, and that's Wheeler.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd be better going outside and Cole Hamels.
I get told till people are blue in the face that Aaron Nola is an ace.
Yesterday was an ace spot.
That was the game where you absolutely needed Aaron Nola to show up again. Nola, anyone? Nola, anyone? It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, yesterday that was an ace spot. He needed to show up in that second game, and the fact that he didn't have good stuff yet again. Now, look, if there's 30, 35 starts by him, okay, this is a tiny, tiny sample size. But that when you're questioning whether he's the ace, which a lot of people are, clutch performances. Yesterday was an ace performance. You needed that and didn't get it.
In Cooney's Corner, let's just say there's some other shoes that are about to drop, according to Bob.
Now, let's see what's in Cooney's Corner.
So, unbelievably terrific reporting by Zach Berman and Sheil Kapadia and Bo Wolf that we talked about yesterday.
Fantastic. I heard Bo with Mike Missinelli, too. It was good.
Yeah, just terrific stuff. And Zach kind of alluded yesterday that they heard about it, they reported it, they got it, and I think it took a couple of months for them to get it. And some people were questioning yesterday, well, why didn't the Eagles, go on record and talk about why didn't they go to the Eagles? They did. They asked the
right
Eagles.
In the piece.
It is.
Correct.
They asked for Eagles for comment, and the Eagles decided not to. I still think, John, and I've said this over and over again, we're going to get 4 or 5 more of these great stories from people about total dysfunction.
Great.
I really do. I think.
Reporting.
Well, I say great stories. Right. I hear you. I don't say great because I like the badness of it. I mean, it's great inside reporting. And so I want to ask you guys and listeners, what's the biggest question that you still want answered of what has happened over the last couple of years? You lost a head coach that just won a Super Bowl. You lost a quarterback who was supposed to be your franchise quarterback. You've lost a bunch of assistant coaches and guys that you brought in quickly. I mean, quickly. What's the biggest question that you want answered?
I want Doug Peterson to tell me if he fired himself. If Doug Peterson fired himself. Because I do believe in my heart of hearts, Doug Peterson fired himself.
Yeah, I think
I want the Doug Peterson tell-all.
Yeah.
And I'm there for it, and bring the popcorn. I don't know who's going to get it and when he's going to. I don't think that Doug does it until he's got another job.
Yeah, I would say if he was smart, he would wait to do that.
I think he waits till he gets another job.
Yeah, I think him and Jim pretty much ran away. I do want to see the Carson Wentz story.
I do too. That's my biggest.
From his perspective, because I think we've gotten enough of a picture painted from others and anonymous sources and, Santa Laquido and Josina.
You want to hear it from his side.
I want to hear his side. I'm curious what it looked like from him.
What are you looking for, Pat?
I'd probably go Doug Peterson.
Yeah.
Because I think you're going to get a more accurate picture of what happened than the owner and his story and the GM and his story and then Carson and his story. I think you'll find a kind of middle ground with Doug.
What's yours, Bob?
I think it's Carson Wentz. I think if I could get, and it might not just be Carson speaking, but others speaking about exactly how that all went down. I think maybe the igniter of the fire that happened.
I understand that there is a story brewing, that there might be a story brewing on Zach Ertz. One of these stories about Zach Ertz's year, and it may not be flattering. Not personally
to
flattering.
The Eagles.
To
Zach Ertz.
Professionalism of Zach Ertz this year.
Yeah,
we'll find out.
I don't think there's any chance he's going to be back still.
I don't want to hear that, though. Because it's it's a story I don't want to hear.
It's a guy that
Zach Ertz
peed
is to be
blood
legendary.
for my team.
Exactly.
I don't want to hear that.
But supposedly some stuff that might be the next story we hear.
Well, I mean, the season didn't start off on a good foot with Howie and him getting in a open argument in front of the team.
There you go.
So
you never know. Hey, be sure to stick around. Remember, today we have your chance to win Sixers-Nets tickets for tonight's game at 9:10 and a big show announcement at 8:30 right after Adam Schefter. Plus, for everybody on YouTube and Twitch.tv, we thank you and we see you and we appreciate you, even if I'm not reading the comments. We appreciate you being around. Coming up, what can the Phillies do? How can they fix it? Plus, Bob wants to throw a hypothetical at us that I don't know that I could answer. It's the John Kincade Show here on 97.5 The Fanatic. If you have potholes in your way every single day on the Philly roadways, I think you do, you need AAA riding shotgun with you. It is one of the things, though, that I bring up all the time is the fact is my wife and my daughter, they're driving, 750 miles away from me. I worry about that. What if they're stuck by the side of the road? I want AAA with them, too. Well, if you're a Flyers fan, or even if you're not, you can just use the code. You can get 50% off at AAA.com/Flyers. AAA.com/Flyers. What you get? The 24/7 service, the 24/7 peace of mind. And for over 100 years, they've been keeping your car on the road. You can trust AAA. That roadside assistance, always reliable, always there for you. As they say, they're always close, and they never close. And with AAA car care centers all over the Delaware Valley, go to AAA.com and you can find a list of locations. New members only. Other restrictions apply. See the website for details. 50% off. Go to AAA.com/Flyers. Tell them Kincade sent you in.
The John Kincade Show.
This is not radio fantasy camp. We're on the air here.
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia. Check out Adam Schefter this and every Wednesday at 8:10 a.m. with the John Kincade Show on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Brought to you by DraftKings, America's top-rated sportsbook app.
Well, if you're planning on hiring a lawn care service, doesn't it make sense to hire a company that provides better results and is safer for your family and pets? That's why I chose Natural Lawn of America. That's my lawn care company. Natural Lawn provides homeowners with greener grass and fewer weeds using an exclusive organic-based lawn care product. Now, this isn't a cookie-cutter lawn care service. Natural Lawn tailors their applications to your lawn-specific needs. And their unique approach to lawn care has reduced chemical pesticide use by 85%, creating a safer lawn for your family and pets to enjoy. Locally owned and operated for more than 30 years right here in the Delaware Valley, I trust my lawn to Natural Lawn, and you should too. Get the results you want and the peace of mind you deserve. Take advantage of their limited time offer. Schedule Natural Lawn's full service program, and you'll get free seeding every year. That's right, free seeding every year. Call 800-FREE-SEED. That's 800-FREE-SEED for my lawn care company, Natural Lawn of America. Greener grass, fewer weeds, guaranteed.
Sugar House Online Casino is your destination for safe and secure online gaming. Play many of your favorite games from the casino right on your phone or computer. Want to play roulette or blackjack with a live dealer? Sugar House has that. Maybe you like to take your shot at big progressive jackpots. Sugar House has that too. In all, Sugar House has more than 200 slots and table games to play wherever you are. Go to playsugarhouse.com and have some fun today. Presented by Rivers Casino Philadelphia. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
To all you do-it-yourselfers, get ready to welcome Fram into the fam. Because America's #1 oil filter brand now has their own new line of motor oil and fluids. And it's only at Advance and CarQuest Auto Parts. Stop into Advance and choose from 4 new Fram oil change bundles starting at just $20.99. They have the oil and filters you need to keep your engine running stronger, longer. Advance your auto at Advance Auto Parts and participating CarQuest locations. See store for details.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Your car in need of a cleaning? We've got you covered. We have all the wash and wax products you're looking for, from interior to exterior cleaners. They'll help you freshen up your ride inside and out, while keeping it protected from dirt and grime that can damage your car. And you can get everything you need even faster. Just order online at AutoZone.com and choose free same-day store pickup. Getting your job done just got easier. Restrictions apply.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Nothing can prepare you.
That dragon marking? It's an invitation.
Means you've been chosen.
For Mortal Kombat. On April 23rd.
We don't have much time.
The worldwide phenomenon comes to life.
I am Sub-Zero. Get over here!
Mortal Kombat. Rated R. Under 17. Not admitted without parent. Theaters and on HBO Max April 23rd.
Life hacks. What would life be without them? Like using candle wax to loosen a stuck zipper. Here's another life hack. Now you can get the same high-quality insurance from Allstate, but at a new low rate. With Allstate, you can lower your rates, not your expectations. Visit Allstate.com or call an agent for a quote today.
In most states, prices vary based on how you buy. Not available in every state. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Businesses that run like clockwork establish routines they trust. That's why over 1 million companies rely on Cintas. We'll help you protect employees and customers with essential safety supplies, inspect your fire protection systems and devices, hygienically launder your uniforms, and keep you well-stocked with the leading hand sanitizers and disinfecting wipes. Learn how Cintas can help you open your doors with confidence.
Oh, I'm ready.
Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
Goodyear knows the importance of keeping momentum as you head down the stretch. Momentum starts with movement. It's pulled from the air like a contested rebound. Momentum builds with steals and fast breaks, and is proven by deep threes as the shot clock expires. Momentum is how we change the game, and now it's time to discover where it can take us. Goodyear, more driven.
Nissan believes you deserve a car that thrills you. So we have to ask, does your car thrill you? When you hit the pedal, do you get something back? A chill in your spine, goosebumps on your goosebumps. When you take off, do your fingers tighten around the steering wheel? Does your heart beat in your stomach and your breath catch in your chest? Does driving make you feel alive? Because it should. And if your car doesn't thrill you, ours will. This is the new Nissan.
What do you get when you talk to a Dell Technologies advisor? You get someone who understands there's an art to listening, who's able to hear more than what's being said, and can provide tailored small business solutions that make you feel truly heard. For advice on everything from laptops to the cloud and solutions powered by Intel vPro platform, call an advisor today at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL to talk to an advisor today who's ready to help with all your small business needs. 877-ASK-DELL.
Sometimes in business, the unexpected comes calling. From rent increases to increased orders to, I'm going to say it, unprecedented times. But don't bounce back. Bounce forward with Comcast Business. Bounce forward with fast, reliable internet on the network that can deliver gig speeds to the most businesses and gives you the flexibility to update your bandwidth in just a few clicks. Be fast. Be flexible. Be ready for what's next. And bounce forward with Comcast Business. Get a powerful and reliable internet solution from Comcast Business, starting at $69.99 a month for 24 months with a 3-year agreement. And for a limited time, ask how to get a $500 prepaid card when you upgrade. Call
Call 1-800-501-6000 or go to ComcastBusiness.com today to find out more. Prepaid card offer ends 5/9/21. Restrictions apply. New Comcast Business 100 megabits per second service customers only. Early termination fee applies. Equipment installation taxes and fees extra and subject to change. Call for details.
Hello? We just made your listening experience easier. 97.5 The Fanatic is now on radio.com. Radio.com. Check it out now. Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
Sorry, this is your life right now. Listening to me on the radio.
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia.
Thanks so much for hanging out with the John Kincade Show here on 97.5 The Fanatic. Hopefully you got a great night's sleep. I am thinking about wandering on over to Doobie Drive or something because it's just...
And what have you tried?
The gummies.
The gummy worms.
Ollie. They're called Ollie.
So you're eating gummy peach rings?
They're gummy melatonin. And they're doing nothing for me. It's doing nothing.
Have you tried the melatonin pills? Because I've tried, I think it's Alka-Seltzer has gummies that cure heartburn, but also have melatonin in them.
Pop, fizz. Whoa, what a relief it is.
They're not great for me, but if I try just melatonin pills, they knock me out.
They do?
Yeah.
I got to try something.
I can bring you in some.
Honestly, I got to try something because this is not working. It's not working, and I'm not getting effective sleep.
When did you get your best sleep before? You had normal hours before, right?
I worked afternoons my entire career.
Yeah, so what was your sleep routine usually? Like, say, 11 to 6, 12, 7?
10:30, 11 o'clock.
Okay.
To around 6 in the morning or so, maybe 6:15. Like, we would do 6:15, 6:20.
Now, do you go to bed earlier now?
I have to because of this.
See,
I don't want to, like last night, I couldn't. So I'm staying up and I'm watching that miserable, pull my toenails out with a pair of pliers, watching the freaking Phillies.
You're doing the gummies wrong. I just Googled it.
No, I'm reading the bottle. It's 30 minutes. 30 minutes before bedtime.
According to Google, it's a suppository.
It is? I didn't realize that. So I'm supposed to...
Yeah.
I didn't realize
you got a cucumber in your rectum? Loosen up.
Come on, John. A gummy? You think you eat that?
No. I didn't realize that.
I mean, do you want to sleep or not?
I do.
How dedicated are you to sleep?
I'm very
glad you looked that up, Gene.
I'm very dedicated to sleep. That is
my suggestion is this: as someone who has always not slept a lot, but I think I get pretty decent sleep in the 4 hours I do sleep. Start going to bed at the time you used to, like 10:30, 11-ish. I know it's only going to be 5 hours of sleep, but I think your body will adjust to that, and then you can dial it back to the 10 o'clock area, whatever it is, right after games area.
If you're a doctor or you're an expert, send me some.
Or stick something up your butt. I mean, like Jamie said.
What's worked for me, because I'm not a morning person at all, and you guys know that, but what's worked for me is there's an app called Sleep Calculator, and you put in the time that you want to wake up, and it gives you the best times to go to sleep so that you're not waking up in the middle of REM sleep. Okay. You're waking up out of it. And that works for me.
I mean, it's two. I had, and there's no rhyme or reason to my napping. There's no rhyme or reason. Like, I can nap one day, I'll nap. I never nap more than 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Ever. But my naps now have become because I just don't set the alarm. I sleep, and I'll wake up in 45 minutes or 50 minutes.
Yeah.
It's just not doing it.
That might even be too long. From what I've read before, they say the 20-minute nap is the ideal thing.
Yeah, that's silly.
But for us, in our hours, I know we can't just lay down and boom, 20 minutes, because it'll take you a while to go to sleep.
Sure.
And all that. So 20 minutes turns into an hour of restlessness sometimes.
Didn't Da Vinci just sleep for 20 minutes at a time?
That was Kramer on Seinfeld.
Yes.
Okay.
That was
he
Kramer
claimed Da Vinci did it.
He claimed. And then what did he sleep? 20 minutes every...
It's every hour.
No, but what did he sleep though? Kramer, when on the episode on Seinfeld, was it every 4 hours he slept 20 minutes or something? It was something stupid like that, and then he was acting all manic. Hey,
20 minutes every 3 hours.
Hey, download the Parks Casino Sportsbook app. You get the best in live in-game betting all tournament long. You got to be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Kramer claimed that Da Vinci's sleep schedule would give him an extra 2.5 days awake per week.
It was a great show. It was absolutely a great show. Gentleman says here, he goes, John, I think you're being a little too tough on Joe Girardi. The man won a World Series
with the Yankees.
I'm just gonna leave that out there.
Yeah.
If there's anything, and what I said to him, I sent him an email back, and I said, tell me where my critique is wrong.
Yes.
Tell me what I've criticized him for that's wrong, and more importantly, what I can't stand is, well, you don't want your manager to throw him under the bus. I want a manager to throw him under the bus. I don't want the manager, though, to ignore the fan base and say, I'm going to tell you stupid stuff that you know's wrong. You know it's wrong. He could have caught that ball last night, Adam Hazley.
Should have.
He should. Don't say could. Say should.
And if you're Adam Hazley and you hear your manager say he should have caught that, duh. Yeah, exactly. I know that.
And he knows that. So don't say he could have caught that ball.
Yeah.
Not more than, and a gentleman says here, you're being too kind. 95% of the time that ball's
99.
caught? Because 99% of the time that ball's caught. Adam Hazley has no instincts. Defensively, he's no instincts.
Yeah, which is weird because I thought defense was going to be his constant.
Oh my gosh.
And when the one thing you rely on for somebody to do, not only does he have to be a good center fielder, now he has to be a great center fielder in order to hold on to it. Here's the scary thing. What have the two of them done at all? So for Hazley, you're looking for defense, right? And then for Roman Quinn, you're looking for base running. So they've both been bad at the thing they're supposed to be good at, and they haven't excelled at anything that you didn't expect them to be.
Here's the line for Roman Quinn. You can't steal first.
Yeah.
So I'm tired of hearing about his speed.
Yeah.
You can't steal first.
I'd like to see the stat of how much runs were actually produced by his speed.
I got to tell you, I'm more pissed about the Hazley situation, though.
I'm pissed about all of it.
And I said I wanted to give it 50 games.
This
is abysmal.
No.
I can't go 50 games because this is crazy.
Yeah, I'm getting there too. I don't know if I can go 50, and I was on that ship.
But here's what I want. And Jamie, I want you to tell us so what's the next step? I mean, you don't have in center field for the Phillies, you do not have you don't have trade capital. You don't have anybody. You don't have anybody.
Probably. I mean, if we're talking about a middling veteran journeyman center fielder type, like let's just pick a Kevin Pillar-ish type player out of a hat. It's not going to cost you a ton. Like you'll have enough prospects to make a non-sexy acquisition. But I mean, if you look at the options, you have four corners where you can look in right now. You have Hazley, you have Quinn, you have Moniak, and you have Herrera. Oh, actually 5, excuse me. And you have Kingery. I know that doesn't sound good, but at least he presents as a viable hitter, kind of.
He sort of presents as a viable compared to those
two, he looks like Mickey freaking Mantle.
Not to be confused with Mickey freaking Moniak.
Yes.
Who we can't see at the major league level.
So the problem with Mickey Moniak is they're not in actual games right now. They're in the exhibition kind of stage of minor leagues before that starts up in early June, maybe? Whatever that is.
So what are they doing? Simulated games?
Yeah, kind of.
How can you tell?
I don't know.
Yeah, they are having games against other teams though.
Yeah, they're just the simulated practices.
Yeah,
kinda.
It's like a scrimmage.
It's weird.
Oh my!
So you want him to? I don't think they feel he's ready. Then they want him getting regular at bats right now. Odubel, look, didn't set the world on fire in spring training. At this point, I honestly think Scott Kingery's your best option, and that's really tough to say.
I wouldn't hate the face as much.
Yeah,
I wouldn't hate seeing him as much.
He's got a rag arm.
He's a noodle arm.
Yeah, he doesn't play a great center
He's
field.
Got an infielder's arm.
But I honestly don't know how much longer you can go with Hazley and Quinn.
All right, Pat, you did the research for me. There's a center fielder who I don't think is a viable option to, I'd say, turn around the franchise and be fantastic.
Emilio Bonifacio.
But there's a guy that if you're willing to take on the money, or even, I bet you if he even took on a third of the money, that they'd get rid of him.
And he's a former Philly great.
Ender Inciarte. The Braves want him gone yesterday. Do you want him?
Yeah.
Sure. It's not Adam Hazley or Roman Quinn.
He's owed $17 million guaranteed, $8 million this year, $9 million next year. I guarantee you the Braves would pick up. I guarantee you the Braves would pick up a minimum of half that.
So I have to ask, why do they want him gone so badly?
He's the way we talk about Hazley and Quinn, they talk about Ender and Ciarte. Can't get the ball. They're saying he can't get the ball out of the infield anymore. He's not the guy, but you'd get a much more respectable defense. You'd get a much more respectable defense.
I'm willing to try anything.
You can bat him eighth.
Yeah, I'm willing to try anything at this point. I mean, Roman Quinn is not a Major League Baseball player. I'm just sorry, and it's insulting to continue to see him trot it out. Look, I don't love Hazley, but at least give him the full-time gig, if nothing else.
Here's what bothers me so much also is that we went through it last year where they brought back the trio of Eflin and Vinny Velasquez and
Nick Pivetta.
And I was like, oh, my God, here we go again. Seriously? Are you going to do this? Now, Eflin, okay, he's stepped up a little bit. This year, they bring back Vinny Velasquez again. Why could they not see that this was a problem in the offseason? Now, Dombrowski came out and said, I haven't really seen Adam Hazley yet. Well, I'm sure there's plenty of people in the organization that had and may have said, look, we can give him the center field position, but we need a viable backup. Because if he doesn't work out, you need a viable backup. I'd rather see Jay Bruce in left field and throw McCutchen in center.
I have been totally on board. Unequivocally, everybody that I talked to in Major League Baseball told me, trust Dombrowski. The man knows what he's doing and everything, and he can't fix it all immediately.
Right.
But, Bob, that's a question. I don't think that's a crazy question to say that he needed a better option in center field, and he had a bunch of spare parts. My mom had this drawer.
Oh, the junk drawer?
How did you know what I was going to say?
Everybody's got a junk drawer.
I don't.
Really?
Oh, Christina doesn't. Are you kidding me?
Really?
Monica Geller.
Where do you keep your random-ish?
Everything is organized with my wife. She's got everything organized, and she's got, oh, gosh.
Oh, I have a junk drawer.
My mom had a drawer with random screws in it.
Yeah. Mine has an electrical outlet checker, the garage door openers, a speaker, some scissors.
Batteries are always in there.
But you have to, shift through this
a screwdriver.
Stuff has been thrown in there.
You got to have a junk drawer.
That's what Dombrowski, you tell my wife that. What Dombrowski pulled open that drawer, looked at it, and said, oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. We got it. Because that's what he's got in center field. He's got a junk drawer. He's got Hazley. He's got Quinn. He's got the option. I would honestly, I'd feel better with Scott Kingery getting.
Yes, so would I.
Because I believe Scott Kingery would give you. I think he'd be better at the plate.
Yeah, and maybe what happened to him this year, getting sent down, and all the talk that's been surrounding. Maybe it is a little kick in the ass for him, and he comes back and shows a bat and shows a little sign. You're not going to get center field play out of him, which is kind of scary because you have an older McCutchen with a knee. Bryce Harper is what he is in right field. You kind of need a good defensive center fielder, but. You need something out of center. Right now, you're getting absolutely nothing.
Hey, you can watch the show on YouTube and Twitch.tv. Mike, Heavy Chevy, our YouTube director, and he's not heavy, by the way. I was asked that yesterday, too. Is he heavy? Because you're making fun of. Because you make fun. Guy says to me, you make fun of Pat for being short.
You do that. I'll give you that.
And you're making fun of Mike for being fat. And I said, Mike's not fat.
No, he's a bean.
You call him heavy every day.
So my answer was, Mike's not fat.
He goes, you call him every day. Now
Chuck named him that.
And I said, he's still short. I said, now Pat's still short, but Mike is fantastic. He's doing some great things with our YouTube.
Waiting for my growth spurt.
Check out what the show looks like on YouTube TV. You will absolutely love it.
By the way, John,
yes.
Phillies pitchers are out hitting the center field position.
Oh, yeah. Easily.
The pitchers on the Phillies staff right now are batting 118. Phillies center fielders, 091 with a 212 on base.
I'm going to tell you right now, the Phillies outfield is deficient.
It's bad.
I don't think McCutchen's doing anything either. And
he's been bad.
I need more, and I need more from Harper.
Yeah.
I need more from Bryce Harper.
Yeah, he'll get
Bryce
there.
Harper.
At least with him, he's consistent in what he is. We might expect more.
I need more.
But he's consistent. He'll get there.
more for what he was expected to
McCutchen
be.
is a different story.
Hey, Martin Law is the law firm for injured workers. Visit paworkinjury.com. Thank you, Martin Law. So Bob had a hypothetical question for all of us on a night when the Sixers play the Nets tonight, 7 o'clock on The Fanatic. Bob, I mean, I'm going to let you pose the question
All
because
right.
I've got to tell you, it's very confusing to me what to answer.
So last night was a night that we've talked about. You had Phillies afternoon, Phillies night with the doubleheader. So the nighttime game, you're switching over to the Flyers, which just looked like a bunch of guys skating in the ocean. I mean, it was horrible. So I'm looking at these two teams, and I'm thinking, my God, I'm getting disappointed by the Phillies. Granted, it's only 10 games or whatever. The Flyers have been a huge disappointment this season. The Eagles next season, what are we looking at? So if you had one team of the four going into next season, so the Eagles' upcoming season, the Flyers, the Sixers, the Phillies, next season, if you were told you can only watch one of these teams, who would it be and why?
There's my answer, but it would pain me.
I think I know what your answer is, and I thought of this when I wrote this last night. I think you're going to say Eagles because you want to see them lose and you want to see what young players might get better for this future.
It's Eagles, but then I would be missing out on what could be potentially the Sixers in a championship run.
Exactly.
It pains me, but I would choose the Sixers because Joel Embiid makes me happy.
Well, Joel Embiid makes you happier than any Philly athlete, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not even close.
I'm hitching my wagon to the thing that makes me smile, and that's our 7'2" dominant MVP-like center.
I'm so addicted.
It would pain me to not watch the Eagles,
I'm
though.
so addicted to the Eagles.
We all are.
The Eagles are such a part of my DNA.
And that was why I posed it. Like the Eagles, although, to go to the other side, and I agree, if any of us had to choose, we'd probably say Eagles. But they're going to be bad. It is only a 17-game season, whereas the Sixers,
82.
It's 82, or Flyers, Phillies, you have a lot more to watch.
I thought there was a chance you were going to say Phillies for the sheer 162 aspect.
Oh, guess what?
I knew you were on Eagles.
Because I had a talk with my neighbor yesterday, and he was like, how great is it? 6 nights. It was the rain delay day. And he was like, this is kind of a bummer. I kind of got myself in this routine of 6 nights a week. And I was like, yeah, I know.
And then you watch the Phillies, and you want to gouge your eyes out.
I would go with the Sixers, and it's not even really tough for me.
Wow.
It's the same thing that Jamie said. They make me happy at this moment. And the Eagles, you can call me a non-football guy, they're just going to piss me off this year. They're going to draft poorly. They're going to frustrate the hell out of me. And even when they win, I'm going to be mad because they are playing for a draft pick.
Okay, but here...
that's the biggest Negadelphian statement I can make.
The thing is, you can't... There's this city can... I'm shocked if anybody could, in their all honesty, not say Eagles. Because there is nothing more that's fabric of this city than Eagles.
Yeah.
And I don't even want to hear it because it's...
I'm oddly looking forward to the Eagles. Like, I don't think it's...
I'm looking forward to it. I always look forward to it.
I'm looking forward to what Jalen Hurts is. I'm looking forward to, can a Josh Sweat become something? Let's see what this first-round pick is. Can Jalen Reagor bounce back?
Can Butterfinger carry the ball and actually catch the ball?
Is Mailata real? Like, there's some questions that need answering. So, and with no expectations, it's almost...
It's an easier watch.
Yeah, the pressure's off. Like, we're not... Last year was torture.
See, it's a good question, isn't it?
It is a really good question. And I wonder, though, is that it's weird when you answer a question and you say, it pains me.
Well, I couldn't imagine...
Because there should be an answer... like that you just say. Like,
right.
Pat's the only one who answered it and just said, it's not even close. Like, it's Sixers and it's not even close. Jamie even said...
Eagles would be close, yeah.
Because to me, it would be hard. I can't even imagine. Look, not even... It's what? It's April the 14th, and I grabbed my Eagles tumbler this morning. It always makes me smile.
Well, listen, you can imagine a Sunday through Saturday night without watching a Sixers or a Flyers game. Because 4 nights out of the week, you don't have it. Right? So you can imagine a normal night where you don't have one of those games. You can't imagine a Sunday or a weekend without an Eagles game in the fall and winter.
It would be
stupid
torture.
Flyers song. I could do without that.
Yeah, I don't think that's even a
Please,
question.
NBC Sports Philadelphia, would you get rid of that freaking song by next year?
And most of this team.
And it's like they play it 500 times.
Well, they don't have the rights to taps.
Guess what? Go get other music. You can get other music. You can have other options.
They don't want to pay the royalties.
You do not have to come back with the same music 50 times in a broadcast.
They have to pay Kevin Hayes' contract.
Oh, my gosh. I'll tell you this, though. And obviously he is affiliated with another show in town. But I've told you before, one of the people I absolutely love in Philly sports is Keith Jones. And Keith Jones last night laid waste to the Flyers product.
Yeah, it was awesome.
And that, to me, is what integrity looks like. And when I say that broadcasters, many times when they work for teams, shake the pom-poms and try not to offend anybody. Oh, no call, no call, no call. I appreciate that Keith Jones has the stones to just tell the truth. The audience sees the games. The people that watch the games see the games. And to show the respect to the audience and tell them, no, this sucks. This is terrible.
Yeah,
it's a terrible product.
I've always kind of been the guy that if you can tell the truth and somebody calls you on it, well, that's your biggest asset.
Correct.
Well, what did I say that was a lie?
This feels like it's going to be a record for most games in a season with more than 6 goals allowed.
Oh, no. This might be the worst season in Flyer history.
It's terrible
in Flyer history. This is that bad. But for Keith Jones to show the integrity on the Flyers broadcast, after that game, to lay waste to that product, impresses the hell out of me, and I'm not surprised.
And you know who probably agrees with him most? Alain Vigneault.
But Bob, I got to tell you,
I said it too.
Bob, I'm telling you, Bob, he's got a crappy plan. Whatever he's doing, Alain Vigneault, and I'm a fan. I've been very much vocal. I'm a fan. He's got a crappy plan. He whatever he's doing, he's pushing every wrong button with this team. He's making no connection.
We were talking about it this morning on our walk to get coffee, Egan and Jamie and I. He's lost his team.
Oh, absolutely.
And I don't know
I
if
don't care about the people in the room. They're so crappy. I don't care that he's lost them because they're not working.
And I'm not saying time to get rid of him. I'm not saying that, but there's a disconnect between player and coach that's palpable.
I mean, it's bad. It's bad, right? I mean, it's just terrible. Remember, Sixers Nets tonight. We want to send you to the game. You can win tickets to the game tonight.
Huge game.
9:10 this morning. Your chance to win. And let's say Bob Cooney.
I got him right here, John. The trivia
huge.
questions are
Watch
here.
the cameras. Watch the cameras.
I got it. Don't worry.
Bob Cooney is Alex Trebek today, but he's alive. So there he is. So he's got that going tonight, and he's more personable and funny than Aaron Rodgers. I can promise you that. All right, coming up, identity. It's really big in politics, but what about in sports? We'll get to it next. It's the John Kincade Show here on The Fanatic.
Okay, so the Phillies didn't exactly light the world on fire yesterday, but you know what makes bad baseball tolerable? Betting on baseball. And you can do that with the BetMGM app. So if you go to the BetMGM app or BetMGM.com, you can do what I've been doing all year long. You can find out why they're the king of sportsbooks. And they have this awesome offer tonight to win $100 in free bets by placing just $1 on the money line of the Sixers and Nets game. Now, if you win, even better. If either team hits a three-pointer, you win. So it's basically a lock. Look, BetMGM is the king of sportsbooks for their innovative parlay selection features, their daily promotions, boosted odds specials, all of that good stuff. And you can bet right now on the live line over in Beijing where they're having basketball right now. You can get in on it. So they have sports all day long. They have great offers like this. All you have to do is download the app or go to BetMGM.com. And when you do, use bonus code PatEgan100 to win $100 in free bets when you wager $1 on the Sixers or Nets. And if either team hits a three-pointer, you win. It's basically a lock. You have to use Pat Egan 100, though, to get in on that offer. It's a new customer offer. It's paid in free bets. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. You have to be 21 years or older, Pennsylvania only. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, help is available. Call 1-800-GAMBLER in partnership with Hollywood Casino Morgantown.
The John Kincade Show.
God, I am so sick of this crap.
Is this the show?
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia.
Are you one of the millions of homeowners who haven't refinanced yet? If so, I'm here to tell you it's not too late. Hi, I'm Wesley Hogan with Westland Financial. Although the lowest rates may be in our rearview mirror, as the economy recovers from the biggest economic shock of our lifetime, rates still remain near historic lows. In fact, with the dramatic increase in home values, this may be the perfect time to put that new home equity to work. Take advantage of our cash out refi program and pay off high rate credit cards, car loans, or other high interest rate debt. Or finally make those home improvements you put on hold for so long. Best of all, we can do this with no closing costs. That's right, whether it's a conventional, FHA, or VA loan, we'll pay for your title, settlement, lender, and recording fees. So call Westland at 888-455-3669. That's 888-455-3669. It's the biggest no-brainer in the history of mankind. 888-455-3669.
Westland Financial Corp is licensed by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania Department of Banking. NMLS number 3304. Not all loans apply. Equal housing lender.
Making Moves is brought to you by LinkedIn Jobs.
Bart Starr didn't play much his senior season at Alabama after a coaching change left most seniors on the bench. That didn't stop the Green Bay Packers from taking a chance on Starr, drafting him in the 17th round of the 1956 NFL Draft. The gamble paid off. Starr went on to a Hall of Fame career with 5 NFL championships, as well as winning the first 2 Super Bowls in NFL history, winning the MVP of both.
Build your winning team today. Go to linkedin.com/sports.
Professional football teams are preparing to strengthen their teams with draft picks this month. As you think about growing your business, could the right hire make all the difference for you this season? LinkedIn Jobs helps you find the best candidates with the experience, skills, and motivation you need. Post a job in minutes with your must-have criteria, and LinkedIn Jobs will match you to the most qualified people across their network of 740 million professionals. Post your first job for free at linkedin.com/sports. That's linkedin.com/sports. Terms and conditions apply.
This is how you get a premium cup of coffee. Better and faster than the drip, drip, drip method. And way better than a large urn of lukewarm coffee made who knows when. At Royal Farms, our new Swiss-made coffee machines grind fresh, premium beans on the spot and then brew them 1 cup at a time for the freshest, most flavorful cup of premium coffee you can buy. This is Royal Farms coffee. It's better because it's the freshest coffee in the world. Real fresh, real fast. Royal Farms.
Welcome to the show. Are you ready for a ride?
Welcome to the show, America. This is Ford Truck Month. Get the best deals of the year on the only trucks built Ford tough. Drive home the all-new, completely redesigned 2021 Ford F-150, the legendary Performer Ford Super Duty, or the adventure-ready Ford Ranger. Work or play, count on Ford trucks to get the job done. But hurry, Ford Truck Month is one show you don't want to miss.
Welcome to the show. Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Of course, we have everything you need for that big brake job. Right now, you can save 15% when you buy any Duralast brake pads and any 2 Duralast rotors. It's a great way to save while you take on the full job. Oh, and one tip. Go for a nice, easy drive after you finish the job. It'll help break in your new brakes. For more tips, visit AutoZone.com/DIY. Restrictions apply.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Why would I quit my 9 to 5 to start a 9 to who knows when gaming company? Or eat pizza for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Oh, I gotta get that. How could my favorite tech be an app that helps run my business? No offense, smartphone. None taken. Or fill my garage with enough servers to power a small country? It's because I wanted to make it big in gaming. And QuickBooks suite of tools helped me get there.
Intuit QuickBooks helps small businesses be more successful. Learn more at QuickBooks.com.
Cleanliness and safety are essential to the success of any business. That's why Cintas has introduced our Total Clean program, a one-of-a-kind service that includes scheduled deliveries of essential cleaning supplies, hygienically cleaned uniforms, and on-site sanitizer and disinfectant services to help eliminate germs. Learn what the Cintas Total Clean program can do for you.
Oh, I'm ready.
Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
Goodyear knows the importance of keeping momentum as you head down the stretch. Momentum starts with movement. It's pulled from the air like a contested rebound. Momentum builds with steals and fast breaks, and is proven by deep threes as the shot clock expires. Momentum is how we change the game. And now it's time to discover where it can take us. Goodyear, more driven.
Sometimes in business, the unexpected comes calling. But even in, I'm gonna say it, unprecedented times, don't bounce back. Bounce forward with Comcast Business. Bounce forward fast with internet speeds up to a gig, with the flexibility to update your bandwidth in just a few clicks, and with security solutions that help keep your connected devices protected. Be fast, be flexible, be ready for what's next. And bounce forward. Call 1-800-501-6000 or go to ComcastBusiness.com to learn more.
Well, times have been tough, but you can help make things brighter for yourself and others. Make money and help save lives by donating plasma at CSL Plasma. Now, as a new CSL Plasma donor, you can make up to $700 this month, and your donations can help create therapies to treat people with rare and serious diseases. Give them and yourself a brighter tomorrow. For CSL Plasma locations and info on how you can donate plasma and make up to $700 this month, visit cslplasma.com. When you go, tell them Mike Miss says hello. That's CSL Plasma. Good for you, great for life.
Well, the install of your new Anderson 400 series windows is done. They look great. Piece of cake to install. I have them in my own home.
We love them, John.
Beautiful. They really last, so you won't be needing me to fix anything either. This is probably goodbye. Take care.
That was a tough goodbye. Worse than when the kids went to college.
I love our windows, but John was our contractor.
Anderson 400 series are the windows contractors trust most. Learn more at andersonwindows.com. 2020 Anderson brand survey of U.S. contractors. Visit andersonwindows.com for warranty details.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
Yes, I'm a seasoned broadcaster, but I've also got a fine head of hair.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
7 o'clock hour of the John Kincade Show is brought to you by my sportsbook app of choice, the Parks Casino Sportsbook app. Download at parkscasino.com/PA and use promo code FANATIC. And as Pat Egan says, if you're going to watch bad baseball, what makes it palatable? Betting on bad baseball. Yeah. It's really great advice, sage advice from a guy like Pat Egan. He gives you some really, really good advice if you listen to him.
DraftKings was rude and took all my money Masters weekend.
He took it all?
Yeah, I got a little out of control. I'm not taking advice from Egan.
I put the money to use yesterday from the.
Oh yeah, what'd you spend it on?
I upgraded every single flight from that I have booked to Atlanta and back, and for the girls, every single flight from the class fare that I buy to getting them into the Delta Comfort.
Is Delta Comfort like the business class
it's
level?
It's like the middle before you get to first class.
Yeah.
But it just gives you board first.
Mm-hmm.
You get more
leg room, right?
And Bob, this is what you'd love the best: the free alcohol.
Oh,
I don't drink on planes.
Yeah, he doesn't drink on planes. But if I was sitting next to you two, I would say, Bob, you're getting a Bloody Mary, and then give that to me.
Wait a minute, I don't understand.
Double up for you.
You enjoy a good beverage. And by the way,
anywhere, anytime, any
they've
place.
Got like 6 beers on the plane. I think they have like 6 beers.
I don't drink on planes, yeah. I have once in my life. I was going down to Arkansas for one of my nephew's weddings. And I went from here to Charlotte, and one of my cousins lives in Charlotte, so we were in first class together going down. We had a couple then. But no, I do not drink on flights because usually I was business flying.
Okay.
You're flying like 80 times a year.
Yeah.
So was I.
And then, and then the other times I flew was with the family going down to Disney or something. And
right.
yeah. So no, I don't. I just don't. I don't drink on flights.
Pat,
I drink Cokes.
He doesn't drink on the ground.
I don't drink.
Cokes do taste better in the air.
I disagree with that.
Cokes taste better in the air.
I know this.
More bubbly.
I will. Christina will have wine on the plane on our Vegas trip. Only when we're going to Vegas.
Yeah.
We're going to Vegas and we're coming back from Vegas.
I had to do an emergency bloody leaving New Orleans once to nip it in the bud on the return flight. But yeah.
The guy is drunk, but there he
goes. To nip what in the bud? The hangover?
The massive hangover that was looming. Yeah, I needed some hair
By
of the
the way,
dog.
you watch, do you ever, I've said this before to you. You ever watch Mythbusters?
I used to occasionally, yeah.
Okay, Mythbusters had
Strong Jamie.
They had the hair of the dog Mythbusters.
Oh, that's crap.
It's absolutely true.
No, it's true.
Oh, hair of the dog is true?
Yeah.
Completely true.
Oh, good. Okay.
It saved days of my life.
I thought you were going to say that
it's completely true.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
It is. There is absolutely.
I'm with you on that.
There is absolutely merit to if you've got it. Hair of the dog that bit you will definitely help you feel better.
Oh, it's like
strange.
my dad taught me at a young age.
But it sustains.
The way to beat a hangover is to stay drunk.
Right.
Well, you have to get the hair of the dog and then start hydrating.
Correct.
Yes.
Exactly. But it is
that just saves you for a little bit.
But from Mythbusters is something that I've always done.
I will have a drink on a flight next Wednesday.
What do you do before you go to bed?
Tylenol and water.
Exactly.
Tylenol and water.
Tylenol, 2 12-ounce tumblers of water, Tylenol, and you should never wake up with a hangover.
Huh.
Never wake up with a hangover. You may feel sluggish, you may feel tired, but you shouldn't feel that, feeling. So, speaking of that,
I'll put it to the test next week.
That's how I felt watching the Flyers. Identity is a word that we kick around a lot in society today. And it's a word we kicked around with the Flyers this week. And I should say the lack of identity seems to be what people will talk about. But it got me to thinking, is identity an overstated and overused cliche in sports? We lament that the Flyers no longer have an identity. I talked about Flyer hockey. I hear that Hartnell spot, and it's like, oh, they were taking the body and they're playing the Flyer hockey, which is a bunch of crap. Flyers haven't played Flyer hockey in forever. The Eagles won a Super Bowl in 2017. What was their identity? And don't tell me it was those stupid dog masks. Nonsense. A top seed is never an underdog with home field advantage. And I don't care what the point spread says in a game. What was the identity of the 2008 Phillies? They won a title. Do the Sixers have an identity now? Is their identity just the great personal identity of Joel Embiid, totally infectious, totally dominant? Do the Phillies have an identity? I'm thinking identity may be a term that we need to retire because I'm not sure it means anything. But I want your thoughts. 610-632-0975. John Kincade Show with Bob Cooney, Jamie Lynch, and Pat Egan. Bob, just put it like, what was the Eagles' 2017 identity?
Well, I think it was great quarterback play. So the identity was that, Carson Wentz was your MVP at quarterback. They had a good running game. I think it was just a solid team all around. So the identity was no holes in my mind.
No holes.
Yeah, just a solid all-around team that performed excellently in key times, especially from the quarterback position. I hear what you're saying. Identity is...
what was that, 2008 Phillies, Jamie? What was 2008 Phillies? Okay, go on. Tell me more.
They got clutch hits at clutch moments, and they had Cole Hamels, who was clutch.
Jimmy Rollins, clutch.
Matt Stairs, clutch. Shane Victorino, clutch.
Okay.
Yeah, they were clutch.
Joe Blanton, clutch.
When you needed something from that team, they gave it to you. And the Eagles' identity, I would say, was a dominant offense. Like, people, I don't want to say forget, they railroaded teams that year.
Scored 50 against Denver.
They blew teams out of the water. Points. Their offense was fun, innovative, and ballsy. Like, they won that with their offense.
But do you think people around the country were saying the 2017 Eagles during the season, the identity of the Eagles was dynamic offense?
Well, when the Denver Broncos came in here as like a top 5 defense and they hung a 45 spot on them, some eyes should have been opened.
That was a wild day.
Yeah. So
How was that game?
I don't know if people were talking about it, but they should have been.
We were up, I think, for the Bears game that year. I think Olivia and I went to the
And
Bears.
I think that was another good defense.
No, we went to the Cardinals game. I know we went to the Cardinals game with my daughter, the one where Aguilar fell in when he scored the touchdown, and that was a blowout.
Yeah, they killed teams that
year.
year.
They were crushing teams.
Yeah, they were soul crushing that year.
It was one of the only years I can remember.
Yeah,
the Eagles being
that
squashing bugs.
Yeah,
like that. Even in the Andy Reid era, that wasn't
not to that extent.
No, that was a crazy one. Pat, do you see identity? Do any of these teams have identity to you?
Sixers' identity right now is their defense. Eagles have no identity. It's. I guess it's a youth movement if you really want to be positive.
Okay, go on about the defense a little bit. Like, so identity is. So you think like if in Chicago and New York and Miami when they're talking about the Sixers, you think they're talking about? Because I think they're talking about Embiid. I think people are overlooking the defense.
I look at as a team, I look at their defense, but I don't think defense is necessarily something in basketball that you go, oh, that's a team's identity because, I mean, shoot or shoot. It's all about scoring, but. In Philadelphia, like I look at it like if they're going to win a championship, they're going to have to shut Brooklyn down, and they're capable of that because of their defensive ability. So nationally, no, but locally, I would say, yeah, probably.
Yeah, to me, identity is something that's sustainable also. So to me, you can't go year to year. Exactly. Yeah. It's not like year to year you say, oh, this is our identity this year. What was our identity in 18 and then 19? The Patriots have an identity. Before Brady left, they had an identity of they come in and boom, they're already 7 points ahead of you just because of their identity. We see it, like John, when you were coaching in high school and you see prominent high school programs, no matter the sport, they have an identity. They just get every year they are great, really good. That's your identity. We can pick teams in hockey, baseball, football, basketball. We can pick those teams. To me, identity is a sustainable thing, like we talked about with the Flyers yesterday. In the 70s, it was sustainable. They won 2 cups. They went to a couple more finals. It was sustainable. Therefore, it became their identity.
We talked about that. It's weird that you say that. I always thought that was the most essential thing to do with the hockey program. I wanted my team to be the best defensive team and the most physical team. And we were very physical, and I took bigger kids. I would rather have the bigger kid than the more skilled offensive kid. And I didn't care if you won 3-1, 2-1, 4-1. I was like, we were going to beat the crap out of people. We were going to knock them around. Physically, we were going to knock people around.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's got to have something you go to when things are tight. It's whether it's offense, defense, a mindset thing, a dirty tactics. Coaching could be an identity. It's what you go to when you need to pull out that W. And the Eagles in the Super Bowl relied on that offense.
And Pat, maybe your team could use this. Never blew a 2-goal lead.
What are you trying to say?
As a coach, never blew a 2-goal lead.
You never had a 2-goal lead.
Never lost a game. I never lost a game.
That's a luxury Pat has never had.
Never lost a game with a 2-goal lead. We were the most boring team, though. We got the lead. Oh, God. And the poor kids, what did you have to do? Put it up, dump it in, dump.
No one cares about hockey.
Dump. Hey, come on, Mert. Hey, keep them safe. Clean them out. Take them back. At the DEA's National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, coming up on April the 24th. Find a collection site near you at DEATakeback.com. And just a public service announcement, clean out your medicine cabinet. Clean out your medicine cabinet. I know of a personal tragic story where people just left prescription drugs in their cabinet and it ended up in tragedy. Clean out your cabinet. You got kids? Clean out your cabinet. Do it. And they're doing that take-back day on the 24th. Yeah, that's where it is. Hey, we have a show contest coming your way today. Special announcement, 8:30 a.m. this morning. Special announcement for a chance for you to win fabulous prizes. And by the way, at 9:10 today, Bob Cooney is Alex Trebek reborn.
Yeah, I am.
Yes, you're going to have your chance to go to the Sixers and the Nets tonight. Tonight. We will electronically send you the tickets.
I mean, that's phenomenal. Tonight.
Remember what a pain in the ass it was if you got tickets as a kid from a friend's family, and you'd have to drive. I remember my dad would drive 30 minutes to go get the tickets, 30 minutes back home, and then hop on 90. It was a whole. Now it's just one button.
Imagine going to a game and neither one of your parents drove.
You know what I don't.
I'm an 8-year-old taking a bus into the city to where my dad worked by myself, having to walk up Broad Street to get my dad, to get on a subway, to get down to the stadium, to get on a subway, to get on a, I don't know, whatever, cab, bus.
All right, you
fare,
win. You win.
Oh, my God.
Uphill both ways.
It was like a 12-hour day just to go to a game.
The thing is, though, that I love about that story, today, in a million years, no one would let their 8-year-old ride the bus by themselves.
Oh, my God. You can't imagine the stuff.
What was the earliest you were allowed? Bob, obviously.
When I used to take SEPTA, I'd see kids.
Yeah, but what age were you allowed?
Would I be allowed? Probably not till high school, at
First
least.
time I ever went down into the city, I believe took the bus from Broomall to 69th Street.
Nice.
Took the L downtown. Was probably summer before high school. That I remember going into the city by myself.
Oh, yeah.
With buddies.
I was in
I was 8th grade, so I was probably 8th grade when I went down into the city by myself. And then I did it frequently during high school. Frequently would go. Once I learned to be able to do that, we'd go to a day game. I think 2 or 3 times in high school I remember going to a day game with buddies.
Oh, yeah.
Getting on SEPTA.
Yeah.
And doing that.
I remember being in 5th grade, and my parents went down to Baltimore for the weekend to visit my sister, who was married down there.
When was the party?
No, my biggest thing was... the coolest thing I thought was, so I had basketball practice on Saturday. I distinctly remember this. Coming home, and the Colts and the Steelers were playing in a playoff game, and I cooked myself something to eat and sat there and thought I was the coolest kid to sit in front of the TV and watch.
Right.
Yeah. And I was in 5th grade alone home for a weekend.
You know, Beers with Bob, that's where it was created.
That's where it started.
His parents took that trip. That's where Beers with Bob became a thing.
That's right.
And I mean, it was.
And it's grown into what it is today.
It's absolutely
Tonight,
amazing.
6 to 7, me and Andrew Salchunas.
Oh, sweet. I got some O'Douls here.
Look at. Yeah.
You're down.
The old duels, though, doesn't. Drinking the fake beer.
They make some good ones now.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, drinking the fake beer, I don't get.
Some people actually enjoy the taste of beer. So if
But
you,
how would they know if they don't drink? I get it for the person who is an alcoholic.
Yeah, I think
I get it for them. But for Egan, he doesn't drink. So why drink a fake beer? If you don't drink, don't drink, right?
To look cool.
No, you don't look
Unless
cool
you
with
like the taste.
No one looks cool with an old duels.
I can make
It's
it
not
look pretty
cool. First of all, I admire you, Pat, because there is something I very much admire about Pat, other than his fantastic commercial reads.
Oh, thank you.
And his hair.
Is the idea that Pat doesn't care.
About?
He's not pandering to anybody to try to be cool, fit in, do whatever. Pat's his own man. And it is something that I greatly... you don't care about...
I gave up on that when the
Good.
girls in 7th grade let me know that there was just no hope.
Good.
I gave up.
Good.
Wow.
And look at me now,
Look
boys.
at you. Look where you're at. Hey, let's roll on into Cooney's Corner, where, look, Joel Embiid is a big part of things, but what about everything else?
Now, let's see what's in Cooney's Corner.
John, you were in my thoughts when I prepared for stuff today, I have to say. I
love that.
I put the who would you watch. I thought of you, that you
love
would go
that.
Eagles. And in this
You
one,
do
I
that.
even used your word.
My favorite word?
Yeah, Ben Simmons, as we know, frustrates us all greatly. And we're going through a period now where we're frustrated with him. So my thinking was, but the counter is, and we talked about it a little bit yesterday, Joel Embiid is just so joyous to watch on the floor. And he's also joyous off the court. We don't see it as much now because of the Zoom time that we're in.
Man, I'm trying to be down there.
Let's go opposite of frustration. Forget about Ben Simmons for a minute, but you have to take away Joel Embiid and his joyousness. Who's your most joyous player to watch in town right now besides Joel Embiid?
It's easy for
It
me.
shouldn't be that hard.
I got an easy one, but
I'm doing this.
Wow.
For me, it's Bryce Harper. I love his love of baseball comes through.
I think that's a really, really good one. And he was in my top 3.
But to John's point, like Tobias Harris makes me somewhat happy. JT Realmuto is on that list. There's not
joyous.
There's not a single flyer.
Joyous? JT Realmuto?
Yeah, I smile knowing you have the best catcher in baseball.
JT Realmuto is but he's just like, there's nothing. He's like robotic.
Yeah, and I like that.
Yeah, but
because he's a machine.
I'm thinking joyous. I'm thinking he's saying Joel Embiid.
Then there's not a lot.
Where the energy.
That's all I got.
And that's why I say I don't believe there's any.
Those are the only options I got. Tobias, JT.
I'm looking at that. I swear to you, I was trying to think of the Eagles because I am so joyous when I watch the Eagles. And
Jordan Mailata makes me happy. But that's
wow. I need to see.
It's really slim picking.
But who's the player? That's
I'll
it's
go.
Bryce. That's all I got.
I'll go with one that is struggling.
Okay.
But I love watching him when he produces because he genuinely loves playing the game. Andrew McCutchen.
He's a good one.
His shtick of the Uncle Larry thing, and you really saw the impact when he got injured last season and he wasn't around the team. I really do think you saw a negative impact with the team because I think he keeps every guy loose. But the whole playing rock, paper, scissors after hitting a home run, it's he's not going to be on the team next year, and I am going to miss him. But he's not playing well, so he probably doesn't pop in your head. But I do enjoy watching him play the game.
It's horrible that I have no answer.
It's ridiculous. But I'm not disappointed in you.
I'm going to tell you flat out that I expected a hell of a lot more when they signed Bryce Harper. A hell of a lot more than I've seen. Like it's not even. He's given us 7 of what I expected. A
7 of 10.
Yeah, of what I expected. What? JT Realmuto is a fantastic player, but I'm talking joyous. I'm talking that Joel Embiid feeling. I don't get that from JT Realmuto.
Well, Embiid's almost an extreme.
JT Realmuto looks like he's waiting to go into the dentist office when he's up there.
It's hard to compare anybody to Embiid because he is so joyful and so good.
And I don't think we have anybody else in town.
To me, Bryce is the only guy that comes close.
Bryce was there. McCutcheon was there.
But you know what, though?
But you got to back it up.
When Bryce was brought to town, Bryce was paid and brought to town to be an MVP level type player like Embiid plays at.
Romero he's kind of
JoJo Romero?
Yeah.
He's a good one. He's actually a good one. Yeah.
No, seriously.
No, I hear you.
He's
but that's
fun. He
where
goes
we're
out there and has fun.
Let's see what Keith has to say.
That's
Keith,
where we're at.
You're on The Fanatic. How are you, brother?
Hey, good morning, John and company. I used to listen to you on that CBS radio every Sunday. It was like the highlight of my week. And now
Thank you, Keith.
To you 5 days a week in Philadelphia. I can't believe how cool it is.
I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much, buddy.
No problem. So I wanted to talk about the identity thing. It's an interesting question. I often think about that myself. And as someone who I play a lot of like card games, not like Uno, but the kinds like where you make your own deck with 30 unique cards and you go against somebody else's. And one term that I took from that I actually use now when I think about football teams is the term win condition. It doesn't matter if you just have a bunch of good cards. You got to have something that is going to allow you to win against your opponent. And I look at teams like, let's just say the Eagles 2017. To me, the identity and the win condition that they used every week to beat their opponents was the line play. They had a top 3 offensive line, top 3 defensive line. I mean, you look at the playmakers on offense. I mean, Foles, Aguilar, Torrey Smith, Jeffrey, Ertz. Does that sound like a top 5 offense?
No.
But when you put that offensive line, look at what they did.
Keith,
this team, I don't think they're going to win the Super Bowl, obviously. But if they have a healthy line, those are the same guys we had back then.
Keith, where are you in Florida?
I'm just north of Jacksonville.
Oh, really? We go Hammock Beach is our place.
Oh, okay. I live near Fernandina.
There you go. Well, do you listen on the app every day? We love you when you do.
Yes, I do.
All right, buddy.
Day.
Thank you so much, man. We appreciate it. And anybody listening on the app, we see the streaming numbers. We see you people out there. Thank you so much, and thank you for taking the show with you, taking the station with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's
we
awesome.
love you people.
Radio in the palm of your hand.
Yeah. By the way, Brandon Graham.
Oh, yeah.
That's a great one. That is a good one, yes.
Thank you, 97.5.
Chicken sandwich.
That's bad on my part.
Yeah. Take your chicken sandwich.
That's bad on my part. Hey, Natural Lawn of America is safer for your lawn, your kids, and your pets. You can schedule their full-service program and get free seeding every year. Call 800-FREE-SEED. Natural Lawn of America with greener grass and fewer weeds, guaranteed. All right, coming up, anytime Brian Dawkins is a part of the show, makes me smile. Now, he's not calling in. But we've got more philosophical questions on this Wednesday, too. It's a good morning. If you're hanging out with us, John Kincade Show here on The Fanatic.
Let me tell you about an amazing experience I had buying our family's new car. It's a Volkswagen Atlas Cross Sport, and the thing is a beauty. We get asked about it almost everywhere we go. The car has so much space. It drives wonderfully, and it's just gorgeous on the road. We got the car a few months back. It handled the snow like an absolute champion. Now that the warmer weather is upon us, I can't wait to get it out on the road again. I implore you, visit North Penn Volkswagen or northpennvw.com. We got our car there, literally the easiest buying experience we ever had. Sales guy Matt, he text, email, minimal time in the showroom, no hassling whatsoever, and we handled it all from the comfort of our home. It was an ease. Don't take my word for it. Check out the comments on Google and DealerRater and from other customers, and they'll tell you the same thing you're hearing from me. North Penn Volkswagen in Colmar is a breeze to get to. It's right off Route 309, Bethlehem Pike, and there's never been a better time to buy a new Volkswagen with 0% financing for 72 months. 0% on almost all new 2020 models, and they have incredible lease deals going on with various specials ranging from college grads to everyone else. North Penn is sure to have a great option for you. So go to northpennvw.com. North Penn Volkswagen. Trust me, it's the right experience and the right choice.
The John Kincade Show.
Sir, one more outburst, I will strangle you with my microphone wire. You understand me?
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia. Happy Hour and Bob Cooney on a Wednesday night. Check out Beers with Bob tonight starting at 6.
Presented by FanDuel Sportsbook. More ways to win.
Bob Cooney and Andrew Salchunas go around the world of sports, bringing you updates and breaking news, plus all the betting lines you need. Sit back, crack open a cold one, and enjoy Beers with Bob tonight at 6 on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Breakfast is sizzling at Wawa with 2 for $4 sizzly breakfast sandwiches in all your favorite varieties, like Applewood smoked bacon, egg and cheese on a buttery croissant, or sausage, egg, and cheese on a bagel. For a double delicious breakfast on the go, pair your favorite sizzly breakfast sandwiches with our new Sizzly Burrito. Stop by Wawa and grab any 2 Sizzlies for $4. Available 5 to 11 a.m. Limited time only. Gotta have a Wawa.
What's for dinner, you ask? At Wawa, we've got the answer. Because Wawa now has burgers. That's right, every day starting at 4 p.m., you can grab delicious premium burgers, French fries, handcrafted milkshakes, and more. Dinner just got easier and more delicious. Choose in-store, curbside, or delivery. Wawa Dinner. Sounds good.
Honey, we need to clear the air.
I'm sorry, and I promise it'll never happen again.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
The Bryan Evolution Air Purifier captures and kills up to 99% of select viruses and bacteria. And Bryant Heating and Air Conditioning contractors will do whatever it takes to provide your family with this healthier, cleaner air, including great financing offers on a new energy-efficient system. To find a Pierce Phelps Bryant contractor near you, visit nopaybryant.com.
Bryant.
Whatever it takes.
It's easy to get started playing real money slots and table games with Sugar House Online Casino. Just go to playsugarhouse.com on your phone or computer, and you'll have at your fingertips more than 200 slots, table games, progressive jackpots, and more. Plus, right now, new members can get up to $250 in free play when you make your first deposit. Make Sugar House your #1 destination for online gaming. Go to playsugarhouse.com today. Presented by Rivers Casino Philadelphia. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Time for an oil change. We've got a great deal that can help you get it done. Right now, you can get 5 quarts of Pennzoil High Mileage Motor Oil, an STP Extended Life Oil Filter, and an STP Air Filter for just $32.99. And you can get it all fast, your way. Just order online with our free same-day store pickup or next-day delivery. Getting your job done just got easier. Restrictions apply.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
It's time for some straight talk. Sure, saving money feels good, but cutting your wireless bill in half? That feels really good. Like walk-off home run in the 9th inning kind of good. Okay, maybe not that good, but pretty darn good. With Straight Talk, you can get 25 gigs of high-speed data for $45 a month, up to 50% less than the other guys. Plus, no contract. All on America's best networks. Why pay a whole lot when you can pay half? Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise.
Do you hear My Computer Career ads and think, I don't know anything about computers? Well, you don't have to. Before starting, many graduates could turn a computer on and off, and that's it. And now they're IT pros. You could do it too. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. You could start your new life in as little as 4 months. Grants covering up to 53% of the cost are available to those who qualify. It's not rocket science. It's My Computer Career.
What's in store this week at Staples?
A big deal on ink. That's kind of a big deal.
Staples has the technology, furniture, and supplies you need for a totally productive workspace.
And right now, you can earn 40% back in Staples rewards when you purchase any 2 ink or toner cartridges.
Shop in-store or get same-day delivery powered by Instacart.
Ends 4/17/21. Limit 4 in-store and on Instacart only. Visit staplesconnect.com/ink rewards for details. Instacart delivery subject to availability. Additional fees may apply.
Well, if you have a dad bod but had no kids, well, set yourself up for weight loss success by doing a juice cleanse by Squeezed.com.
All right, Mike. So, beach season's coming up, and I want to look and feel great for the summer. I was nervous about not having energy and being hungry between juices, but it's not the case. I felt great. I was able to continue with my workouts for my heart health, and because juicing is the fastest delivery of vitamins and minerals.
And you can get same-day delivery if you go to Squeezed.com and order by 1 p.m. The juices will come by 9 p.m. the same day. That's Squeezed.com.
Guys, we need to clear a path here.
Indeed knows unexpected employee turnover can stall your business.
Stop by tonight. John.
Like at Chris's Logistics Company, to avoid things grinding to a halt, he needs to get started hiring right away.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. And the moment you sponsor a job on Indeed, you get a short list of quality candidates from our resume database. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get a $75 credit for your first sponsored job post. Terms and conditions apply.
At Citadel Credit Union, we're proud to be not-for-profit, so we can focus on making banking more rewarding. With the Citadel Cash Rewards MasterCard, you'll enjoy unlimited 1.5% cash back on all purchases, and the flexibility of no annual fee and no balance transfer fee. Plus, for a limited time, get a 0% intro annual percentage rate for 9 months. Terms and conditions apply. Apply online at citadelbanking.com/intro. Citadel, building strength together.
Hey, it's Mike Missinelli here for Landis Block and Concrete. There is nothing like having a beautiful backyard. Think of how many things you can do with it. You can sit outside on a nice little patio, have a nice glass of wine, have a few friends over to cook on your Landis Block outdoor kitchen. Turn your backyard into a personal paradise with Landis Block. They're the resource center for all outdoor living. All you need is imagination, space, and a budget. Check out the photo gallery at landisbc.com. That's landisbc.com for Landis Block, jaw-dropping outdoor paradises.
At Unibet Online Casino, play hundreds of slots, new and exclusive, plus table games with live dealers at your fingertips. Win weekly jackpots at Unibet Online Casino and get non-stop rewards, starting with a $500 deposit match. Download our app or visit pa.unibet.com to get $30 free. Deposit is simple with a credit card or PayPal with a deposit match up to $500. Unibet Online Casino. In association with Mohegan Sun Pocono. Must be 21 or over to play and physically located in Pennsylvania to bet. Restrictions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
It's spelled Kincade, Kincade. Just so you know when you're writing your complaint emails.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
John Kincade Show here on The Fanatic. We appreciate you being a part of it. And you know, you may not always need a new water heater, but when you do, choose Bradford White. And looking again in the washer dryer stackable closet yesterday, I don't understand how the water never runs out. Because the Bradford White tank is not that big.
That's the magic of Bradford White water heaters, John. It's the magic of it all.
So is it Jaworski does something like some voodoo and the Bradford White people just, it's amazing.
It's like running an offense. It just works. You don't have to know the ins and outs of it, John. You just appreciate the outcome.
When the water hit the head this morning to start my day, the positive thought was Sixers Nets tonight. And I want them to lay a beat down on them.
Yeah.
Lay a beat down on them.
I do hope they're at as close to full strength as possible.
I want to see the Nets.
Yeah.
I don't want to see the Nets. No, I don't want to see the Nets roll over.
I don't want to see Durant rested.
I'm hoping that's not it.
Me too. It will be a little deflating if Durant sits.
I can't.
Okay. So if I'm Brooklyn and I hear you saying that, and I think that's the general feeling of maybe the Sixers also, why wouldn't you do it?
Yeah, because you want the 1 seed.
Yeah.
They want the 1 seed.
I mean, it's a tiebreaker.
It is.
It's a big game.
Tonight's tiebreaker game. I mean, and it's
Sixers are 6.5-point favorites.
You are always going to be
6.5.
If you win tonight,
that means Durant's not playing.
The Sixers are always going to be able to say that they have whatever their lead is when they get a lead, even if it's tight, they have a 1.5 game lead. Now, I was told that Matt from Sons of Ben is on the line here on The Fanatic. Matt, good morning. What's going on, brother?
Good morning, John. How are you guys doing? Thanks
Feeling good, man.
What's up, Matt?
Taking the call. Well, Jamie, how you doing, man?
What's up, Matt?
Just let you guys know, there's the 6 o'clock hour got me depressed because you guys are looking for joy, and
yes,
and there is a little bit of joy. There's a little bit of happiness in Chester, Pennsylvania tonight. After our beloved donor Kevin Durant will sit the bench for the Nets to get the Sixers to win, your Philadelphia Union are playing Costa Rican powerhouse Saprissa.
Okay, tell me about him in 10 seconds. Tell me about Capriza.
Saprissa.
Sounds like one of those. Sounds like one of those drug ads.
Pretty much. Yeah, you might have to call a doctor after time. So they have won the Costa Rican, league 35 times. They're the New York Yankees of Costa Rican soccer. So the Union went down to Costa Rica last week and beat them 1-0. Got into a little fisticuffs afterwards, and now this team's coming back. And if the Union hang on, they advance. And John, you might want to save your Delta miles, because when the Union advance tonight, do you know who they face in the next round?
No.
That team from Albuquerque that you used to like.
Do they really?
Yeah, they advanced last night against another Costa Rican team.
Okay, so so it'd be another chance for my hometown to kick my former hometown's backside.
Basically,
okay,
we might want to call Vince from Philly Sports Trips and make a trip down.
That sounds good. Thank you, Matt. We'll look forward to seeing you soon, buddy. That's good.
Go Union. Yeah.
Union.
Doop.
That stadium is gorgeous.
That stadium is cool.
And how much? What's the size of it?
18,000. I was talking to Amanda from the Union, and right now
that's fantastic for
Name
soccer.
dropper.
Yeah, and
So you were talking to Amanda when you were at the
when
event.
I was after getting my ass kicked in FIFA. Those little pixelated men let me down. I was talking to her, and they're going to fit about 5,000 to 6,000 with the restrictions, and hopefully by mid-season or so, more vaccinations coming.
I'm anxious to.
But it's gorgeous, man. The view of the waterfront.
Great place to watch the game.
Here's the only thing though that just sort of a little. But I love the idea, the very open air near the waterfront. I think it's going to be cool. Is the soccer that I've gotten into? I've been going to games with 60 and 70,000 people watching the same league.
Yeah, but Philadelphia's louder.
No, they're not louder.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
We've never pumped in crowd noise.
No, that's the Falcons. I'll tell you this.
Okay.
The hipsters make a lot of noise down there in the A-Town. They make a lot of noise.
So do the Sons of Ben.
60, 70 grand, though.
I feel like you're coming at the Sons. You're challenging them right now.
I want to hear it. I said I want to watch the madness. I want to watch it from the mania.
I would take 18,000 Sons of Ben over 60,000 at Lands.
Okay. It's just
yeah, I think I go there too.
They get rowdy.
Smallness of the stadium and all that stuff. It's awesome.
Here's what I'll tell you, though, where I get confused with the soccer is, like, I'm very confused with what's going on. Like, you got the Unions playing a team from Costa Rica.
So this is...
then...
Are you familiar with Champions League in Europe?
Where you get is that the one where they go up and down, where you get demoted?
So
if you suck, you get demoted.
The top 4 teams.
That's the Premier League.
That's just the Premier League.
Okay.
So the top 4 teams from the English Premier League, the Spanish La Liga.
What's Saturday morning on NBC Sports?
English Premier League.
Okay, so that's what I'm familiar with.
Yeah, so it's the Champions
By the
League
way,
is
that's great soccer.
Yeah, the top 4 from each country's teams. So you have the Italian Serie A League, the La Liga, the Bundesliga, the EPL. Those top 4 that finish every season then play in the European Cup. So that what the Union are playing in now is the CONCACAF, which is the Champions League of Central and North America.
Okay, here's what I do not understand, though. How does the United States of America not even make the Olympics?
That was devastating, and it's going to change.
Yeah, but it's routine.
Not anymore.
It's 3 in a row.
They're about to turn a real corner.
That's what I've been hearing for. Jamie, I've been hearing this for 40 years.
This is different because their young players. Christian Pulisic is one of the faces of the EPL now, and they have Reyna and McKennie and all these kids playing overseas now. They're not playing here. They're getting the European experience, and they're young and they're good.
Cam Camille is not coming anytime soon.
You don't.
He's not
he
walking
might
through
be.
that
You
door.
don't know that.
He might be.
What age? What age? We
Well,
gotta
once
wait
he gets
for
better
Cam.
coaching.
Freddie Adu signed when he was 14, so Cam's
I don't
right there.
think Cam's playing in the Olympics at 14.
The next Olympic team's going to be real. And I'm not saying they're going to win the
Jamie,
cup.
Do you know how many times in my life
This
I've
is
heard
different.
this about
I'm telling you it's
and
different.
Do you know how many times in my life U.S. soccer I've been told is different?
Well, look, the Alexi Lalas teams were never going to do anything.
No,
this
but you know
is
how many
different.
They made Olympics.
Yeah, they should always.
They actually made it to the Olympics.
This is different, though. They're playing in Europe. It's a different breed.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
Okay, Coach?
Says in the same old crap. Coach agrees.
I do. These kids start at the Union Academy at about Cam's age.
Okay.
And they don't officially go to the academy yet because I don't think it's till about 12 or 13 that they can officially be there. But even when Jim Curtin was on with us last week, he said they start at Cam's age, 8, 9 years old, where they start recruiting these kids.
Okay, all I'm going to
Cam's got a scholarship offered in North Carolina.
I'm going to tell you this,
already.
Bob, am I exaggerating or not that we have been hearing about U.S. soccer since the 70s that everyone tells you? It's changing. 5 years from now, 10 years from now, it's going to be different.
Well, that was crap.
It's gotten worse.
Well,
we don't even make the Olympics anymore.
That was
3 times in a row, Jamie.
Wasting a World Cup of Christian Pulisic was offensive and bad, but I'm telling you, it's different. They've never played in Europe at this level before.
I get you, but we used to make the Olympics.
Yeah.
We don't even make the Olympics anymore.
They didn't make the World Cup last time.
So it's declined. It's not gone forward. It's declined.
I'm telling you, before it was crap, now it's real.
Do we put
this
in the book?
I can't speak to it because I'm not
I don't think there's a bet. I'm hoping. Guess what? I love watching World Cup soccer.
Yeah.
When the big matches in World Cup soccer and go out to a bar and watch it with a group of people because it's like a 2-hour investment.
Yeah.
And you go out.
Oh, it's so fun.
And everybody's into it, and the crowds. It's so much fun. I want to see the United States be good. I'm rooting for
this. This will be the best team they ever have. Okay. You can put it in the ledger if you want.
It seems like John thinks USA Soccer is like Dippin' Dots.
That's unbelievable.
It's the ice cream of the future for the next 30 years.
No, we're not even qualifying for the Olympics anymore.
I hear.
And people are telling me it's going to be the greatest thing ever, and we've actually declined.
I'm a novice when it comes to following soccer, but everything I've read backs up what Jamie's saying.
Gio Reyna and Weston McKennie and Christian Pulisic. This is
Cameron
a new
Indoor
wave.
Camille.
I would say right now it sounds like we're listening to somebody on one of those Flyers fan sites before the seasons.
I'm telling you.
Locally owned and operated for over 30 years with the area's largest selection of all-natural pet foods, treats, and supplies. They keep your furry loved ones happy and healthy. Visit our friends at PetsPlusNatural.com.
And
it's right around the corner.
One of the goalies is a local kid. Christian Pulisic, also from the Hershey area. Zach Steffen is from Coatesville, and he's the Manchester City goalie and should have a good shot to be the starting goalie.
And he's from Coatesville, eh?
Coatesville.
Wow.
Representing.
I didn't think Coatesville was the hotbed. That's excellent. Hey, in the linchpin, listen to this man, not Jamie.
This is the linchpin.
If Brian Dawkins trying to bring together an Eagles front office and football operations isn't enough for you to realize that things got to change, something's wrong. Because in the great piece by Zach, Bo, and Sheil, it has a little nugget that I haven't heard anybody else talk about that jumped out in neon to me. So Brian Dawkins worked for the team, kind of in like
consulting,
one of those
guy around the
building. Just boost morale a little bit. The young guys see Brian Dawkins and what's not to like there. So he was with the team from 2016 to 2018. And in the story, it says he once delivered an impassioned speech in the team's draft room to a group of employees in football operations. For those that had never seen that side of Dawkins, they said basically he went back to his player type of passion.
Okay.
It was a stirring experience. With his trademark intensity, the franchise icon spoke about his passion for the organization and addressed an office culture he said needed more teamwork and less infighting. Basically, a house divided cannot stand. If Brian Dawkins is an outsider there for 2 years and telling you, guys, this is a disaster, you need to work together.
And that was the Super Bowl year, wasn't it, when he gave that speech?
So he was there 16 to 18, so
I think it was the Super Bowl season.
At worst case, it was 2018, and he did it the year after the Super Bowl. So this has been worse than we probably realize, masked by a Super Bowl for a while now. And if Brian Dawkins telling you it's not working, you better damn sure be listening.
So that's why I say I think there's more stories to come. That's a story in and of itself.
Yeah.
I get a hold of Brian Dawkins and I say, hey, what did you see? What was going on?
He would take the high
Boom,
road.
There's enough. He probably would, but there's something you can dig into.
Sure.
Especially while he's still getting paid.
Sure.
Yeah, there's something. And the way he left was, if my memory serves correctly, it was kind of, well, this just really isn't for me. It wasn't I'm going on to serve. Now, he's doing a great job helping people with mental health and all that. But as I recall at the time, it was kind of like, oh, wow, he just kind of up and left like this wasn't for him. I think he might have stepped into an organization that he thought was total horse bleep and was like, I don't need to be a part of this.
I always wondered if he was going to be sort of like Elway went back to Denver to be a part of the organization. I always wondered if somehow Dawkins was going to end up being a front office guy or one of those faces of the franchise.
I think that was the original plan.
And if you want to talk about a guy that would have immediate credibility with the fan base.
Oh, God.
And would give them some goodwill and would give them some.
Yeah. Brian, I think, chose the path he's on now, which is mental wellness. I don't want to say foundation, but avenue in life where he's trying to help people. I think that's by his choosing. But for him to try and tell the football operations and basically front office that there's too much infighting, you got to take, if you're Jeffrey, if you're not going to listen to Dawkins, who are you going to listen to?
He's listening to some Ivy League kid that went to school with his son.
Yeah, that's a problem.
And giving him an executive position.
Yeah.
And giving him an executive position.
So I have Alec Hallaby on one hand and Brian Dawkins on the other.
Alec freaking Hallaby is what I would
And
just
you're
say.
going to choose.
Look at all the football people they lost in a short time
They
frame
only have-
over the last 3 years.
So take a guess.
This is bad.
How many ex-NFL players do they have on their coaching staff right now?
I don't even know their coaching staff, to tell you the truth, after Sirianni.
One. Aaron Moorhead had a cup of coffee in the NFL. He's the only ex-player on staff.
Wait a minute.
To my knowledge, he's the only one.
That can't be true.
Prove it.
Oh, my gosh. No, that can't be true. Really?
I'm 98% certain. There might have been somebody I'm missing, but Aaron Moorhead had a cup. I think he was with the Falcons.
All right, Jamie, there's your homework assignment.
Yeah, all right, fine.
Okay, because that is.
I'll dive into it.
That to me is maddening.
Well, look at all
the staff is. First of all, the staff is everyone that I will speak to says the one that. So what would give you a positive? What would be a negative? And the negative everyone seems to point to is this staff is too inexperienced.
Yeah,
there's not enough. Everybody says that they had one former coach on the staff that was a head coach, or one veteran.
When 3 years ago, that's all you had was veteran people. Look, Doug Peterson wasn't a veteran head coach, but he was a veteran of the league. Frank Reich. You can go up and down. Jim Schwartz. Go up and down the list of... Then they bring in a Marty Morningweg and Scangarella. You had a whole bunch of veteran NFL coaches here that, from the look of it, without digging deep, couldn't wait to get out. I mean, look at the turnover. They brought in so many guys to make this offense click, and they all got out. They did. There's something bad in this organization.
I was just looking at their roster page of coaches, and Moorhead's the only one.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's very, very young. And again, what was reinforced to me yesterday was the idea that this director of strategy crap, which I'm embarrassed to say I didn't even really know about till reading this piece.
Sure, it's not embarrassing. Yeah,
no, it is embarrassing that the amount of leverage this guy has in this organization.
Yeah, that nobody knew who he was.
And nobody knew who he was.
Yeah, it's like they were hiding him.
That's scary.
Yeah,
and the fact that a director of strategy answers directly to the owner.
Well, they say the GM,
it's even worse.
But he has a direct line to the owner.
Exactly. So
it's. When you hear that there's no NFL guys really except Moorhead on the team, and who doesn't like Moorhead, but that is a little shocking.
A little bit. Your chance to win $500 coming up at the top of the hour in the Fanatic 500 cash contest. Your chance to win $500 coming up. Bob, you've been paying attention to teams out of market. I mean, is that sort of the thing? Do you keep an eye on teams that, or take an interest in specific teams?
I think that's our mentality in that I know of no other city, and we've all been all over the country and on different shows and seen it up close and personal. I know of no other city that is as in-depth in love and hate with their sports teams as Philadelphia, and that's what makes this a great city. But we also, I think, or at least I do, you do the comparison. My car's better than yours. My house is nicer than you, whatever it may be. So as you look at the teams right now, I think we a lot of times look at other teams too. And so I ask you guys, is there another team besides the four majors here that piques your interest? And I'm not saying in a good way like you like them but that piques your interest for a reason, because I do have one that I'm watching awfully close right now.
I'm watching the Nets.
Exactly.
And everything that goes on with the Nets.
That's me.
Because I'm fascinated as to whether this could end up being a train wreck.
Yeah.
Because I love seeing the potential train wreck happen.
Well, Dr.
somebody else.
And I'm rooting for
Dr. J agrees with you. He said, look, the Nets are out there trying to buy a championship, and that doesn't work. I'll take the Sixers. And look, he's the Sixers ambassador, so
good job, Doc.
What's he going to say? But he agrees with you. As of last night, and thanks to Rob Manoff for sending me this quote, and the Sixers line tonight kind of speaks to it. Nash said last night after the game he's trying not to play guys in back-to-backs, and we'll figure out what to do with Durant, Aldridge, and Griffin for tomorrow night against the Sixers. Sixers minus 6.5 tells you Kevin Durant's not playing.
Jamal in the Northeast wants to join us here on The Fanatic. Jamal, what's going on, brother?
Hey, how you guys doing this morning?
Good
What's
to hear
up,
from you,
Jamal?
man. What's going on?
Hey, I just want to first let you know that is Tracy Rocker on the Eagle staff? Didn't he play in the NFL?
Rocker may have had a cup of coffee if he's on the staff. I think he had a cup of coffee. Yeah, he didn't eat. I wouldn't consider. I'll tell you, he was a hell of a college recruiter, by the way.
Well, I would love if we could get his son. That would really make my day. That would make my day any day if we can get his son.
Yes, okay, so there's two, yes.
Okay, but
he's the defensive line coach.
I think he had a cup of coffee.
He was an NFL all-rookie team in 1990, but only played 2 seasons.
But he's a hell of a recruiter in college. And he knows SEC football, so he'd be a guy I'd like in the draft room.
I would lean on him.
I'd use him in the draft room. So what do you got, Jamal?
Who do you guys like at number 12 for the Eagles? I'm not an Eagle fan myself, but
who are you a fan of, Jamal?
No, if I say it, you guys.
Jamal, who are you a fan of?
Say it, Jamal.
I am an Arizona Cardinals fan.
That's not offensive.
Yeah, we're not going to call you a name then. Yeah. Plus, you're probably much bigger than me. What's the why Arizona Cardinals? How'd that happen?
I've just never been an Eagle fan. They always disappointed me as a kid.
So you picked the Cardinals?
Listen, I was a kid. I used to like Neil Lomax. I used to throw the ball deep to Roy Green, and I've been hooked since.
Roy Green.
Jamal,
that's a name
I always liked the Cardinals white.
Yes.
The white color, the shade of white that the Cardinals have.
Yeah, the little alteration.
Really?
Yeah.
Never thought of it.
You never thought about the color of the white? Good job, Jamal. Appreciate it, buddy.
Is white a color?
White is a color because there's different shades of white.
Yeah.
Mother of pearl.
What?
Eggshell.
Couscous.
Is it mother of pearl
Off-white?
like something people say instead of saying like F-U?
Is it?
Isn't it?
I've said it before.
Mother of pearl is something where instead of saying mother,
they
say
mother. Never heard that.
Mother effer. They say mother of pearl. It's very good.
John knows.
I'm at the age with Skylar where I really got to watch
How
my
about
mouth.
growling?
No, I don't think you do.
No, he does. No, he does.
No, I do.
No,
I do.
Parrot.
Yeah,
she did last week to him.
She's in the parrot stage.
I didn't care.
So maybe Mother of Pearl will enter my
Mother of Pearl, and then she'll say Mother of Pearl.
Okay, and then people will think she's a weirdo.
No, that's good. It's good, but they won't think she is a cusser.
Yes, that's true.
So that is very, very good. Adam Schefter joins us coming up at 8:10. Your chance to win $500. There is absolutely no reason to change the dial. Plus, let's say the Philadelphia Eagles, we're counting on you. It's John Kincade Show here on 97.5 The Fanatic. There's a simple reason that Natural Lawn of America has been a successful, locally owned company for 30 years now. They give you results, peace of mind, that you're going to have a safer, greener, weed-free lawn. That's why you got to choose Natural Lawn of America. Mike and Anthony both said you got to choose Natural Lawn because they take a custom approach. Whether your lawn has some spots that are, too much shade or some thin areas in your lawn, that custom approach is going to be the difference to getting you the greener, weed-free lawn that you want using their exclusive organic-based lawn care products. Plus, their Natural Lawn has reduced chemical pesticide use by 85%, so it's safer for the entire family. But here's the real reason I got roped in. The limited time offer that you can take advantage of. Natural Lawn's full service program, you schedule it and you get free seeding every year. That's free seeding every single year. So call 800-FREE-SEED. That's 800-FREE-SEED. My lawn care company, it's Natural Lawn of America with greener grass and fewer weeds, guaranteed.
The John Kincade Show.
Say it. I'll say it. Loser, putz, dork, doof, dink, schmo, dingus, goober.
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia. Check out Adam Schefter this and every Wednesday at 8:10 a.m. with a John Kincade Show on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Brought to you by DraftKings, America's top-rated sportsbook app.
Making Moves is brought to you by LinkedIn Jobs.
Bart Starr didn't play much his senior season at Alabama after a coaching change left most seniors on the bench. That didn't stop the Green Bay Packers from taking a chance on Starr, drafting him in the 17th round of the 1956 NFL Draft. The gamble paid off. Starr went on to a Hall of Fame career with 5 NFL championships, as well as winning the first 2 Super Bowls in NFL history, winning the MVP of both.
Build your winning team today. Go to linkedin.com/sports.
Professional football teams are preparing to strengthen their teams with draft picks this month. As you think about growing your business, could the right hire make all the difference for you this season? LinkedIn Jobs helps you find the best candidates with the experience, skills, and motivation you need. Post a job in minutes with your must-have criteria, and LinkedIn Jobs will match you to the most qualified people across their network of 740 million professionals. Post your first job for free at linkedin.com/sports. That's linkedin.com/sports. Terms and conditions apply.
If you see cracks in your foundation, you need to call the experts. DryTech Waterproofing Solutions is one of the top-rated foundation repair companies in the state. DryTech offers a free structural diagnosis. Their experts will come to your home, assess the type and severity of the cracks, and identify the best foundation repair solutions. When you see cracks, call DryTech. Mention Miss Anelli. Receive 15% off. Fanatic listeners get 15% off when you mention this ad. Just visit DryTechCorp.com. That's DryTech Waterproofing Solutions. Protect your investment.
Drivers, start your engines. The Honda Dream Garage Spring Event, where every vehicle is inspired by Honda's racing spirit, is on now. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get 0% APR on the 2021 Honda CR-V or HR-V.
Hurry to your local Delaware Valley Honda dealer for great deals on all models.
See dealer for financing details.
This spring, there's an outside chance you're ready for some outside projects and a 100% chance of saving at the Home Depot. Right now, stock up on 5 bags of Earthgrow or Vigoro mulch for only $10. Plus, with great low prices and free delivery on your favorite spring projects, you'll save in-store, online, store-wide. Bring on spring. The spring savings event now at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Limit 75 per customer. Color selection varies by store. While supplies last. Continental U.S. only.
It's time for some straight talk. Sure, saving money feels good, but cutting your wireless bill in half, that feels really good. Like walk-off home run in the 9th inning kind of good. Okay, maybe not that good, but pretty darn good. With Straight Talk, you can get 25 gigs of high-speed data for $45 a month, up to 50% less than the other guys. Plus, no contract. All on America's best networks. Why pay a whole lot when you could pay half? Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Of course, we have everything you need for that big brake job. Right now, you can save 15% when you buy any Duralast brake pads and any 2 Duralast rotors. It's a great way to save while you take on the full job. Oh, and one tip. Go for a nice, easy drive after you finish the job. It'll help break in your new brakes. For more tips, visit AutoZone.com/DIY. Restrictions apply.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
2020 was a challenging year, but things are looking up, including the stock market's performance. But will it last? Hi, I'm Ken Moraif, Senior Advisor at Retirement Planners of America. If you are 50 or older, call us today to schedule a free consultation to learn more about our Invest and Protect strategy that is designed to help mitigate the risk of the stock market. Call us today at 800-375-1159 to schedule your free assessment. That's 800-375-1159.
Well, if you have a dad bod but have no kids, well, set yourself up for weight loss success by doing a juice cleanse by Squeezed.com.
All right, Mike. So, beach season's coming up, and I want to look and feel great for the summer. I was nervous about not having energy and being hungry between juices, but it's not the case. I felt great. I was able to continue with my workouts for my heart health, and because juicing is the fastest delivery of vitamins and minerals.
And you can get same-day delivery if you go to Squeezed.com and order by 1 p.m. The juices will come by 9 p.m. the same day. That's Squeezed.com.
Sugar House Online Casino is your destination for safe and secure online gaming. Play many of your favorite games from the casino right on your phone or computer. Want to play roulette or blackjack with a live dealer? Sugar House has that. Maybe you like to take your shot at big progressive jackpots. Sugar House has that too. In all, Sugar House has more than 200 slots and table games to play wherever you are. Go to playsugarhouse.com and have some fun today. Presented by Rivers Casino Philadelphia. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
If I'm not commuting anymore, where do I really want to live?
While you handle life's questions, Merrill Guided Investing helps you manage your portfolio and invest for your next move with the option to work with an advisor at a low cost and minimum. Merrill, a Bank of America company. Visit merrilledge.com/investing goals to get started today.
Investing involves risk. Merrill Lynch, Pierce, Fenner & Smith Incorporated, both a registered broker-dealer and investment advisor, member SIPC. Investment products are not FDIC insured or not bank guaranteed and may lose value.
New Dunkin' Sweet Cold Foam is the perfect way to top the perfect cup of Dunkin' Cold Brew. Exclusive for DD Perk members only. Try a medium chocolate stout cold brew with Sweet Cold Foam, classic cold brew with Sweet Cold Foam, or cold brew for $3. Not a member? Join today. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary.
The Flyers are back on Broad Street, and fans are too. Don't miss out on live hockey action at Wells Fargo Center when the Flyers take on the Washington Capitals, Saturday, April 17th at 12:30 p.m. Get your tickets now at PhiladelphiaFlyers.com.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. It's The Fanatic 500.
It's your chance to win $500 from The Fanatic. Text the word SITE, S-I-T-E, to 45911. That's the word SITE. Or you can enter it on the Fanatic mobile app or at 97.5thefanatic.com. One winner selected at random wins $500. And everyone that enters on the app or the website's qualified for a $10,000 grand prize. The Fanatic 500, sponsored by the Parks Casino Sportsbook app, the official sportsbook partner of the Real Philly Fan. You got to be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Get complete rules for this company-wide contest at 97.5thefanatic.com. And remember, never text and drive. Good luck. 8 o'clock hour of the John Kincade Show. Brought to you by our friends at Martin Law, the law firm for injured workers. Visit paworkinjury.com. Bob eating like a psycho again.
My God. It's disturbing, isn't it?
Listen to me. Listen to me. It doesn't matter how I eat my stuff, okay? Sure. I enjoy it, and I make sure I eat on the break and not during the show. Right, Coach?
Yeah.
Coach hates that.
Oh, Coach cursed at me yesterday. Cursed.
Okay, now I'm going to ask. I heard about this, so I'm going to bring a little dirty laundry quickly, though.
Oh.
Not dirty laundry.
Oh, let's air out our dirty laundry.
So Coach doesn't like you eating in studio on camera.
Yeah,
not on camera.
I took this job not to be on camera.
And he confronted you about it, right?
Oh, he laid the law down.
Okay, so
He said, you know what? You drive me bleeping nuts.
I did.
And, yeah.
Do you think Coach would have the same conversation with Mike Missinelli?
Ooh.
I watched Mike eat Fritos on the show yesterday.
Oh.
In fairness, though, Coach isn't Mike's producer.
Caller makes a point.
That's a good point.
Wow, Pat's got your back in there.
I'm a foxhole guy.
Pat, you are such a little weasel.
A foxhole guy. I'm just making the point. I'm just making the point.
Pat,
I want to sit in that room one day during this show.
No, you don't.
Pat's such a little weasel.
Well, Coach, it doesn't bother you when I peel my clementines, right?
Mike eats Fritos during the show. I think Mike's handled more snacks since the show, since the snack machine was moved right outside the door. So Mike was eating the Fritos.
They smell like dog paws.
They're delicious, though.
They are.
But they do when you open the bag.
Jamie's freaking me out.
I got to tell you, though, really bad Pat being such a little...
I'm just making a point. It's a fact.
All I want to say is Coach told me yesterday, kind of backed up a little bit. He goes, but listen, I don't want you eating... And I've never, talked with a mouthful. So I said, okay, fine, Coach, I won't. And then I told Jamie, Jamie, Coach doesn't like when we have food. And Jamie just doesn't care.
I just said that makes me want to eat my clementines more.
So now he's just peeling in front of the camera
Coach
right
loves
there.
when I peel my clementines.
There he is. All right, Adam Schefter
Coach
comes
is
up
livid
in around
right
7
now.
minutes. And Mikey Miss is having some burritos right now, and he's going, I can do what I want.
Fritos and Cheez-Its is my vending machine standoff.
I love Cheez-Its, and I'm glad, but I
Oh, jeez.
Hey, look, he's got the Cheez-Its. Hey, look,
don't take that from me.
He's taking the Cheetos. He's taking Cheetos, too. I chuckled at the assertion that we were being too negative yesterday when we were discussing the Eagles expose from The Athletic, because I don't want us to be the show of, well, you think we're being too negative, then you're just an idiot. So I'm fine with winning a point from time to time, but I don't want to ignore a potential critique. So I'm asking any of you, reach deep into your psyche, and you tell me something positive that you take away from the look ahead to the 2021 Eagles based on what we've been hearing this offseason. I know it's pre-draft, and some really exciting stories are potentially to come. I know that I'm always excited after the draft thinking, wow, I think that guy can do something, maybe. Sometimes it doesn't happen. But I'm asking, because people ask us, what is there to be positive about? Right now, what are the positive stories that we're potentially missing with the 2021 Eagles? And I'm not talking about wishing and hoping. I'm talking about tangible, real reasons to be positive. So, fire away, boys. Let's make an attempt to be positive. I just got to hear it. Bob Cooney, Jamie Lynch, Pat Egan, and the coach Eric Camille here on the Jack Kincade Show. Bob? Floor is yours.
Well, it's like Pat Egan said earlier today when I brought up that the Phillies center fielders are hitting 091. He said, well, only one way to go, and that's up. So if you watch the Eagles' offense last year, well, only one way to go, and that's up. Look, I think Miles Sanders is a lot better than he proved to be last year. I do have excitement to watch Jalen Hurts to see what he can be. As I said before last season, when I thought I'd see him in the preseason, I want to see what he can do. Rager, I think, is better than he showed last year and might even be a little bit dynamic. See what they do with this 12th pick, whether it's an offensive guy, which it's amazing how many people are saying, yeah, well, they can get Waddle or they can get Devontae Smith, which is going to make my head explode. So those are some of the positives I think to look forward to. Now, I went all offensive side of the ball. If they go defense at number 12, if they get a Surtain, if they do something like that, well, now you have two cornerbacks that you can rely on. Maybe they get a linebacker in there. You know, Jamie had a good line earlier. It's a season where you don't have expectations, so it might be a little easier to watch.
Chuck texts and says, the bossy Chuck, says youth.
Well, that's kind of where I was going, and it has to do with the coaching.
We got to be. Who are the youth that we're positive about?
I'm going coaching. Because I think Doug and Jim had bad years last year. It was stale, stagnant,
it was a bad
stinky.
Year. No, it was a bad year. You're right.
No second punch came. And Nick Sirianni has a lot to prove in this league. And I think he's going to put him on the table and toy around. And I think he's going to make the offense different, more fun. You can see he has an absolute passion for offense. You know, it may come off in a jittery, excitable way.
What do you mean?
But I think with some young players, like a Jalen Rager, has a lot to prove. You know, a Dallas Goedert still has, let's face it, a lot to prove. Some of these guys, it's going to be young, it's going to be different, and it's going to be, look, with no expectations, mildly exciting. I'm looking forward to this coaching staff and seeing if they can improve on what was such a low bar last year.
I have been so wrong on coaching staffs before.
Yeah.
So I'm
it's impossible to know. We don't know anything about Nick Sirianni.
Anto joins us from Syracuse. Anto, what's going on?
Morning, fellas. Appreciate you taking the call. So I think there's really nowhere to go but up. And if you really look at how bad last season was, I know it's a pain because it comes up all the time, but we had a ton of injuries. It's an annoying excuse, but it's a valid excuse. Getting younger should hopefully reduce some of that. And because we finished last, we have an objectively easy schedule. Now, if people can just stay healthy and we can run a reasonable offense with Sirianni, what should amount to a good defense with Gannon, I'm not saying we're winning 10 games, but I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility to see a 7-10 season, to see an 8-9 season with the expanded schedule.
Thank you, Anto. I got to tell you, I'm more confident that the offense will be fixed than the defense. I don't know Gannon.
Yeah.
All I know is that 3 other teams wanted to interview him for defensive coordinator, so
that's good.
That impresses me.
Yeah.
Because obviously
Nick Sirianni didn't have a long list of.
Nobody wanted to interview Nick Sirianni for anything.
Shane Steichen, look, maybe Herbert's success had something to do with him. We have no idea about these guys, and that's mildly exciting to me.
Hey, if you need a part for your car, My Auto Store has over 100,000 used parts in stock. Go to myautostore.com and use promo code FANATIC, and you can save 15% plus get free shipping. That's a good deal. MyAutoStore.com, your used auto parts warehouse. Adam Schefter will join us here coming up. Chance to hear from Adam on. I want to hear Adam's reaction to what happened.
My name's Adam.
I want to hear what his reaction is to that piece from The Athletic.
Yeah.
To the dysfunction. Because it's severe dysfunction. And the one thing I've noticed, Bob, is that nobody tried to come out and say, not true. The Eagles wouldn't comment. And you don't hear anyone else going, well, I've heard contrary.
No.
Usually you'll hear something in the press. Somebody will go, well, I've heard some contrary stories that contradict. No.
Well,
that is a well done piece. The threesome that they put on that piece.
Yeah.
Really.
It was a really good story. Zach had a line yesterday, and I can't say it verbatim, but it wasn't something that they looked for. It was something that they found out and investigated. And those are because if you don't have an agenda, which they didn't, it was a story that fell there, and they did the great reporting on it and everything that you had to do. It kind of just falls into place like that. And I don't think the Eagles can comment on it because it's probably pretty much
probably
true.
Sounds like it's true.
Yeah.
It probably does. Pat, do you any feelings on that whole thing as far as the positive? I don't think it's just reason to be positive.
The one positive I look at is they're in a weird way in a win-win, because if Jalen Hurts succeeds and he proves to be the guy, they don't have to draft a quarterback, but they're so devoid of talent that they're also not going to win games. And if he doesn't prove to be the guy, and they're going to have a high pick, and they also have the draft capital to get one of the top quarterbacks in the draft. So in a weird way, they're in that win-win phase.
I've got to tell you is that the reason that I'm going to be optimistic is just because of the fact that I've misjudged. I misjudged the hiring of Andy Reid, and I misjudged the hiring of Doug Peterson.
Yeah.
So I am not going to make the mistake of saying, well, Nick Sirianni's a terrible hire.
Sure. And Charlie Manuel, almost everybody thought was
and I didn't say the Reid hire was terrible, but I was more negative on the Reid hire than I was the Peterson hire. But when I first saw that Andy Reid, I'll never forget my reaction to Andy Reid being hired.
I remember just saying, who?
I was so pissed off.
I don't remember being pissed.
I was
just like,
pissed.
Who is this?
I was like, who the hell's Andy Reid? And when Doug Peterson got hired, I'm like, I wanted so bad to have Chip Kelly gone.
That anybody was fine.
Yeah, but then I saw the Doug Peterson hire, and I'm like, oh, jeez. Because I was thinking to myself, get Chip out of there. Somebody else is going to win bigger. This team should be doing more. Someone else can run a better operation. And then they hired Doug Peterson. I'm like, the guy was coaching high school 7 years ago. Couldn't have been more wrong.
But they were a powerhouse down in Louisiana.
Couldn't have been more wrong. So that's the only place that my eye for coaching staffs has been off. So that's where positivity goes. I'm going to say that Nick Sirianni. That's why I won't trash Nick Sirianni.
No, I think there's something about the youth. Like when you have a young team and a young coaching staff, and they all have something to prove together, I do think there's something. Some chemistry there.
What is who do we have to thank for Adam Schefter being a part of the John Kincade Show?
He's brought to us by our friends at DraftKings Sportsbook. Download America's top-rated sportsbook app today.
And Adam Schefter joins us here on The Fanatic on the Comcast Business Hotline. Bounce forward. Adam, the bomb, I don't know if it's a bombshell or just the very comprehensive look at the Philadelphia Eagles from the inside out that was in The Athletic this week has created a lot of buzz and a lot of discussion. What were your thoughts when you read it?
Well, let me ask you, what was the biggest takeaway that you were getting at the station? I'm just curious. Because I read the better part of all of it. I didn't finish it, but I read most of it. So, and I'm just curious to know what the takeaway is in your city.
I think one of the biggest takeaways was the fact that the analytics team that Jeffrey Lurie put in place, the friend of his son, literally gets to directly report to the to Jeff Lurie and doesn't have to imposes their will on the coaching staff.
Well,
to the fact that they're yelling at each other. They're yelling at each other in the hallways. They're having shouting matches in the hallways.
Well, listen, all I can tell you is I think that there's a lot of that within every company. I don't think that that's unusual, right? Do you think there's never been shouting matches at ESPN or your radio station or the company down the street? I just think it's regular, but because it's sports and because it's the Eagles and because they're a lightning rod, I got it. And certainly there seems like there's a disconnect between the guy that Jeffrey brought on board, who I don't even know at all. I've never spoken to that individual, and the rest of the organization. And it doesn't sound like that individual is very welcome there by the football people, quote unquote. And so, I've heard that in other places too, by the way, where there have been analytics people that have not been embraced by the old school football people. And, you're either an analytics person or you're a football. So I don't know that it's all that unusual.
I just say the idea that it's an Ivy Leaguer friend of the Sun.
Yeah.
That's being given a position where he reports to the owner. That's weird. That's weird to me. And he's the director of strategy for the Eagles. I got to tell you this. If I have a director of strategy, Adam, it's the guy I hired to be my head coach. That's the director of strategy.
I think the head coach reports to Jeffrey. I think the GM reports to Jeffrey. He hired his own director of strategy. He's got the president, Don Smolensky, that reports to Jeffrey. He's got a lot of people that report to him. And this is just one more layer.
Chef, how much has analytics taken over in the NFL, not just an individual team basis, but overall? Is it something that you think is even still on the rise as far as day-to-day preparation for games?
I don't know that it's on the rise anymore. I think we've seen the rise of it, and not that it's not going to keep increasing over time, but I would say 10 years ago you started hearing analytics. Ooh, they're doing analytics. Ooh. And now it's just a regular part of every organization, and it's just a question of how big a role those particular people and that particular service plays within an organization. And so I think some teams lean more heavily on it than others do. And I think it comes back to the old school football idea and the new school football idea. And I think the analytics are a part of the new school football idea and thinking across the league. And I think every team uses some form of it, but some obviously are more reliant than others.
Adam, if you had to take a guess, and I'm not saying you know the inner workings of every front office in the league, but would you think the Eagles are in the kind of top third of the NFL in reliance on analytics?
I couldn't say that. I wouldn't know. I don't know the answer to that.
Okay. All right, well, then I'll go to my other one, which was we're 2 weeks out from the draft right now, just about. We have two division rivals in front of us in Dallas and the New York Giants. Mm-hmm. Any whispers coming out of either camp about what direction they may be looking to go, whether offense, defense, or otherwise?
Well, Dallas's defense has been so woeful that it has to do something to try to fix that up. And by the way, the offensive line has also gotten old and injured real quick. So if you're Dallas, those are the two areas in my mind that you have to address one way or another. The Giants, I think, they've got to come up with a few different things. Their defense also has been woeful. They've taken steps to try to address that in free agency. They still could use some more help in the secondary, it certainly seems like. They do get back Xavier McKinney again, the second-round pick last year, which I think will help. They still could use another wide receiver, as you mentioned. And I just think that the draft is deep at wide receiver. Dallas, certainly not in that market, right? Philly would be. The Giants would be. Dallas will not be. But we've talked about it. It's just a question of how many quarterbacks are going to go in front of those teams that push back the other really good players in the draft that Dallas, the Giants, and the Eagles wouldn't ordinarily have thought might have slid to them, but for the need and demand for quarterbacks across the league, right? So if you're Philly, you want 5 quarterbacks to go before you. That's a dream scenario.
Adam, I gotta get back to the piece though. Because it doesn't seem like you're that moved by what you're hearing that this could be written about anywhere. I'm going to tell you right now in the NFL there are 32 franchises. Are there any other franchises where that kind of piece would be written about how their front office and organization is operating behind the scenes?
But here's what I would say to that, John. And I'm not trying to diminish the piece in any way whatsoever. It was well reported. They obviously put a lot of work into it. You're looking for dysfunction in the Eagles.
It's not hard to find, Adam. It's not hard to find.
Well, listen. Okay, so that is trendy, and that is something that people are looking for right now, and it's a situation where anything that goes wrong, people are going to accentuate and blow up. And so I got it. My point to you is I believe that there's a version of something like that could be written with a lot of teams if you want at various points. But because the Eagles have been so dysfunctional over the last year, that any signs of dysfunction get blown up and get talked about.
Would you say, though, Shefty, that it's been dysfunctional for more than a year? Maybe a few years since they won the Super Bowl?
This is stuff from 17 and 18 they're writing about.
Yeah, again, they're interested, but you know what? When you're winning, no one cares. There's dysfunction in teams that win, too. Again, I'm not trying to diminish it.
Sure.
And I'm sure this is a little bit unusual, but my point is, this kind of stuff goes on with all teams and all companies and all organizations. Are you telling me that there's never been anything like this in other companies or teams? Of course there has.
Adam, I asked you, is there another team right now that this piece could be written about in the NFL that you believe it?
Yeah, a lot of teams.
Really? Where veteran coaches are just literally walking away from jobs and quitting, where people are the dysfunction. I got to tell you, Adam, I've been doing this a long time. I've never seen this. I've never seen something like this, at least with an organization that's supposed to be competent like the Eagles. It just seems strange to me.
Again, this is what the organization is dealing with today. It's got its own issues and challenges. It's got its own dysfunction to weed through. And because they've been as dysfunctional as they've been, people are shining a light on what it is that has caused them to be that way. That's all.
Okay.
By the way, yeah, how many times can we have written about Cleveland in other years, or Oakland, or Jacksonville,
and we did.
You picked the city,
and they did.
Okay.
And guess what? They were dysfunctional. That's why they wrote about them. They were a mess. They were car wrecks. They were absolute messes. And then they changed their franchise, and they changed the way they did business. So they stopped writing about them.
I think there are instances on winning teams that have occurred. By the way, all the stuff while New England was winning Super Bowls, right? Just as a prime example, all of a sudden Tom Brady's out the door a year later, right? And do you think that decision just happened like that? Like, I think I'll go to Tampa. No, it built up over time. Okay. And there are a number of factors that led him to go. Were people talking about it? Not really, because they were winning Super Bowls and they were the gold standard. So it didn't really matter that certain things were happening. Are there coaches leaving staffs every year? Absolutely. Are there coaches bad-mouthing assistant coaches, their head coach or a head coach bad-mouthing an assistant coach or somebody who's pissed off about somebody in the front office, or they're alienated by the... again, yeah. All right. Have the Eagles been dysfunctional? Yes. So does it become something that becomes talkable? Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
You don't win, you lose, you perform like... You get everything coming your way. I had no issues with any of that. All I'm saying is, this is what's unique to them. This is not like the first time this has ever happened in the NFL. This goes on regularly.
It is always enlightening, and you got 2 weeks till the draft. You got a lot. I mean, it is going to be a busy 2 weeks. We're looking forward to following it.
It's there's already some big moves that have been made. It's all about the quarterback movement again. And the Eagles have made their moves at quarterback, and now we'll see if they have any more, right?
There you go. We're looking forward to it and seeing how it shakes out at 12. Adam, we appreciate it as always, man. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Have a great day.
There you go.
Thanks,
See you, Adam.
Shefty.
Whether it's next day delivery or getting involved in their local communities, Napa goes above and beyond to serve you because their motor never quits. That's Napa know-how. Pat, I need to hear Adam's exit there when he hung up the phone. I need to hear that again next segment. because I think Adam was pissed off. I don't know that he was pissed off. He sounded pissed off. I don't. I mean, it just sounded...
Well, whatever.
He sounded annoyed.
Yeah. The fact that he said he lumped the Eagles in with Jacksonville, Cleveland, Oakland. There's been other dysfunctional teams that have had stories.
They don't typically win.
And I don't think that's the crowd you want to be running with.
Exactly. And I don't know. I think I want to hear his send off when we return, because I tell you that wasn't good. Your chance to win fantastic prizes. We'll tell you about it coming up at the bottom of the hour. Plus, how about this one for you? Sixers tickets at 9:10 when Bob Cooney plays Alex Trebek. All coming up with you next on the John Kincade Show here on 97.5 The Fanatic. You want the best in play-by-play betting, the best in live in-game betting? It's the Parx Sportsbook app. And obviously in baseball, we heard about guys last year betting every single time that the Phillies went to the bullpen betting against them. Might be the thing to do. Parx Casino Sportsbook app has an incredible offer to get you in on the action. As a new customer, you make your first bet risk-free up to $500. They're the official sportsbook partner of the real Philly sports fan, and they're the only one based here in the Delaware Valley, and I love that Parx Casino itself. It is just gorgeous. The parlays, the props, and the teasers, all those things are there. Sixers, a heavy favorite tonight. But you can bet on individual player performances, and that Parx Casino Sportsbook app, well, in the palm of your hand, you've got that live in-game wagering, and it's fantastic. Visit parxcasino.com/PA and use the promo code FANATIC. You got to be 21 in Pennsylvania. If you got a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The John Kincade Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia.
Danny Green, open, 3-ball, up. Got it! Triple good!
Sixers Nets tonight at 7 on your home for 76ers basketball. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Sixers basketball is brought to you by Corona, official partner of the 76ers.
Hey, it's Cuz. Listen, baseball season now, full swing. But guess what? You're still good with your own spring training. Yeah, you know why? Because you can still get slimmer for summer. It only takes 40 days to lose a contractually guaranteed 20 to 40-plus pounds with NJ Diet. NJ Diet's program starts with bioenergetically personalized supplements based on your hair, saliva, and blood work. Then NJ Diet uses DNA testing to create your ideal diet and workout regimen to help you keep it off. You don't want to do it alone. Get it. NJ Diet's with you every step of the way. You'll be fully monitored by their certified staff to make sure you are burning fat and not just losing water. You'll also get the doctor's personal email and phone number. NJ Diet, all natural. No shots, no hormones, no surgery. Locations close by, Cherry Hill and Princeton, or from the comfort of your own home with live online video consultations. Call today, 855-5NJ-DIET. That's 855-5NJ-DIET. Or go to NJDiet.com. Lose the weight for good. That's NJDiet.com.
Hey, are you tired of dealing with your old drafty windows and doors in your house? Well, it's time you finally go Guida, my good friends. At Guida Door and Window will help make your window and door replacement project more affordable with their buy one, get one half off sale. That's right. For every door or window you buy, you'll get the second one at 50% off. And you can mix and match these savings to suit your own needs. You can buy an entry door, you'll get half off a storm door. You can buy a patio door, you'll get 50% off a window. Need to replace all the windows and doors in your house? Then you'll save 50% on half of your project. The more you need, the more you save. Plus, God is making it easier for you to afford your project with no money down and interest-free financing up to 18 months. Act now. The offer is for a limited time only. Restrictions apply. For full details, call Guida today and schedule a free, no-obligation in-home estimate. The number, 1-877-GO-GUIDA. Online, GoGuida.com. That's go, GUIDA.com.
For the ones who know safety isn't a catchphrase, it's a culture. And the ones who help make sure everyone makes it home safe. For the safety-minded who watch everyone's backs, Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry, as well as safety assessments and training to keep your facilities safe and your people safer. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hi, I'm calling to schedule a shipment.
Indeed knows unexpected employee turnover can turn your business upside down.
Last pickup is at 7. Team, we gotta hustle.
Like at Sumita's online chai company, to avoid back orders, she needs to get started hiring right away.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. And the moment you sponsor a job on Indeed, you get a short list of quality candidates from our resume database. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get a $75 credit for your first sponsored job post. Terms and conditions apply.
It's like I blinked and suddenly all my business shifted to e-commerce.
Now, my business hours are whenever my customers need me.
My customers want everything now and faster than ever. It's a whole different world.
Your business is changing. The United States Postal Service is changing with it. We're bringing you fast, reliable shipping nationwide, and we're bringing it right when your customers need it. Let's discover new routes. Visit USPS.com/new routes. The United States Postal Service. Priority, you.
Here's a hot job tip for HVAC professionals. Adam Mechanical, one of the top-rated companies in the tri-state area, is hiring service techs, residential installers, drain techs, and plumbers. Located in Havertown, Pennsylvania, Adam Mechanical offers great pay and great benefits like health and dental insurance, a 401k, and paid time off. If you want to work for a growing company that's on the move and has a strong, fun company culture and room for career advancement, apply today at adammechanical.com/careers.
Hey, $2 bill here, a.k.a. the rare one. Problem is, I'm so rare, people just saved me. But thanks to the new Cash Vibe with Quick Cash from the PA Lottery, I'm back in business. For just $2, you can get bigger jackpots starting at $150 grand. Plus Quick Cash, a chance to instantly win $2 or $6. Haha, it's good to be wanted.
Play Cash 5 with Quick Cash from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
If this warmer weather has you looking for a new vehicle, maybe a nice convertible, you'll find it at North Penn Mazda on Route 309 in Colmar. Check out the gorgeous brand new state-of-the-art showroom. Enjoy incredible lease deals, low financing offers, and other incentives. And North Penn Mazda is ready to serve you wherever you're comfortable, whether that's on the phone, online, or in person in the brand new showroom. Find your next Mazda at North Penn Mazda. The right experience, the right choice. NorthPennMazda.com.
Ready for cash back? Get 1.5% unlimited cash back with the Citadel Cash Rewards MasterCard. And for a limited time, enjoy a 0% intro annual percentage rate for 9 months. Visit citadelbanking.com/intro. Terms and conditions apply.
Schedule National Lawn's full-service program, and you'll get free seeding every year and is safer for your family and pets. Call 800-FREE-SEED. That's 800-FREESEED. Greener grass, fewer weeds, guaranteed.
It takes time to get rich, flavorful coffee beans from the lush mountain regions of Colombia and Brazil to Royal Farms. But less than a minute to get yourself a delicious hot cup of the finest and freshest coffee in the world. Because Royal Farms' new Swiss-made coffee machines grind those rich, flavorful coffee beans and brew them one magnificent cup at a time. It's why Royal Farms makes the freshest and best coffee in the world. Real fresh, real fast. Royal Farms.
The crawl space under your home is a breeding ground for moisture and mold. If water invades your crawl space, it could cause damage to your home's foundation and overall structure. If you struggle with moisture and water in your home's crawl space, you need to call the experts. DryTech Waterproofing Solutions is the leader in waterproofing. They offer free consultations and foundation assessments. Mention Missinelli, get 15% off. Fanatic listeners get 15% off when you mention this ad. Visit DryTechCorp.com. DryTech Waterproofing Solutions. Protect your investment.
Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
We are reinventing what sports talk radio can be. Whether we improve it remains to be seen.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Making friends, kissing babies. John Kincade Show here on 97.5 The Fanatic. Appreciate you being a part of the show. So what did the sign-off sound like, Egan? When Adam said goodbye to us, what was the sound of it? Adam, we appreciate it as always, man. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Have a great day.
There you go, buddy.
Adam.
Bob.
Thank you for letting me off the hook. Bye.
Get me the freak out of here.
Get me out of here.
Like when I hear it the second time,
I don't think it was bad.
No, it wasn't bad. It was, I'm happy this is over.
I'm happy. I sort of I didn't get like when I heard it the second time, it sounds more like, boy, glad that's over.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the feeling I got. Yeah, I mean,
it's like when you leave the dentist's office and you say goodbye to the receptionist. Like, okay, see you later.
Glad to be. Don't see you in 6 months.
I think
I'm out of here.
We've all come to the belief that Shefty is one of the hearing pieces for Howie Roseman. You might get a lot of information from Howie and all that, and there is a source protection type of thing you want. But also, I was just wondering. I said you disagree, John. We're also asking him to comment on a rival story. Like, The Athletic is a rival of his. So Zach and Sheil and Bo, they come up with this story. And I just know, I'm speaking personally. If somebody's asking me about a story somebody else wrote, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, I don't want to talk about a great story that somebody else wrote and I didn't write it. So I'm not saying.
He's not a writer.
Well, a story
Schefter's
broke.
An insider. He's an electronic media. Schefter's television.
But still,
and radio. He's not a writer anymore. I mean, he barely writes.
Yeah, but I would still say
come on, man.
Commenting on somebody else's story is probably something that may leave him a little uncomfortable.
Did you not like doing that? You didn't like doing that, right?
Talking about somebody else's story? Yeah. No, you can call them.
Okay. Well, here's what you would do.
We did, yes, sir.
You could call a friend, right? You can call a friend.
Sure, you can call. Calling a friend is always a great thing to do.
Well, here is, as we build the Kincade Brigade of listeners, we are going to award 2 huge prizes. And here's what you do in our Tell a Friend promotion. Go to the contest page on 97.5thefanatic.com right now and look for the Tell a Friend logo. You click on it, you register yourself as one of our listeners. Then you register up to 5 of your friends. And here's why. Get it with friends? Starting Monday at 7 and 9 each day of the week, on Monday, April 26th, we will call out one of your friends' names. And that person is going to have 20 minutes to call us back. And if they do, your friend and you will be qualified for our grand prize.
Is this Timmy?
Yeah, the grand prize is a 24-hour rental of a Slingshot Autocycle from Philly Slingshot Rentals and a night out on the town in a chauffeured Rolls-Royce, courtesy of Imaging Lifestyles Luxury Car Rentals. That is for you and your friend. This isn't a shared prize. You win it, and your friend wins it. For rentals of Lamborghini to Ferrari, Bentley, Rolls, Mercedes, and more, visit them at ImagineLifestyles.com. The grand prize will be awarded Friday, April 30th at 9:45 a.m. So there you go.
Perfect. Awesome and easy.
Yeah. So, Jamie, you're not eligible to win.
Oh.
So you're not.
He doesn't have any friends anyway.
Well, I already promised my wife a night out in a chauffeured, car.
In a Rolls Royce?
Yeah, in a Rolls. So now I got to go out of pocket for that. Thanks,
John. Is there something, Egan, you can think of this? 5 friends?
I was going to do Jamie Lynch, Bob Cooney, John Kincade, and Eric Camille, but now I can't win. So
you can't win. Yeah, we are not eligible to win. We are not eligible to win.
No, we are not.
But that is a fantastic prize. So go right now and go to the Tell a Friend logo on the 97.5 The Fanatic website and register up to 5 of your friends.
And it's easy because if you're the guy that's listening, you're listening already, so then you can text your friends and say, hey, guys.
Yes.
They called you out.
They just called you out. Let's win.
Right. Let's go win this.
Let's win the prize.
Very easy, very simple, and I love it.
And very fun.
It is.
Tell your damn friends.
By the way, what appeals?
Sorry.
They're both great. They're both great prizes. And by the way, you and your friend win both.
Yeah.
Which one, if I gave you one?
Rolls.
Bob?
Yeah, I think the Rolls.
I think the Rolls.
Yeah, the Rolls.
They're both.
Slingshot would be fun as hell.
Slingshot would be awesome.
But I could take my wife out on like a baller dinner with a chauffeured Rolls. Like that's not happening very often in my life.
I would love to roll up
if ever
younger.
Where would you roll up though to
Qdoba? I would roll up to Applebee's or Qdoba in a Rolls Royce and get a 2 for $20.
See, but here's the deal.
Or if it's after 9, I get a half off ass.
How about you roll in, Pat? You roll up to one of your men's league hockey games.
That's not bad.
Like a baller.
Yeah.
And get your stinky equipment out of the Rolls.
I'm not doing that to Imagine Lifestyles. The good people there.
They are great people.
It would be the Seinfeld episode where the guy's BO in the car.
Have you smelled his car? I implore you. You have to once.
When
that should be a word to be a punishment.
But when we were trying to pump up one of the footballs after my stuff was shipped.
Oh, yeah.
Atlanta.
That's right. You guys were.
You caught a whiff.
He opened up the hood.
It's ungodly.
No, the back trunk, and I stepped back. And I caught the whiff of the.
Yeah, take a
it's
hit.
being released. I thought I was Indiana Jones, and the giant stone was coming at me.
It seeps into his car. I can't imagine driving in that car.
Pat, Jack doesn't smell it in the backseat.
It turns boys into men.
It's terrible. There's definitely some fungus growing in your car.
There's a reason why he's almost as tall as me. It's that smell in the car. And the mailman.
Basic genetics.
Shout out to our mailman.
Yes, exactly.
I don't know. First time I smelled it, it was
oh my gosh.
toe curling, to say the least.
I was screaming at Jamie the one day, come on, take a hit. Take a hit.
You don't invite people in your car, do you?
I warn them. If they say, hey, can you drive? I warn them first. Like, I'm just going to let you know I had 2 games this week, and it's not smelling great.
Hey, you can watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv. Mike doing a fantastic job.
Watch me eat a Clementine.
It is absolutely awesome.
Coach loves that.
And that's driving Coach nuts.
Oh, yeah. He likes when I pick out the veins.
Check out what the show looks like on YouTube TV. You're doing
this one's clean, Coach.
It's driving Coach crazy. He can't even look at it.
Yeah.
He
really is. Coach, he is seething over there.
Coach, it is.
You have no idea.
Is it a brisk?
Here he comes.
Is it a brisk?
You're a real crumb bum.
Is it a brisk day on YouTube today?
Yeah, it is.
It is a brisk day today.
Absolutely.
What is the mood on YouTube today?
It's
that doesn't sound good, Coach.
What?
They're not liking us.
I'm doing my best to write back to some people just to educate some people on, pulling the curtain back a little bit.
What's happening? Is something happening?
It's like an old man sending soup back in a deli. He is angry, my friend.
My gosh.
Well, Philly sports kind of suck right now.
Jamie,
except
why
the
don't you
Sixers.
put that orange in your mouth in the middle of a segment?
Coach,
Hey,
it's so good, Coach.
Why don't you complain about it?
Oh, my God. Coach is pissed.
This will be brought up in tomorrow's meeting.
You should have never told me that it irritates him.
Why are you doing it then?
Because it irritates him.
That's terrible.
Jamie Lynch is like the soy boy Stone Cold Steve Austin. Steve Austin used to flip off his boss, and Jamie sits here pissed off his boss by eating oranges.
Hey, the law firm for injured workers is our friends at Martin Law, and I have a feeling the Coach may be calling after the show. Visit paworkinjury.com, if you will. In Cooney's Corner, the Ghost Runner, well, it's not happy news.
Now, let's see what's in Cooney's Corner.
It wasn't because they lost yesterday. And I talked to Egan and Jamie about this earlier this morning. I said yesterday.
You did the show before the show?
No. I just said yesterday really turned me off to the 7-inning and to the Ghost Runner.
It's terrible.
And it wasn't because they lost. Because when the Phillies scored the run to go up 3-2, I didn't feel it. I was just like, who cares? Coach had an analysis this morning that said it's like in golf when 2 guys tie, you don't go and play an extra hole or 2. No, you put the ball 3 feet away from the hole and see who hits the putt in better. Not just who makes it, but who hits it in better. I don't know. It just turned me off yesterday. The 7-inning game, as far as strategy, is all out of kilter. Oh, I hope I get 4 innings from this guy and things will be fine. I don't know. I'm out. I'm out, John. I'm with you. I'm out.
You're out.
The doubleheader yesterday would have
stupid.
It would have ended at 1 a.m. had that been 9-inning games.
It's so stupid.
I think the runner is stupid. The 7-inning doubleheaders, I like. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a completely different game.
Yeah. It's a 162 game season.
But so in the Eagles season, we're going to play 16 games, but 12
17.
of them, but 17. But we're going to play 13 of them with 4 quarters, and we're going to play a quarter of them at 3.5 quarters. That's stupid. It doesn't make sense.
I could be into that.
It's a lot. No,
the night games only. Night games. Yeah.
I have not had to do that yet, by the way.
I mean, how many doubleheaders is a team playing in a year? Are we talking about 8 games?
5 or 6
at
maybe?
most? Yeah, 6.
5 or 6. But it's still, though.
So 6 of 162? I know. And it's a little different. It's a curveball of strategy. You got to approach it differently.
Yeah, but no other sport has ever done that.
I don't mind it at all.
It doesn't do it for a reason.
You guys are all hot and bothered over here.
Patty?
In a way, you're right. They don't do it, but it's kind of similar to what the NHL did with the shootout.
I was just going to say.
A lot of purists didn't like it, and I'm a rarity because I'm a purist, but I love it. I look at it kind of like Jamie in the sense of I hate it based off I love baseball, and it's a bastardization of the sport. But selfishly, I go, okay, at least it'll end quicker.
Yes.
And when you have a doubleheader that's already starting late, because yesterday's doubleheader started at 8 o'clock. If that game it doesn't have a guy on second base, Lord only knows when the second game starts.
It could have
that's when
started at
Aaron
11
Nola
o'clock
started.
at night.
No, all that would have happened would have been in the 7th inning. So,
But
and you wouldn't have had the Fugazi 8th inning that screwed.
Well,
it
you
all
would have had the
up.
8th and the 9th. And
Yeah, but you would have had a normal 8th and a normal 9th, and guess
You
what?
would have,
Somebody
but-
was scoring yesterday.
But
There was
you
lots of-
don't know that, though.
Yeah, just give me regularity.
Yeah, I don't want.
I just
don't
want to be regular.
I'm not so interested
Keep
in
drinking
games
coffee.
being over.
And
I
here-
want to see real games.
Here's the other thing that I brought up to these guys when we were walking down the hall to get coffee earlier.
Doing the show before the show.
Yes, we were. I wonder how much of it gets into the psyche of a guy like Hector Neris as a closer who's coming in with already a guy on second base. And I'm not saying that's the reason they lost because that was a Hector Neris inning, but I mean, it might be a reason.
Oh. Hey, tonight, beers with Bob.
That's
There's
right.
Reason to smile.
6 to
Beers
7,
with
me and
Bob.
Andrew Salchunas. We're back in studio tonight. So we'll be here going over a lot of lines that are coming up. 6 or 6.5 point favorite tonight against the Brooklyn
I'm
Nets.
very disappointed because the Phillies game went so long last week. I didn't get to go to beers with Bob, and now you're in studio tonight.
Well, if
That's
the game
all
had
right.
been
We're gonna be
shorter
getting out
last
more and
week,
more.
you
I'm
could have
not
gotten
coming
there.
over here to have beers with Bob in studio because then Rodney will send me an email.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah,
can't
you
do that,
don't. You
so I
can't have
do
beers
that,
in
so
the
I can't do
studio.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get to Pat's takes.
With or without. Either way, it's time for Pat's Takes.
Hello.
Hi, Pat.
Hello.
Gotta be honest, completely forgot we were doing this today,
No, you didn't.
but I have stories ready.
Nat's News is probably left around the studio after her show.
I did that last week.
Oh, okay.
When you think
Wow.
of famous rivalries, you think Eagles versus Cowboys, you think Phillies versus Mets, you think Egan versus showing up on time.
Yes.
But yesterday, a new rivalry was formed. Steakums couldn't take it anymore. They were sick of serving up hot takes to serve up. I'm sorry, they were sick of serving up hot steaks to serve up hot takes. Burning not a competitor, I can't even read. Not a competitor, but a beloved science expert, Neil deGrasse Tyson. Now, let me say, the number one rule of running a social media account is know your brand and don't get emotionally invested. But Stevie, who ran the Twitter account for Steakums, couldn't take Tyson's, quote, clout chasing. Tyson tweeted, "The good thing about science is that it's true, whether you believe it or not." And that's when Steakums basically said that you can log off now. One Twitter user figured that the social media Steve must have forgot to switch over his private account, but Steakums said that wasn't the case, going on a long diatribe saying that Tyson just posts ridiculous sound bites for clout and he's sick of Neil's game. DeGrasse Tyson did end up responding to this in the conversation between the two. This is how it sounded.
Adam, we appreciate it as always, man.
That's not how it sounded
Thank you,
at
guys.
all.
Have a great day.
Nope, that's not how it sounded. We're off to a roaring start. There goes the perfect show. No, this was Neil deGrasse Tyson and the guy from Steakums.
Do you really want to have this conversation?
Yes.
I have no qualms with sticking you. I will equalize you.
So that relationship seems to be fractured at the moment, kind of like
A bit.
the Eagles football guys versus analytics. But Neil deGrasse Tyson has an enemy, and it is the delicious product of Steakums.
There we go.
I gotta get some Steakums for the freezer.
Always have them in the freezer.
Yeah.
Do you really?
It's a good
Oh,
item
yeah.
to have around.
It's a good
There's
item.
so many great places to go get a.
All right, John, not
your
all of us
kitchen.
can go out and
Steak?
spend money every day because, we have mouths
Bob's
to feed.
feeding an army
I'm
over
saying
there.
is right now is that always you want the Steakum as the emergency in your house.
Oh, it's the best.
Because if you're hungry for it and you're dying
for
it,
example,
you gotta go get your.
If
steak.
you're at work and somebody says, "Oh, let's go get cheesesteaks," and two of them get that and leave you out,
yeah, that is
and
the
you have a
truth.
craving for cheesesteak, you can say, "Oh, you know what? I'll make a couple
That's
steaks."
why you always have to have the steak.
good, right.
That's
They were-
why
they
you
were-
always.
they were really good that day.
I look at it as the emergency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta have.
I have Elios
You
at
gotta
home
have it.
all the time.
You must have it so that way when you crave it, you got it.
It's perfect for if it's a rainy day and you do not feel like leaving the house. Steakums is great,
Perfect.
and that's
perfect. And they are posting up
Just put some Cooper Sharp on that.
on Cooper Sharp.
I'll put any cheese.
Yeah,
the
sure.
other day I did
I'm
pepper
a
jack.
I'm a provolone.
Oh,
and I would
Cooper-
like to try that.
Cooper is the best melting cheese.
Have you guys ever had Mama's down the street? Because they have a chease blend and it's delicious.
You should
No,
try
we
it,
haven't.
No, we didn't
Yeah.
because we weren't invited.
Actually, John and I are going sometime
yeah, we
soon.
were, and we're not going with you.
We all have our sports betting app of choice. John, you have?
I enjoy the Parks Casino Sportsbook app.
And then Bob, what do you use?
Oh, that would be FanDuel Sportsbook.
Jamie, you decide
I
to
would
win on?
suggest you download America's #1 sportsbook app, DraftKings Sportsbook.
And I myself use BetMGM. With sports betting legalized, we've all now felt the rush of making that legal wager and winning big. But when you suck at sports gambling, then it becomes a problem, and that's when you call 1-800-GAMBLER. But that's exactly what was happening to a man over in England who was betting too much and losing too often. So this guy was on the younger side, and his father said no more. He was shutting down the account. But here's the thing. The account still had $87 in it. So the guy had two choices, right? He could be an idiot and cash out, taking that $87 and investing it in Dogcoin, or he could put all $87 on a 20-leg parlay.
Oh.
No, he didn't.
And he's smart. He decided to risk it all on a sure thing, the parlay. Now, we've all had those parlays that seem like they're easy money, but
20?
20.
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, look, go big or go
You're
home.
degenerate.
So we've all had kind of that parlay that can't miss until, things suddenly go horribly wrong. And I myself would like to thank the Utah Jazz for costing me $5 American yesterday because they couldn't beat the damn Thunder by 15 points. Anyway, there was something magical, though, about this 20-leg parlay. As the games kept ending, he kept winning. Now, around leg 15, some would have cashed out.
But you could go to PropSwap.
He could have. But not Bobby Big Balls.
Oh, no.
He was quoted as saying, "Shooter, shoot." So he decided to ride it down the line and all the way to the bank.
Who was quoting this dude?
$14,600 payday when all 20 games hit.
Oh, my gosh.
Love it.
So let this be a lesson.
I would have thought that was actually higher for a 20-teamer.
Yeah, I
would have thought so, too.
He must have gone heavy favorites.
He must have done heavy favorite, but he did soccer, and I don't know if he did ties, but that's a risky game right there. Anyway, this is a lesson to all of you out there. If you're thinking about giving up sports gambling scene, just put your entire bankroll on a 20-game parlay, and good things are sure to happen. Worth noting, though, he lost it all the next night by betting the Flyers at plus 4.5 goals.
There you go.
And that is Pat.
Very good, Pat. Very good, Pat.
The Flyers suck.
By the way, Andrew really also thinks that Pat Egan, I complimented Pat early on tremendous reads, commercial reads. And Andrew says, he goes, John, when Pat Egan got done a read earlier this morning, I thought the exact same thing. So, so Egan,
the Pat Egan fan club is just growing and growing.
That was my burner account, but thank you, Andrew.
Oh, there you go. So why'd you go with Andrew as your burner account? Why not Kevin Durant? I mean, or some other name?
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see KD tonight.
You don't think so?
No. -6.5 Sixers.
It's suspicious.
That doesn't make sense if Durant's playing.
I'm disappointed in this thing.
How the hell do the odds make? Like, you're taking a calculated guess, more or less, but they know.
You know someone, right?
Yeah,
I would think they got it.
They got to know something.
Kyrie has to go tonight.
I would think
Durant is out.
It's the Ramadan thing, though. They're saying, right?
I don't know. I just saw personal reasons.
Hakeem played through Ramadan.
Supposedly he's fasting or something.
Hakeem played through Ramadan, and Allah Abdel Nabi played through Ramadan. I know that also. And there was somebody else I forget. But yeah, some players have played. It's tough, but players do play through it.
It's unbelievable. I mean, that's a challenge. I can't imagine Jamie not eating during the show.
I don't on
camera.
Right? Oh, speaking of which, I have these delicious clementines right here.
Yeah, clementines and Cheez-Its already this morning.
That was during the break.
No, but you've already had them this morning.
Oh, yeah, that was my breakfast.
I can't imagine. Jamie could never do Ramadan. He couldn't do that.
So
I can't
juicy.
I can't imagine the physical exertion of being a professional athlete and fasting like that.
Oh, I'd call out of work.
I don't know what you do.
I wouldn't come here.
I don't know how you do that.
I don't know how you do it.
No. Yeah.
How do you have any energy in the
You need
tank?
your protein.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
We got a lot coming up for you, including your chance to win Sixers tickets to tonight's Sixers game coming up in the next hour. You do not want to miss it. Plus, Ben and Joel really endeared themselves to me, especially Ben. I'll tell you why. Coming up, it's the John Kincade Show here on The Fanatic. Steven Singer's got a brand new rose color just in time for Mother's Day. His famous real roses dipped and trimmed in that 24-karat gold. His new color, sunshine yellow. It's absolutely brilliant. And you know Steven Singer, he wants you to score points with Mom. Not that you should have to score points, but you know what she's been doing for you during this entire pandemic? And more importantly, how about your wife, who's a mom? From your kids. She would love one of these gold dip roses. And it's not just sunshine yellow. There's a spectacular selection of colors you can check out at IHateStevenSinger.com. You're going to feel good about taking care of Mom on Mother's Day. It's a win-win-win. They've got a lifetime guarantee. free personalized gift message. It's fast and free shipping, too. This is a great way to say I love you. It's a great way to honor your mom. All you have to do is go to IHateStevensinger.com and take advantage of it. These gold dip roses, they are a conversation piece, and they're beautiful, and you want one, and you want one now. Go to IHateStevensinger.com. Tell them John Kincade was the one that sent you in.
The John Kincade Show.
I am so excited, I can't stand it!
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia.
Well, if you're planning on hiring a lawn care service, doesn't it make sense to hire a company that provides better results and is safer for your family and pets? That's why I chose Natural Lawn of America. That's my lawn care company. Natural Lawn provides homeowners with greener grass and fewer weeds using an exclusive organic-based lawn care product. Now, this isn't a cookie-cutter lawn care service. Natural Lawn tailors their applications to your lawn-specific needs. And their unique approach to lawn care has reduced chemical pesticide use by 85%, creating a safer lawn for your family and pets to enjoy. Locally owned and operated for more than 30 years right here in the Delaware Valley, I trust my lawn to Natural Lawn, and you should too. Get the results you want and the peace of mind you deserve. Take advantage of their limited time offer. Schedule Natural Lawn's full service program, and you'll get free seeding every year. That's right, free seeding every year. Call 800-FREE-SEED. That's 800-FREE-SEED for my lawn care company, Natural Lawn of America. Greener grass, fewer weeds, guaranteed.
Golfers are in Augusta, Georgia to compete for the coveted jacket, and DraftKings, America's top-rated sportsbook app, is putting you in the center of the action by giving you 100-1 odds on the golfer of your choosing to finish in the top 10. I'm Adam Schefter, and it's simple. Pick any golfer from this week's tournament, and if they finish in the top 10, you cash $100. Sign up for DraftKings Sportsbook now to get in on all the action and choose your golfer before the tournament tees off Thursday morning. Download the top-rated DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code FANATIC when you sign up to turn $1 into $100 if the golfer of your choosing finishes in the top 10 of this weekend's tournament. That's code FANATIC for a limited time only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older. Pennsylvania only. New customers only. Restrictions apply. In partnership with Meadows Racetrack and Casino, see DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Drive-by birthday parties, virtual weddings. In a world full of things you never thought possible, here's one more. Now you can get Allstate's quality insurance at an affordable rate. When you bundle your home and auto, you'll save up to 25%. With Allstate, you can lower your rates, not your expectations. Visit Allstate.com or call an agent for a quote today.
In most states, prices vary based on how you buy. Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company, Allstate Vehicle and Property Insurance Company, and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Why would I quit my 9-to-5 to start a 9 to who knows when gaming company? Or eat pizza for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Oh, I gotta get that. How could my favorite tech be an app that helps run my business? No offense, smartphone. None taken. Or fill my garage with enough servers to power a small country? It's because I wanted to make it big in gaming. And QuickBooks suite of tools help me get there.
Intuit QuickBooks helps small businesses be more successful. Learn more at QuickBooks.com.
For the ones finding new ways to ensure the job always gets done. For the ones wearing many hats. For the ones who are hands-on, even from far away. And the ones keeping business moving forward. We are Grainger, offering supplies and solutions for every industry, with 24/7 support and experienced staff at over 250 local branches. Call, clickgrainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Welcome to the show. Are you ready for a ride?
Welcome to the show, America. This is Ford Truck Month. Get the best deals of the year on the only trucks built Ford tough. Drive home the all-new, completely redesigned 2021 Ford F-150, the legendary Performer Ford Super Duty, or the adventure-ready Ford Ranger. Work or play, count on Ford trucks to get the job done. But hurry, Ford Truck Month is one show you don't want to miss.
Welcome to the show.
Moisture in your house, cracks in your basement floor or walls, eroded foundation. These are all signs you could have mold in your home. DryTech Waterproofing Solutions is one of the top-rated mold remediation companies in Pennsylvania. Calling DryTech immediately could save you substantial repair costs down the road. They offer free evaluations, and Fanatic listeners can take advantage of 15% off just for mentioning the Missinelli Show. Don't let mold in your home. Visit DryTechCorp.com. It's DryTech Waterproofing Solutions. Protect your investment.
Progressive wants your pets to be their best selves, so we cover them in our auto policy. And we created this self-empowerment series just for them.
You are perched by the windowsill, working on a truly epic hairball. A lowly bird passes by and instinctively surrenders. You are feared by birds.
Get coverage for your pets with an auto policy from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Coverage for cats and dogs included with the purchase of collision coverage and is subject to policy terms.
If I'm not commuting anymore, where do I really want to live?
While you handle life's questions, Merrill Guided Investing helps you manage your portfolio and invest for your next move with the option to work with an advisor at a low cost and minimum. Merrill, a Bank of America company. Visit merrilledge.com/investing goals to get started today.
Investing involves risk. Merrill Lynch, Pierce, Fenner & Smith Incorporated, both a registered broker-dealer and investment advisor, member SIPC. Investment products are not FDIC insured or not bank guaranteed and may lose value.
All right, look, we all have the itch. We all have it. And, Jamie, I'm not talking about something bad with your body here, but we got the itch to golf. And sometimes the weather just doesn't cooperate, right? We wake up some days, John was complaining yesterday it was raining when we came in, although it turned out to be beautiful. You just don't know this time of the year. So you know what you have to do? You have to go have a ball at 5 Iron Golf in Center City.
% chance of rain tomorrow, and I want to golf.
Not at 5 Iron Golf. 100% chance of no precipitation whatsoever, Jamie.
Except the fine beverages that are served. And
the best beverages, the great food, and guess what? You can pick any course you want. You got to get down to 5 Iron Golf. We had so much fun there a couple of weeks ago. They have a full menu. You got to check it out. And if you want to go a lot, you should consider being a member. You can store your clubs there, use their locker rooms, and take advantage of the Golf Pro. Corey, he was the man. If you want to improve your golf game and get started with the sport, look no further than 5 Iron Golf on Chestnut Street in Center City. Visit 5 Iron at 2116 Chestnut Street in Center City and at 5irongolf.com.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
This is the radio show I always wanted to host here in Philly. Question is whether it's the one you've always wanted to listen to.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
9 o'clock hour of the John Kincade Show is brought to you by The Bagster. It's a dumpster in a bag. Get yours today at Home Depot and Lowe's. And for details, go to Bagster.com. I think Bob heard Pat get complimented on a read, and then Bob said, "Oh, really? Well, I can raise the roof on a read too."
He won up me.
5 Iron Golf, man. 100% chance, Jamie, of no precipitation.
Yeah.
At 5 Iron Golf.
Don't you forget it.
Just remember that.
It's just going to be raining birdies.
I'm telling you. Good work. And I've learned I will not question Adam Joseph again because it did get beautiful yesterday.
I was thinking of you yesterday when I was driving around and I didn't see a cloud all afternoon.
It did.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
I was driving to work with full wiper blades on.
Yeah.
So Adam
glosses over like 2 to 4:30 a.m.
He figures when everybody
Most people do.
When everybody's sleeping, Adam's like, well, all normal people are asleep, so we don't need to worry about that.
Those mutants in the morning, they'll be all right.
Exactly. Give me a break. Hey, as we start, remember your chance to win Sixers tickets coming up in less than 10 minutes to tonight's game, and it's going to be awesome. We're going to have some fun. Hey, Ben Simmons has taken a lot of criticism this season. Some of it earned, a lot of it ridiculously over the top. But here's a reason for all of us, in my opinion, to love Ben. It was an answer he gave after the Mavericks victory. He says when he was asked about having to beat the Nets to try and win a title, he had this to say.
Obviously, Brooklyn has a lot of talent. But at the end of the day, there's only one ball. You got to play defense too. So, we gotta come in prepared mentally.
I love you, Ben. Perfect. Classic. Very Philly of you. I love a little subtle word warfare. He gives him a little love, and then he says, there's only one ball, and you have to play defense. Ben Simmons, this city needs more of this, and you're obviously embracing it. Joel joined in by saying it's the Lakers that everybody should have to worry about because they're the champions and that the Nets haven't won anything yet. I love that too. Don't be a jerk in the press, but exude confidence without arrogance. Great job, Sixers. Go kick the Nets' backsides tonight, inside and out. And we're going to give you your chance to win Sixers tickets coming up in less than 7 minutes. Great job as we start the 9 o'clock hour with Bob and with Jamie and with Pat and with Coach and with Mike directing the show on YouTube and Twitch.tv and Connor answering your calls, who's going to be lining you up to play the Sixers game coming up.
Man, I'd love to be in there tonight. Even if it's not Kevin Durant, there's still going to be an atmosphere to this game. It's the tiebreaker.
If it's not Kevin Durant, I'm going to be... If there's no Durant, we already know there's no Harden. If there's no Durant and no Harden tonight, this game should be over.
Yes. Yeah, if 2 of the 3 are missing.
This game should be over, and it should be over early. And seriously, this should be over in the third quarter.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it should be. I mean, you have to come out. I said the other night when we watched the game against Dallas that the Sixers came out with kind of a purpose defensively. They were on their toes. They were on their feet. They were moving. I want to see, I don't care who's out there for the Nets tonight. I know what you said. But whoever it is, I need to see that energy again. Those are the great
right
teams.
Off the bat,
those are the great teams. The Spurs of years past when they would play the process Sixers. It didn't matter who was on the floor with you. You went out there and you did your business and you got your lead and you took care of business right away. That's what the Sixers need to do tonight, no matter who's on the floor.
Yeah, I want to see a shellacking. If there's no KD, mop them up. Mop them up, get the tiebreaker. It doesn't matter. Like, you need to send a message that 1 seed is that important to us.
And we want it.
And we want to bloody you up.
Correct.
I don't care if there's no KD. I'm equally amped, and I think Doc is going to have them
ready for tonight.
Yeah, I think it's important in that locker room.
Back to back, they played at 4:00 yesterday, and then boom.
I think they will be ready, and I think they will win. I'm on this weird, and I'm embarrassed to say it, but if the Nets are playing their B squad, kind of want the Sixers to throw up a dud, just get a wake up call. It's a hot take.
Wake up
It's a hot
do they
take.
need?
It's a bad hot take.
Wake them up from what?
It's not the best hot take. I'm going to admit it.
Yeah, let's not get the tiebreaker versus the team we're competing against.
Okay, it was stupid. I'll shut my mic off. I admit it. One of those I'm going to throw it out there, get your reaction.
I think you may have driven to the wrong radio station this morning, Pat. That is a
I meant to go to Penn FM.
That is a crazy take. I want to see an ass whooping tonight because I want the half game lead at all times.
Yes.
I want to know we're a half game up even when you're tied.
And as you said, those final 8 games of the year,
8 out of 9.
You can catch
8
up.
out of 9, you're playing non-playoff teams.
Yeah, so it's important because that 1 seed is for the taking.
A win today gets you your confidence to May 1st, which is a great date that you laid out there, a little closer.
Oh, yes. It does.
And
it helps next week versus Milwaukee, too.
Yeah, one of the first things I saw on Twitter this morning was, okay, look at the seedings right now. You would have Brooklyn playing Miami in the first round.
That's great.
In the first round.
And then having to play probably Milwaukee in the second. That's exactly what you want to avoid.
And you're waiting for them.
Yeah.
And this is a team that can't stay healthy. They're mentally not the toughest. And this is a team that I think you'd be happy to face after those two teams.
All you can ask for is the
with home court advantage.
Perceived best team or the odds, on favorite to have the toughest first round and second round matchup you could possibly want. So by the time you get them, look, if you get an Atlanta and whoever
in the second round,
you should be able to
Atlanta-Charlotte winner in the second round.
You should be able to handle that in 5 games and get a couple nights rest. And if Brooklyn isn't getting those nights rest, that's a huge difference.
Yeah.
Huge.
I'm telling you, this could be. I'll feel so much better tomorrow that this spring into summer is going to be special if you just give me that tiebreaker tonight. And I know it seems like it should be a 3-foot putt.
Should be if there's no KD.
Perfectly. But I'll feel so much better having that little half game edge knowing because I don't think Milwaukee will be there.
Yeah.
Getting that number 1
But if
spot.
KD does play and you win?
Oh, yeah, it's even better.
Oh, that's a confidence builder right there.
The bad part is I love, as much as I know it would be more risky, I have such respect for Kevin Durant, the player. and how he plays the game and watching him play.
Yeah.
To me, he is one of the greatest players I've ever laid eyes on as far as to watch and just watch the quality of his play and I don't want to say effortless because that makes it seem
he makes it look effortless.
He just is he's so smooth. He's so talented.
Yeah, and the one thing that...
And I don't like him because I'm not...
I don't
think a lot of people do.
But the one thing that Ben Simmons said about, there's only one basketball. Well, but
they share it well.
One of the things I put out there last week, all of them, meaning Harden, Irving, and Durant, they share the ball, and they share it well. I mean, since Durant's been back, limited minutes, he's averaging about 5 assists a game. We know what Harden does. We know what Irving can do passing the ball.
Harden leads the league in assists.
Yeah, when Durant went to Golden State, the thing I've made before, he seamlessly joined 2 big scorers. It's still something to worry about.
Harden being a ball hog it's absolutely false.
Yes.
It's false.
Yes, he leads the league in assists.
And his numbers in assists, but for his career.
11.
He's not a ball hog.
He's a double-digit assist guy.
Now, also, though, coming up small in some big spots.
Sure.
Is also part of that resume.
Yeah.
And I'm counting on that happening again. I'm counting on that to be a part of the equation again.
I've never seen the 2 straight-line players that are almost impossible to guard, he and Russell Westbrook. Are the 2 that since I've been watching up close that are just impossible to stop.
Okay, breakfast is sizzling at Wawa. You get 2 for $4 Sizzlies. Grab any 2 Wawa Sizzlies for $4 and enjoy a delicious breakfast on the go. It is time for you to win tickets to tonight's Sixers game. If you can go to the game tonight, you are going to want to call us at 610-632-0975. We are going to play Sixers Knockout Trivia. You want to go to the game tonight? We can get you in the building, and let's just say extremely limited tickets, so you're going to want to call at 610-632-0975 to get to go to the game tonight. You're also going to have to answer some questions. Now, Bob, your homework, you probably spent hours on this last night, going over these questions and coming up with them.
Hours might be cutting it a little short.
I mean, he was profound in his preparation for this.
No.
5 contestants will be a part of this. So as soon as we get 5 contestants,
didn't take long for the lines to light up there.
When Connor gets you locked down,
is this a big game or something?
Yeah, it's a really big game tonight. What's funny is I have friends of mine telling me I'm overstating it today.
No, it's a tiebreaker. It's huge.
It is huge. And I said
you're going to be neck and neck down to the end.
What if they both end with the same amount of wins?
Yeah.
It's huge.
Right. People knocking it down because of who's not playing for Brooklyn doesn't matter. It's huge for the reasons that you said.
And we don't even officially know if KD's not going to play. The line just kind of tells you that.
We do not know. So we're looking for our 5. We've got 5 contestants. I see 5 names up there now. So we've got our 5. So now we can begin. Bob Cooney, I introduce you. Here's the rules for everybody. You're going to be asked a trivia question by Bob. If you answer the question correctly, now we have 6 names.
We have a good representation of towns.
We have 6 names.
We got Delco, we got Bucks County, we got the city.
What are you doing, Connor? We got 6 names.
Montgomery County.
No, that's on me.
There's 5 contestants.
Oh boy.
So you're gonna say there.
Egan screwed it up.
6 contestants. All right, here we go.
I blame Egan.
Answer the question. You survive.
Yes.
Bob and Concha Hawkins up first. Bob, say hello to Bob.
Bob, how are you, buddy?
Good.
You doing all right?
Yep.
Yeah, man.
All right, here we go. Question number 1 for Bob and Concha Hawkins. We can't make this easy, Bob, so I got to ask you, who is the Sixers franchise all-time leading scorer?
Wilt Chamberlain.
Wilt Chamberlain is incorrect.
Oh.
Yeah, Jason, who do we got?
Jason, we're going to go to Jason in Philadelphia.
Jason, how are you, buddy?
Hey, what's going on?
All right, here we go. Sixers thinking cap. Whose nickname was Chocolate Thunder?
Chocolate Thunder. That's Daryl Dawkins.
Daryl Dawkins is correct.
Okay, now you are in the
Jason
running.
stays in it.
Jason is in the game, and he could be the winner if the next 3 guys get it wrong. So
4.
Let's try a 4. Thanks to Pat. Here's Ben in Ridley Park.
Hey, Ben, how are you, buddy?
Good, how you doing?
All right, here we go. The year the Sixers won the championship in 1983, who was their head coach?
God,
Oh, sorry, Ben. Sorry, Ben. Sorry, Ben.
Jeez.
He's not the sons of Ben.
No, he is not.
What happened there with Ben? Why is Ben not hung up on? Oh, no, I just hung up on him there. Let's see Matt in Lansdale. Matt, Jason's sweating this out here. So, Matt, here's your question from Bob.
All right, Matt, you ready for this?
Yeah.
This number 34 is retired by the 76ers. Who wore that number?
Charles Barkley.
Charles Barkley is correct.
Boy, some of these questions are fundamental, and some of them are just...
you got to earn it.
Luck of the draw. So
right?
Jason and Matt have survived. Let's see if Nick survives in Whitehall. Nick, here's your question from Bob.
Nick, how you doing, buddy?
I'm good, brother. How you doing?
All right, you sound like a younger man, so I'm going to give you a younger question here.
Oh, you're cheating.
No, I'm not. It's just on the list. I'm going in order. Allen Iverson has 885 threes as a Sixer, which is the most by a member of the Sixers. This process player is second with 707. Who is it?
JJ Redick.
JJ Redick is incorrect. Wasn't a part of the process.
Wow. So Nick in Whitehall is done. He's still on the board.
Land of Saquon Barkley.
Let's see if... Okay, we got 2 contestants that have survived. Let's see if Raj, our 6th contestant,
Yardley.
survives.
Here we go, Raj.
What's going on, Raj?
Hey, Bob. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Raj, you ready for this one?
I hope so.
All right. Who was the last Villanova basketball player drafted by the Sixers?
Oh, gosh. He got traded to the Phoenix Suns. Why am I forgetting his name?
You got it. Come on.
Malik.
He's cousin with Devon Givens. Mikal Bridges would be your correct answer.
All right, so Jason
tricky,
and Matt.
tricky.
Jason and Matt have survived. Now we're down to 2. So we can't get rid of Jason. If Jason misses this question, we can't get rid of Jason.
Yes, because Matt has to get it right.
Because Matt has to get it right. So
That's
we're
right.
going to go to Jason. Jason, here's your second question.
All right, Jason, here we go. The last time the Sixers won a playoff series, who did they beat?
The Celtics?
Celtics is incorrect.
All right, so we're putting Jason on hold.
Oh, Matt.
Matt in Lansdale is at the free throw line with a chance to win it.
Oh, come on,
Here,
Matt.
Here's your question.
All right, Matt. Do I? The Brooklyn Nets was the answer to that last question.
Yes.
Pat's in my ear here. Okay, here we go. Matt, in his 4 seasons in the NBA, actually 3+ this year, has Ben Simmons attempted in those seasons altogether more than 35 three-pointers?
No.
No is correct.
Yeah! Matt in Lansdale.
In his 3+ seasons, this being his 4th, Ben Simmons has attempted 33.
Matt, enjoy the game tonight.
Thank you.
You are going tonight. Matt in Lansdale will attend the game tonight. Good
Have
job.
a beer for me, Matt.
Good job, Matt.
Enjoy yourself. Now, he's going to the game, and you suggest have the beer?
Yeah, for me, because I want to be there drinking a
What
beer.
about the game?
Well,
It's
yeah,
he's
but the
gonna
beer,
be there
it makes the experience
Why wouldn't
better.
you say heckle James Harden?
All right, Pat said I didn't give some answers. Allen Iverson leads the team with 885 threes most as a Sixer. Who was second? This process player. I'll let you guys guess.
Process Sixer. Second?
Second all time made three-pointers.
Wow. My brain's in a pretzel right now.
You love this guy, too. He's one of your all-time favorites.
Why am I brain farting real bad?
Rocco. Robert
Rocco second?
Covington, yes.
Really?
Holy hell.
Yeah. Mikal Bridges was the answer as the last Villanova player that was drafted.
Wow.
And there we go.
Covington?
Wow.
700?
That shot.
How about
What was
that?
it?
Yeah,
707.
707.
You want me to say something that'll get Anthony going?
Yes.
He was overhated on here. That's it.
Well, I already
That's nice and simple.
Covington was overhated on?
Yeah.
I already told you that Covington.
I'm with Anthony on this one.
He's fine. He's a good player.
I've already
What?
I'm sorry. I don't know about.
He's a good player.
What do I know?
He's a role player.
You're sounding like Schefter with Howie here.
I'm not saying he's like even nearing great.
What did I say to you? I expected more out of Covington.
I keep looking at the door. I think Anthony's
But
gonna
why?
Because
He came from nowhere.
But I thought he was more, and he wasn't.
I didn't. I didn't expect more. I thought he grew as a player while I was here.
Sure.
Like I was with the team the day he came, and I looked at him. I said, "Okay, he's a legitimate shooter," and he grew into a really good defensive player too.
Yeah.
Good player. Just say it. It's not overlauding him.
Good,
He's okay.
Good means better than average. He was an average.
I'd call him
player,
about
at
average.
best.
Yeah.
He was an average player.
He's a better than average defender, and he's
Yes,
a better
but
than
he
average career 3-point shooter. The rest of his game, he can't make
a Boston series.
He couldn't make a layup.
Well, guess what? We have another player,
But
on the
he's a
team
good
who can't
player.
make layups either.
Oh yeah. Wow, way to be a downer, John.
I'm just saying, you can't make layups
My
either.
God.
Hey, remember, go to the Tell a Friend promotion at 97.5thefanatic.com. It's up there right now. It's right on 97.5thefanatic.com. It's the Tell a Friend logo. Also on the Twitter account. Good job there, Pat. You can register yourself and then register up to 5 of your friends, because starting Monday, April the 26th, for a week at 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. each day, we will name one of your friends' names.
Easy.
That friend is going to have 20 minutes to call us back, and if they do, your friend and you qualify for the grand prize, the 24-hour rental of the Slingshot Autocycle from Philly Slingshot Rentals, and a night out on the town in a chauffeured Rolls-Royce, courtesy of Imaging Lifestyles, luxury car rentals. It's awesome. Imagine Lifestyles. It's spelled wrong. For rentals of Lamborghini to Ferrari, Bentley, Rolls, Mercedes, and more, visit them at imaginelifestyles.com. Grand prize will be awarded Friday the 30th at 9:45 a.m.
Nice. Very easy. Tell your friends. It's simple.
Very easy. And then you got to be listening. And guess what? If you hear your friend's name on the air, you realize
them.
then that means you're a winner too.
Yes.
If you could just get them to
You
call
got to fight for your dumb friends out there.
They got to call in.
Real
I
quick,
want to ask you guys some trivia.
I just want to ask one question.
All right,
Yes.
go ahead.
Is Matisse Thybulle a good NBA player?
He's just starting out.
Yeah.
He's just starting out.
But you'd say he's good?
Oh my God, I'm not going down this road.
Would you say he's good?
Yeah, I'd say he's good.
Then Robert Covington's good.
I would take him over Robert Covington.
Well, that's a different story.
I think
No,
you
it's
would-
not. If I say
How about
he's
this?
good and I would take him
bet
over
you-
Robert
I bet
Covington,
you
that would make
30, Jamie, I'll tell you why Bob's right on this one. I would bet you 30 GMs out of 30 would take Thybulle.
Well, at this point in their career, yeah.
No, but 30 GMs, given what their skill sets are, I bet you 30 out of 30 would take Thybulle.
Are we saying that their age is the same and their
Yes.
money's the same?
Yes.
I don't know about that. I think it's closer
Look,
than you
if
think.
if you put Covington on a court, Thybulle on a court, 2-3 years into their NBA careers,
then I think
I'm
they're taking Thybulle. I think 30 GMs are.
I don't think it's 30.
Well, I don't know what you saw in Covington then.
I saw the
You saw
decent.
potential. You saw potential.
Give me
Yeah, but
two
now you're
guys.
saying, wait a minute. Now you're changing your words. Now you're saying
I'm saying he's a good NBA player.
Okay, but you said decent. That you even lowered it down. You lowered it down.
That's intriguing.
He's a good NBA player. I'm just saying, if you say
said
Matisse,
decent.
He's an average
if you say
NBA
Matisse Thybulle
I
is
said
good,
average.
Robert Covington
I
is
said
good.
average.
I would take
He's better than
take
average.
Thybulle over
And
Covington.
you went from good
That's
to decent.
your choice.
Which is a notch down. Saying someone's a decent player.
Well, it's because
is
you
a
guys are
notch
trying
down.
to bully me about
we
somebody
are.
that's
We
a
are.
good
You're
NBA
the one
player.
that brought it
He's
up.
good.
I'm not
He's not
bullying
great.
you.
He's not bad. He's just good.
He's average.
He's better than average. Average is. I mean, we can pick out a lot of average.
All
players.
right, I think he's overrated defensively.
I don't totally disagree with you, but he's pretty good.
I'm going to tell you right now, the hills Jamie's willing to die on do impress me. They do impress me.
Robert Covington is to Jamie what Adam Hazley is to Patty.
Yeah, Anthony Blood, he took the bayonet and was jabbing me in the stomach on Covington Hill, and I was just there bleeding out. There's nothing I can do about it, but he is a good NBA player.
I texted a buddy today and said I will die on that.
Guess what? You're going to be.
I'm gonna be dead.
Guess what? I'm bringing the chalk for the body outline.
Well, you already have a toe
another
tag from
week.
the Flyers. Just put it on Pat.
It's so bad. It is so bad. It's unbelievable. All right, we still have time. You want to get in and you want to chat with us on anything, we'd love to hear from you on the stuff we've been debating today, except Robert Covington, who I don't want to hear talked about again, at 610-632-0975.
Is this crossover going to end soon?
610-632-0975. We had some debate over Ruben Amaro Jr. And I think it's going to be fun. We didn't do the show before the show. We'll get to it next on the John Kincade Show here on 97.5 The Fanatic. So you need new windows. I know you're beyond the winter cold. You're not thinking about snowstorms and ice anymore, so windows may not be top of mind. But do you realize that during the summertime, you're going to be running that air conditioning in your home, you're going to want to be cool and comfortable, and the hot air is going to be seeping in and the cold air is going to be seeping out because you got bad windows. That's why Window Nation wants to help you out. Call 866-90-NATION and take advantage of their great deal right now. How about 50% off every style of Window Nation window? We're talking bows, we're talking bays, picture windows, garden windows, any style, any color, you're going to get 50% off. Plus, you're going to get 0% financing for 18 months. That's a spectacular deal. So don't put off the winter windows in the summer. You know you need them for next winter, but you're going to need them this summer, so get this great deal while you can get it. 50% off every style of Window Nation window, every style, every color, plus 0% financing for 18 months. Call them at 866-90-NATION, 866-90-NATION. Do your window shopping online at windownation.com.
The John Kincade Show.
Oh, geez, look at the butt on that. Yeah, he must work out.
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia. Win $500 7 times a day. Fast.
97.5 The Fanatic presents The Fanatic 500.
Start your engine!
The Fanatic 500.
Listen at 8, 10, noon, 2, 4, 6, and 8 for your chance to win $500 fast.
The Fanatic 500, your fastest way to win $500. The Fanatic 500 from the Parks Casino Sportsbook app, the official sportsbook partner of the Real Philly Fan. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
And 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Hi, I'm Steven Singer, the I Hate Steven Singer guy. But you know who loves me? All the women who are lucky enough to get one of my exclusive 24-karat gold dip roses for Mother's Day. Get your mom or the mother of your children one of my beautiful gold dip roses in exclusive colors perfect for mom. A real rose, preserved in pure 24-karat gold. They start at $59. It'll come shipped for free in my signature gift box with your own personalized Mother's Day card. That's free shipping, free lifetime guarantee, free personalized Mother's Day card, and a luscious new color that you can only get at IHateStevenSinger.com. So stop what you're doing right now and start her bouquet of love. Order now and receive free shipping and get your rose by Mother's Day. Online at IHateStevenSinger.com. On the phone, 888-I-HATE-STEVEN-SINGER. Or in our showroom at the other corner of 8th and Walnut. Only available at Steven Singer Jewelers. One place, one price.
Drowning in IRS debt? If you can't afford to pay your IRS debt due to economic hardship, you can now be free of IRS collection efforts by taking advantage of a special IRS tax hardship program. This program allows Americans who owe the IRS to resolve their delinquent tax debt once and for all. In some cases, maybe even reducing what you owe significantly. An open phone line has been established by Community Tax for consumers to call and see if they qualify. Simply dial 800-506-6041. If you owe back taxes to the IRS and cannot afford to pay them back or have years of unfiled tax returns, help is standing by. Just call the Community Tax Helpline today at 800-506-6041 for the help that you need. Don't take on the IRS alone. They can attack your wages, savings, pension, home, and even your Social Security check. Call 800-506-6041 to see if you qualify. That's 800-506-6041.
Amazon is hiring near you, looking for team members who know that their work is important and that every package matters. Find a job that fits your life with competitive wages, reliable hours, and benefits. Let's work together, from boxing it up to sending it on its way. Every step offers a different role and schedule. So, are you ready to work together in your community? Visit Amazon.com/apply to see what's available. That's Amazon.com/apply. Amazon is an equal opportunity employer.
What do you get when you talk to a Dell Technologies advisor? You get someone who understands there's an art to listening, who's able to hear more than what's being said, and can provide tailored small business solutions that make you feel truly heard. For advice on everything from laptops to the cloud and solutions powered by Intel vPro platform, call an advisor today at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL to talk to an advisor today who's ready to help with all your small business needs. 877-ASK-DEL.
Introducing touch-free payments from PayPal, a safe way for your customers to pay. Simply download the PayPal app and display your own unique QR code for your customers to scan. Whether you're a market seller,
I'll take 2 tomatoes and a cucumber.
poodle pamperer, piano tuner, or plumber. Signing up to accept touch-free payments for your business is easy. Touch-free QR code payments. Shop safe with PayPal.
Need a part for your car? My Auto Store is one of the largest auto recyclers on the East Coast with over 100,000 used parts in stock, which come with a 6-month warranty. Get your car back in tip-top shape with parts from My Auto Store. Go to myautostore.com and use the promo code FANATIC for 15% off your first order. Or call 215-4MY-PART and mention the word FANATIC. That's myautostore.com and use the promo code FANATIC for 15% off your first order plus free shipping. myautostore.com. Your used auto parts warehouse.
It's like I blinked and suddenly all my business shifted to e-commerce.
Now, my business hours are whenever my customers need me.
My customers want everything now and faster than ever. It's a whole different world.
Your business is changing. The United States Postal Service is changing with it. We're bringing you fast, reliable shipping nationwide, and we're bringing it right when your customers need it. Let's discover new routes. Visit USPS.com/new routes. The United States Postal Service. Priority, you.
To all you do-it-yourselfers, get ready to welcome Fram into the fam. Because America's #1 oil filter brand now has their own new line of motor oil and fluids. And it's only at Advance and CarQuest Auto Parts. Stop into Advance and choose from 4 new Fram oil change bundles starting at just $20.99. They have the oil and filters you need to keep your engine running stronger, longer. Advance your auto at Advance Auto Parts and participating CarQuest locations. See store for details.
If this warmer weather has you looking for a new vehicle, maybe a nice convertible, you'll find it at North Penn Mazda on Route 309 in Colmar. Check out the gorgeous brand new state-of-the-art showroom. Enjoy incredible lease deals, low financing offers, and other incentives. And North Penn Mazda is ready to serve you wherever you're comfortable, whether that's on the phone, online, or in person in the brand new showroom. Find your next Mazda at North Penn Mazda. The right experience, the right choice. NorthPennMazda.com.
Listen to 97.5 The Fanatic everywhere. On Alexa at 975thefanatic.com, the Fanatic app, and now on radio.com. Live.
All right, the Parks Casino Sportsbook app has some juicy lines out there. If I really think Kevin Durant's not playing tonight, do I jump all over the Sixers early, or is this just a trap? Let's just say after a really hot streak in March, April hasn't been as kind. And the Parks Casino Sportsbook app gives you every chance to rebound. And right now, they give you the free chance to rebound. How about this? As a new customer, you can make your first bet risk-free up to $500. You will love all the player props. You'll love all the in-game props. And I can tell you, if Durant's not playing tonight, and Harden, we already know is not playing tonight, man, there are some juicy numbers out there. Bet online with the name you trust, the Parks Casino Sportsbook app. Get the home field advantage by downloading it now or go to parkscasino.com/PA. Use the promo code FANATIC and get involved in the action. Plus, the Phillies have their ace going tonight, so maybe you want to get on that one. You got to be 21 and in Pennsylvania. If you got a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
I can't wait to finally see what my new coworkers look like once we get these masks off. I'm expecting to be disappointed.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Thanks so much for making the John Kincade Show part of your daily routine. Those of you who stream us all day long, we really appreciate you having the radio in the palm of your hand anywhere you go on your phone, your mobile device. Thank you for streaming all the time. Thank you if you're watching on Twitch and YouTube. And we appreciate everybody who listens at 97.5 The Fanatic and makes us a part of your day. We see you, we hear you, and we appreciate you very, very much. Now, the one thing is, it appears, is just by gauging on social media, the Robert Covington conversation is, I'm going to just quote 2 people.
How did we get here?
I'll quote 2 people. That is 2.5 minutes of my life that I will never get back. And,
this is Bob's fault for putting a trivia question in with his answers.
And I have no idea why Robert Covington would get such a vehement defense in this town. What did he ever do?
Vehement defense? I said he was a good NBA player. How is that a vehement defense? That's it. That's all I'm saying. He disappeared in the playoffs. He wasn't clutch. He couldn't make a layup. That's not a vehement defense.
Tell me something fun about Beers with Bob tonight, Bob. You won't be talking about Robert Covington tonight, correct?
No. We'll be looking at the lines, not only for tonight's game, but future lines as far as Sixers go. Maybe even your Brooklyn Nets, see where that's happening. And, we'll have a lot of fun with the baseball lines, everything.
A lot of fun.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, FanDuel Sportsbook. Absolutely. 6 to 7.
Check it out. NJ Diet can balance your hormones where the side effect is weight loss. We're talking 20 to 40-plus pounds. Contractually obligated, and it's guaranteed to you. So call 855-5NJ-DIET or go to njdiet.com. So Beers with Bob tonight and Chunas. It'll be fun, and I'm sure Anthony will be very spirited when he comes in today. Which we are not talking about Robert Covington during the crossover.
Oh,
so
he's going to come at my neck.
They're not. Then cancel the crossover for doing that. In the linchpin, though.
Well, this walks us into our next topic, John, doesn't it?
There is a guy that we have some differing opinions on. Let's bring him to the table.
This is the linchpin.
So, two of Phillies fans' favorite subjects, Ruben Amaro Jr. and Bobby Abreu. Am I right?
Bobby Abreu didn't move the needle, did he? I mean, really?
So this started because Ruben put out a tweet the other day that basically said, Bobby Abreu, I forget I'm trying to dig it out. Oh, it says, Bobby was one of the more underrated and underappreciated Phillies ever to don the red pinstripes. Now, I tend to agree.
I think he's right.
I think he's incredibly underappreciated here. He was kind of ahead of his time in the on-base kind of new era of baseball that we're in, and he still was able to hit with power. And look, he was a pretty damn good glove, and he had a rocket of an arm. He didn't dive. He didn't run into the wall. We all know that. I think he's just underappreciated, and he was a phenomenal hitter.
Is anybody going to argue this?
Yes.
I don't argue it a little bit.
A lot of people. So the first two tweets I just put out, I agree with you, Rube, basically, first two tweets I get from Matt R. I mean, the manager of the team basically called him a stat collector, and they immediately got better after they traded him. So there's that. Then John Strayer says, Jamie, it's too early in the afternoon to be drinking the Kool-Aid. Bobby put up big stats in meaningless games. Not to mention he was afraid of the warning track, the wall, and grass stains.
Okay, I always thought that.
He was.
That he wasn't the kind of guy that would bang up against the wall. He wasn't the kind of guy who was...
He wasn't.
And
he wasn't a Philly guy.
And to me, that doesn't... But here's the one thing. Did you really tweet back to Ruben Amaro Jr. and say Rube?
No. I quote tweeted and I said something like, I completely agree or something like that.
Okay, good. I'm glad you didn't tweet back Rube.
No, but Bobby Abreu is one of those guys where a minuscule aspect of his game that we perceive as negative...
There you go.
Him not Aaron Rowan breaking his face in the outfield wall
was like a 220 hitter. Aaron
Rowan.
Like he's a hero. A
lot of people will say Aaron Rowan was great and then crush Bobby Abreu.
Bobby Abreu is 100 times the player. 100 times that Aaron Rowan.
He's one of the best Philly hitters in the last 25 years.
I can't believe it. But I need to. I need to get to where this really is going, though. Ruben Amaro Jr.
I kind of like some of his insights. Because I'm separating the two.
Off our show.
What is the major reason that the Phillies run ended as soon as it did, and the Phillies have been in baseball poopdom?
Because their farm system sucks, and he never developed it.
Because of Ruben Amaro Jr.
Well, it's yes, but it's also bigger than him. But it's bigger than him.
But he was number one reason that the run didn't go longer.
But he tried.
No, he tried. He gave
you the 4 aces.
He gave the lifetime achievement, and he overdid it. He overdid that.
The Phillies don't have a farm system ever, so I can't put that all on Rube.
Rube was the number one reason. He was tossed the keys of a world champion, and he ran the car into a ditch.
I'm not saying he's great. I just enjoy him on TV.
Why would you bring him?
I don't even know. I'm alone here.
Why is he the analyst for the Phillies? The reason I've watched crap baseball...
He's a lifelong MLBer.
The reason I've watched crap baseball is because of Ruben Amaro Jr. as one of the if you're going to do a Mount Rushmore, and God knows a lot of people in this market love doing them, if you're going to do a Mount Rushmore of the crapdom of the Phillies, his face is engraved, and I think it's engraved in one of the top 2 spots.
Wow, I think that's
where they're at right now.
Pretty one of many.
No, he is, but he's one of the reasons that you're in purgatory, and they bring him in to be the analyst for the Phillies. That doesn't make sense.
He's been a player, a coach, a GM.
But it doesn't make sense.
But if you're looking at it, if you want baseball insight in your broadcast, I mean, he's a lifelong MLBer.
Where was the baseball insight when he was running that team that he's now analyzing?
He tried. I mean, there was
shush with the trying.
I mean,
seriously, everybody tries it.
You didn't like 2012?
Everybody tried. Guess what? It was short term. Push all your chips to the center of the table and then bankrupt the franchise.
I gotta find a lot of. I don't think we could find a handful of people that before 2012 were upset with what he did.
Yeah,
I gotta tell you, I thought they were too. I thought it was way too aggressive.
Or 2011, I should say.
Too aggressive on the pitching end. I really did. I thought it was too aggressive on the pitching end, starting pitching.
I thought that was one of the most fun seasons ever entering a Philly season.
2011 was a fantastic year. But the thing is, I don't look at it as when you take over something, I want sustained excellence.
Well,
and he was tossed the
bigger
keys
than
and he
Rube.
ran it down.
That's bigger than Rube, though. That exists throughout their history. That's not exclusive to him.
He had the keys. This was a different
So did
era.
Matt Klentak. So did the people before him.
Matt Klentak took over the crap that Rube had set up for him.
And did worse, potentially.
I can't imagine.
We don't know what his is going to yield. If
He
Bryson
was given a
Stott
stacked deck.
At a major league level.
Yes. And he made the wrong moves. He did the wrong things. That puts us into a decade.
Look, I'm not saying
he's
great. I
don't honestly remember the young play. Did he trade young players away that turned out to be something for? I don't know what the Oswalt and Cliff Lees
Carrasco. I never understood the
Carrasco was the big one.
Here's why I didn't like it. And by the way, I can say I did not like the philosophy, Pat. I didn't like the philosophy because I watched it play out in Atlanta. You can have 3-4 great starters. And you can win one World Series because you need a lineup. You need to worry about the lineup. And by the way, you need to also cut ties with guys before they go downhill instead of giving them lifetime achievement contracts.
That's where we disagree. I think that they had a good lineup. I think they ran into a Cardinals team that just had a good series against them. Like I think they would have won the World Series.
Lineup was
my
lineup's
nasty. My problem with Ruben Amaro was the fact that when it came time to sell, he got crap.
Yes.
And that's the difference between Alex Anthopoulos of the Braves, who goes, okay, we have Shelby Miller. He sucks.
We're going to get
I can go get Dansby Swanson for him. And Ruben Amaro got nothing other than Zach Eflin, which is good. But,
give me a bad GM for the Sixers.
A bad GM for the Sixers?
The Sixers with a bad track record GM.
All of them between 85 and 2001.
Just give me one.
Brad Greenberg.
Okay, Brad Greenberg. Hey, welcome to NBC Sports Philadelphia. Here's Brad Greenberg, Sixers
But
analyst.
Ruben wasn't that. This 2011, you act like 2011 was dog crap.
No.
They had Chooch, Howard, Utley, Rollins, Polanco, Ibanez, Victorino, and Pence.
But Jamie, what you're trying to do is you're trying to sustain. So when you have all the chips in your thing, you say, okay, this lineup's going to get old, and they're going to get old fast. Let's deal, and let's get some more talent in there. Let's get younger guys in there. Let's reshape the roster.
That's why Hunter Pence came in.
So we sustain it.
But that's a bigger than Rube problem. The farm system has been trash for 5 decades.
It has not been a good thing for this franchise.
That's not exclusively on Ruben.
So Ruben was riding out the good part of the Ford system that they had, right? So he's riding out the Ryan Howard.
Wait a minute.
Well, they were 30. They were in their 30s.
He took over after the second year of the run.
Right. I'm talking 11 exclusively here.
Remember, he had 9, 10, 11.
Right.
So he had those. He was sitting atop of a pile of gold, and didn't transform the roster and get younger and get smarter. And by the way, when you make deals, get talented younger players from other organizations.
Well, I agree. That's where he killed himself. Was selling off and waiting too long on certain pieces.
By the way, as I said to you in the beginning of it, absolutely believe Ruben Amaro has very insightful things. He does offer very good insights. He gives very good insights.
So that's why he was hired.
But it's odd to bring back who didn't you like from the Flyers? Who didn't like and bring back guys to be the analysts for the team?
But if you're looking for insight to the game,
there's nobody else.
I understand why they hired him. I really do.
Yeah, I haven't thought that much about the Ruben Amaro behind the mic or anything like that. Well, bringing him back, yeah, I mean, lifetime Philly. His father was a lifetime Philly. He played the game. He managed the game. He was a GM in the game. All of those things together, you would think, all right, throw him behind the mic. Sure, he's going to have some great insight.
And I do think he does. That's where I'll say I'll be fair. I think he does have really good insights.
Yeah,
it's strange to me. That's a strange hire. It's a hire that I don't think. I'm going to challenge you to find any other organization that does that has that guy brought back. You're in purgatory, and he's one of the major reasons why we've been in purgatory. One of the major reasons.
And he was also GM during one of the most fun stretches of Phillies of my life.
Pat Gillick built the team.
I mean, he went and got you Roy Oswalt and Cliff Lee and Doc Halladay.
He said, boom, 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 boom. Push the chips.
And what?
I think he did.
Well, I would have done the same thing if I was him at that time.
You would have?
Yeah, you have Ryan Howard, Chase Utley, Jimmy Rollins, Raul Bañez. All these guys are in their 30s, and I'm trying to win one more championship, and I say, okay, I got really good bats, and I can go out and get really good arms. I would have done the exact same thing to try to get a championship.
You just would have gotten. You would have hoped to get better players in other deals that you did.
Sure, but outside Carlos Carrasco, he didn't really give away much.
I got to tell you,
he didn't get enough in return selling off. That was his demise.
Absolutely.
And I agree on that.
And that's why this team's where it's at.
No, to me, it's because they have an ineptitude in developing and drafting good talent.
So when he had the control of the...
And he's a part of that, but he's not all of it.
No, I didn't say he was all of it. You're putting words in that didn't exist. I didn't say he was all of it. He was a major part of why we're in baseball purgatory. I didn't say he was all of it.
Okay. I don't even know if I could go major.
He had control of the organization for 4 seasons or 5 seasons.
Yeah, but as Jamie said, it's been a
plus years.
I got you.
Long time.
So he didn't
do anything. So if you put Ruben Amaro up there as a GM and you label, what's your first label to him? Mine is that he got that unbelievable starting pitching.
Mine is he tried.
Yeah.
4 aces.
4 aces has to be directly put to Ruben Amaro. Successful GM, you can't go there because they had enough to win a World Series and they didn't.
I'd say, too, I always ask the question, and some will say it's unfair. Like I asked the Brett Brown question, so Ruben's on the street. So how many other of the franchises were calling and saying, yeah, that's the guy that we want to lead? Well, based on what he did in Philly.
That's the guy we want to lead first base, the Boston Red Sox.
Yeah,
exactly.
First base
because
coach.
Good teams value farm systems, and nobody from a Phillies team is
ever. They watched the job that he did in Major League Baseball and didn't hire him. They had a chance to hire him. Another team could have said, if they thought he was just being screwed by what the Phillies organization was, he would have had another job. He never had another job, another sniff. Nobody was saying, you know what? He did get screwed by the Phillies system. They looked at the job that he did, and all the other teams.
That's fine. He tried to win me a title and came pretty damn close.
Hey, if you need a part for your car, My Auto Store has over 100,000 used parts in stock. Go to myautostore.com and use promo code Fanatic. Save 50% plus get free shipping. Myautostore.com, your used auto parts warehouse. Can be a part of everything. Now, strange story about Usher. This is a strange story. So Usher goes to
Jamie loves it.
Usher goes to an adult entertainment facility. Do you call it? What do you call it?
Establishment?
Establishment.
There you go.
And Usher's throwing around money with his face on it.
Usher bucks.
Do any of our sponsors give out these bucks? Because I'll take some.
Usher is worth $180 million net worth. Now, apparently,
but Usher bucks are worth $1.5 billion.
It's the new dog coin.
You got to go to Usher Bank, though.
So TMZ has a story that it was kind of a big old misunderstanding, and that
misunderstanding that you have bills with your face on them.
They have trade-in value, or they do not have trade-in value. Like, I don't understand, but they have his face on dollar bills, and he's throwing them around the strip clubs.
By the way, I thought that was illegal.
I thought so too, but I guess when you're worth $180 million, you kind of get the benefit of the doubt.
I didn't think
that's what he's worth.
That's his net worth.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked he's worth $100.
Oh, he's a big time producer, and
I'm still shocked.
Yeah,
and when you've got it bad.
I'm assuming that's a lyric.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, he's been around for a long time now.
Yes,
probably 20 to 25 years, so that doesn't shock me.
Yeah, it is.
But what the hell? Usher bucks?
Usher bucks.
What are you doing, man?
Yeah, the DJ falling in love tonight. That's what he had him doing.
Very good.
And he was screaming, yeah.
See?
So he apparently was.
This is all going over Jamie's
Yeah,
head.
I'm not a huge Usher guy. Sorry.
You're not even a minimal Usher guy.
No.
You're just a big Robert Covington guy.
Now, apparently he was.
And Ruben Amaro Jr.
He was giving money on the side to the girls, but the Usher bucks went. He was trending yesterday, and I was like, why the hell is Usher trending? Oh, Usher bucks.
Hey, you got another chance to win $500 in our Fanatic 500 cash contest coming up at 10 with Anthony Gargano, where Anthony will have the biggest story of the day. So The Bachelor was gay?
Colton Underwood. I just saw that trending.
What?
The Bachelor was gay. He came out as
Bachelor?
The Bachelor on The Bachelor.
This was a guy that I did a story on.
You love
during
Colton
Takes
Underwood.
one time
During
about.
Takes?
Yeah, he was the guy who was stalking the girl.
And got in trouble, got arrested.
He got
right?
she had to put a restraining order because she was obsessed with her.
Why was he stalking the girl?
He wanted fashion tips.
I don't know what happened. So that was interesting. I was just seeing these stories bust across.
Do you watch that, The Bachelor?
No.
Yeah.
Not at gunpoint.
No.
Not at gunpoint here. Here's Anthony Gargano, and thanks to our friends at Natural Lawn of America, the official lawn care company of spring. You can schedule their full-service program to get free seeding every year and peace of mind. Call 800-FREE-SEED. Natural Lawn of America with greener grass and fewer weeds, guaranteed.
You know, sometimes
Hi,
you put quarters in the machine. I think I just threw a couple in.
I love
Oh, scratching.
You know what's funny? Yeah, there are people that you really
What happened
like
there?
and
Whoa,
adore.
What's going on?
Hold on, Ant,
He's
hold
like,
on.
Anthony is a... what is that?
Oh, that's not good.
I
hope it's not.
I turned off my mic. Everybody turn off your mics. Turn off your mics. Okay, somebody's mic was just turned off. Who turned off their mic last?
So
Pat?
I figured out what it was.
It was Pat.
It was not me.
Where's
It
your
was
mic?
somebody hit the on for the phone that went over.
Oh.
So it was going. So there was a reverberation.
Oh, there was a reverb on the phone.
Yeah.
That was tough.
Well, that was like, I thought.
All right, back to Anthony. I want to hear this.
What do you find
No,
funny?
put the phone back on.
What do you find funny?
Wait, now your
Turn on
mic's
your
off.
mic. Now it's mic's
Pat's
off.
having a banner day.
All right, there you go.
There are certain people that you really adore, you love, but when things come out of their mouths, you want to really you want to hurt them, right? And then I realized I've got my answer. All these years of working with the bro and wanting to strangle him and wanting to beat him, right? I go, it's perfect.
It's a new peaceful Anthony.
I'm going to create. I'm close, John. Close to something big. I'm going to create a character, and I'm going to call him Jamie. And in that character is going to get killed with a pipe, right? Like,
is this in your movie?
Yes, I'm going to.
Okay.
So he goes to the corner and hi guys, look at Rocco. Rocco's good. I saw his 3-point percentage. And the next thing you know,
A lead pipe.
5 dudes with pipes are going to beat him to death.
Wait a minute.
This Jamie
Can I
character.
ask one bit of dialogue that you could add to it?
Sure.
Ruben Amaro got close.
I was going to say, he comes and
He
saves.
tried.
I mean,
Can we
let's
add that too?
just
Can we put
pretend
that-
like
He
2011
tried.
wasn't
Can we
a
he
fun
tried.
season.
Can we have that? And can he do the motion? He
Wow,
tried.
they're ganging up on
Can we
you.
have that?
I'm on Jamie's side.
I'm on the right
Look,
side of
guys.
history,
Look,
but
guys,
that's cool.
he tried.
Covington, you're wrong, but
He
Ruben,
tried.
you're right.
I mean, he's just a solid NBA player.
The lead pipe. The lead pipe.
What makes you? First of all, he had his own fan base. Like
I wasn't a part of
he
that.
had a cult. Yes, you were. And then he tried to foul himself out of the playoffs.
I can't refute that.
Here's the deal: his 3-point percentage is meaningless because he's a dog in the playoffs. He don't want to play.
How did Tobias Harris play last year in the playoffs?
Who cares? He
All
doesn't
right,
try.
I'm just saying, he's
But
not
he
the first
tried.
guy ever.
Covington fouled to get out of the playoffs.
I can't refute that. That doesn't mean he's not a good NBA player.
He's not a good NBA player.
Okay.
And by the way, all he does is poke in the passing lanes. He's a horrible on the ball defender.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I can't stand him, John.
I can tell you.
Sorry, Tunis.
There's a great Pat. Good job.
I hate him, John.
Good
I'm
job
sorry.
on the Photoshop.
Covington, not Jamie. He hates Covington.
No, I
he
hate
loves
Jamie.
Jamie.
Oh no! Wait a minute. That's not photoshopped.
It's not
Yes, it's
Photoshopped.
Photoshop. Don't listen to him.
No, that's not Photoshop.
No, it's
That's not
100% Photoshop.
You're proudly sporting a Rocco
That
jersey.
is 100%
There it is. That's not
Photoshop.
Photoshopped.
Bob, help me.
That's not Photoshopped.
I'm at a loss.
By the way, the Jim
Four Aces was
the
awesome.
Jim Harbaugh
Yes, it was.
the Jim Harbaugh khakis, a very good look for Jamie. The
Sammy Shorts
Jamie,
is
tell us
better.
about our friends at Prop Swap.
Well, Roy Halladay was brought to Philadelphia by Ruben Amaro Jr., courtesy of Prop Swap. Prop Swap is America's exclusive #1 app to buy and sell sports bets. And Prop Swap has a huge advantage we all use in finding the best odds in the country. So download the free Prop Swap app today.
And we will end this with Tony, who has maybe the quote of the day on Twitter. Yes, I will now prop swap every single thing that comes out of Jamie's mouth after 9 a.m. today.
Ruben Amaro wasn't that bad.
Join us tomorrow at 6 a.m. for more of this fun. And I don't think Adam Schefter's back tomorrow, but we will have plenty of fun with you tomorrow on the John Kincade Show. Anthony comes your way next.
The John Kincade Show.
Talking sense into people isn't really my thing. In fact, I'm better at the opposite.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Well, if you're planning on hiring a lawn care service, doesn't it make sense to hire a company that provides better results and is safer for your family and pets? That's why I chose Natural Lawn of America. That's my lawn care company. Natural Lawn provides homeowners with greener grass and fewer weeds using an exclusive organic-based lawn care product. Now, this isn't a cookie-cutter lawn care service. Natural Lawn tailors their applications to your lawn-specific needs. And their unique approach to lawn care has reduced chemical pesticide use by 85%, creating a safer lawn for your family